bit behind, but then
Yeah, you good.
it's still on 285. You just
And it's Friday.
it got crazy because of them trucks. I was like, man.
Nah, you good. What's up, y'all?
What up? What up? What up?
Friday.
I'm supposed to have our theme song playing. I know like he always on that shit.
Freedom Star Podcast.
These pilots, we gonna get through them.
Yeah, it gonna be on
It's
point.
your boy D Jones. What's going on, y'all?
Steve
It's been a long Friday, y'all. Woo!
Steve Osborne.
ATL.
Again, the Freedom Star Podcast.
Kevin Upson. Steve
Osborne.
D Jones.
Good to
D
see y'all
Jones.
again,
Kevin
man.
Upson. Steve Osborne.
Like, share, comment, and
That
subscribe.
music coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Like he always do
Do
that.
something else, kid. We trying to
Y'all,
stall.
I'm pulling up our themes on y'all so we can,
We was trying to stall for time.
With some
Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the cash apps. Thanks for all the support. Keep supporting.
Appreciate
Keep
y'all, man. For
subscribing.
real.
We got PayPal too. I'm gonna give y'all the information. Thank y'all for everything. Y'all ready? Let's rock. Look.
Cash app up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that. Yeah, nah. I don't know about hard. The cash app or the PayPal. I got it written down.
Oh, you talking about your handle?
Yeah, we gonna put everybody's on there.
You know, mine's my name, so I can never forget that.
D Jones, the name
Was 2 Z's. D Jones.
D Jones,
2 Z's.
Okay. We gonna have that up there too for y'all.
I got some things on my mind. Let me talk till I'm free. Mental
I
therapy,
think it's
whatever you want to call it.
I think it's a
There's some
capital
things
D.
bothering
That's
me.
the only
I
thing
gotta
that's
break
like-
free. Time for
I don't even know if that
wanna
matters,
stop.
though.
I got my
The
arms
punctuation?
standing on 2 feet.
Because usually when you put in
I
the
know you
name,
put a dollar
the picture
sign
pops
or
up.
something.
Yeah. It's dollar sign and name.
Yours is Kim
This
I think mine is
where we all meet.
But I think when you do it, your picture pops up anyway, don't
Yeah.
you? Like, so it's gonna tell.
Yeah, remember that picture you had? I think you got like a red shirt on.
Yours is Kevin Upson or Kevin?
Forgiving, not forgetting, divine energy, balance with that.
You got a profile picture, like,
pull out a check.
attached
Come
to
on,
it?
check for a minute. I'm here.
Because usually people got a picture attached to it, so I'll be able to know, like, even if I never seen the person before, if they say I got on red shades, I can just type their name in, and then somebody will pop up with red shades on. So, because people names be fucked up nowadays, man. People cash app be. I done see. I done see the cash app, man. They be having all kind of weird names. Big timer, dip, big chipper, chicken timer. You know what I'm saying? All kind of weird names. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't remember that shit. I just made mine, my name. So you already know when I say D Jones. If you see D Jones somewhere else, you're gonna be like, I'm like, and they gonna be like, what's your cash app? D Jones, same name, so you don't forget. Social media, all that shit is the same thing.
Okay, yeah, D Jones.
Yeah, people be having all kind of crazy names, like, man, they name might be like Leroy Johnson and the damn cash app, big timer flip, street hustler. What the hell? Why did you just say Big Larry or something, like, I done seen some names.
So to the music stuff, we can argue on my cash apps, right? I'll do it.
Oh, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you wrote it down, didn't you?
I would just go to the, I should have wrote it down while I was talking.
Well, I mean, you already know y'all.
D Jones.
Mine is just 2 Z's. So. And I think it's a capital D. So. Well, you already looked it up, man. I think it's capital D.
What's up, folks?
What up, y'all?
So
Freedom Star Podcast.
we're gonna start this out by giving y'all our cash apps for people that don't have it and would like to donate. On the profile page, I know that me and Kev cash app tag is there, and I'm gonna address too, DJ. But for those that are listening and might have a pen and paper handy or a good memory, Kev's cash app is Kev Upson. So that's that $ first, then Kev Upson. That's his cash app. D Jones cash app is that $ D Jones with 2 Z's at the end. So you got JONEZZ.
That's it.
Mine is that $, Stevie Osborne, not Steve Osborne, not Stephen Osborne.
I.E.
Stevie, like Stevie Wonder.
Make sure they know that.
Stevie Osborne. You'll see all of our pictures on our profile. We appreciate whatever you send. We accept whatever you send.
Anything counts, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, anything counts.
Appreciate the support.
Thanks for all support.
Okay,
For real.
we got that part out the way.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Yup.
Please.
Let me take this shade off. I felt like I was outside just now. So we got 4 type topics. One is the discussion on the battle of depression, dealing with depression in the now. The second one is pros and cons of a woman raising a boy as a single parent, a man raising a girl as a single parent versus a woman raising a girl as a single parent and a man raising a boy as a single parent. The third one is female drivers versus male drivers. And the fourth one is, has the majority of American men. Wait, let me see how we got this worded. I wrote this fast, y'all, and this was the
I
last
know what
minute.
you're saying. Is the majority of American men
Yeah.
have they been feminized by the
Yeah,
women?
this was the last minute topic we came up with not too long ago. So, has the majority of American men been feminized / emasculated?
Yeah.
If so, how do you think it came about? There we go.
Okay.
So y'all can pick the topic. Kev
Well, I want
always
to get that one
pick
first.
the juicy stuff.
Yeah, since you got. 'Cause I wouldn't say majority, but there is a big number. There is a big number, and I think the way it happened is because of the single households with the single parents, and then you have a lot of men that actually have so much admiration for women that they get over. I can't say how about it.
Overzealous, over.
No, not overzealous. It's over. Let me see. They get so immersed in catering to women.
Yeah.
That femininity gets over them.
Like an admiration, you think?
Not an admiration. It's like they have they love their females. They love their mothers. They love their sisters.
Indulgence.
Indulgence.
Okay.
And then they just lose their self. They lose their masculinity. They lose some of their masculinity in the catering to these women. That's what I think. Yeah. Because like the men, my generation, my big brothers, they don't have any of that. To most people,
you mean they don't have that feminine side?
They don't have none of that. Most women,
older,
most women would think that they're misogynists or that they're too masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother Mike, he's
oh, you're having flashbacks.
He's hard. He is hard on everybody.
Yeah.
He's kind of like remind you of what's the guy from House Party, the father?
Robin Harris.
Oh
Robin
yeah,
Harris.
oh yeah.
My
Always
brother,
ready to whoop that ass.
Yeah.
Power to Robin Harris.
Come here, boy.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man.
He was the realest.
Yeah. My brother was the first Robin Harris to me because nobody else was like him.
Yeah.
He's like a black Don Rickles, if you know who Don Rickles was.
Yeah.
Don Rickles come out on stage, he'd insult everybody in the audience.
Yeah.
That's how my brother was. But he'd make it
comfortable,
hilarious.
too. Yeah.
He'd make you laugh at him insulting you.
Yeah.
So that's just how he was. And yeah, they exude masculinity.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't, because they grew up with my grandfather. They grew up with my grandfather longer than I did. And then they had the other uncles that I later on came to know. They seen people that passed that I didn't see. So yeah, they had mine was the cream of the crop of the elders in our family were the men. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think when they came out with this generation where they started with giving the trophies to everybody that participated in sports, they took away It took away the discipline in the household, the over numbers of female raising boys. That era just changed it. It changed all the dynamics of how men grew up to be, boys grew up to be men. That changed a lot. Even with some of the households with fathers in them, because like D. Jones said, his father worked a lot, so he wasn't home.
Right.
And he was raised mostly by his moms. Not taking it away from the mothers, but a mother can't give a male the influence they need to become out to be dominant males.
I've said that a lot too.
Yeah.
And you know what I learned? Like a friend of ours, he had his wife, and then he had 2 daughters. And I think a situation like that, where it's just that one man with them 3, he automatically gonna be feminized and masculated. He have to bend and cater to those energies.
Women, and he's not
so it's crazy.
He's not surrounded by women all day long, and I don't know if he can be into his masculinity where it
I think it'll create a clash.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be them 3, which eventually is what it turned into being them 3 against him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like either you're gonna bow down to that feminine energy, or it's gonna be tug of wars as you go along the way.
Unless you find the females that know how to be a woman around a man, and it won't shadow you. It won't.
Most of them these days. My bad. Thanks.
It won't dim the light of a man.
Most of them these days is not like that.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna control, they're gonna conquer and control. So yeah.
Cause I've had friends where they're the only male in the house, and the mothers. Well, this one friend of mine that passed away, his mother, man, she was just
strict as hell.
Not only strict, she was just so goddamn hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was like when you saw her face, she looked like a brick wall.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I really didn't like.
She was being the both parents.
No, she was overdoing. She was over. No, there's no way a woman can be both parents in the house. No way.
Yeah.
Because a man can't be both parents in the household. So when they say that.
That's a damn good point.
Yeah, when they say that, it's kind of like demeaning to the other parent that's not there. Because it's impossible for a man to be both parents in the household.
How can you be a woman?
Yeah, and it's very impossible for a woman to be both parents in the household because she ain't got no balls. So you can act like you got them, but if they're not there, you just acted. So it's just really crazy how when they do that. But it's impossible for it doesn't, and it's not feminine, and it's not pretty to see a woman acting like she got testosterone in the household with males.
Teresa.
You're a young male.
I gotta call it out.
Yeah, but to a young man, do you know how confusing that is for a young man growing up?
Yeah.
And
to see a woman with that much.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think my mom called it hypermasculinity.
Whoa.
Because you remember I was looking at this message I sent you the other day from my mom.
And
we was talking about that the other day. Because she said it's nothing new. Hypermasculinity with men and women was the norm back then. We need to hit on that for a second too. But then she said this new generation said hell no. And that's kind of what you just said a minute ago too. So back in them days, it was like the norm. The men was real hard, the women were real soft, and you just do whatever the man say.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Now, it's like the women are like, hell no, I can do what a man can do.
Yeah. Until they
and
need
that's
you.
where the problem comes in. Because it's like, no, you can't do, and it's no shot towards women.
No.
But it's like, no, you can't do everything a man can do, and you shouldn't be able to, because you're not supposed to. We can't do everything that women can do.
Right.
And we shouldn't have to. Because some stuff is like, let the woman got more power and control over that. And some stuff the man has more control over. But it's working together is the whole point.
Who wants to see a woman pull out an engine?
Yeah.
You know?
Who wants to see a woman go out there greasing it all up to change her oil?
And it's crazy because
they're not going to
laying right back and slide up on the car, changing their oil. And then the man go in the house and he washing dishes and cooking while she's changing the oil in the car. Who want to see a household
It's
like
weird
that?
though, man. The dynamics of that is so
And,
weird.
you know, speaking on, because these are new life lessons that I learned, like dealing with Teresa, dealing with my dad and my half brothers from her. So before I got really, let me see, familiar, you know, knowing my dad, I thought he was like an alpha male, you know what I'm saying? Because all of the stories that I heard about
We
him.
talk about that a lot.
Then when he came around, I seen beta male, I seen simp, I seen like weakling, and I'm like, what the hell? Because I look at his life, he had his mom and 2 sisters, right? Her and my granddaddy, his mom and my granddaddy divorced, you know, whatever, whoever else he had in his life, still that feminine energy reigned over him by living with your mom and your 2 sisters.
Yeah.
That's where his femininity came in. You get what I'm saying? So then we fast forward to the scene they did in the front yard with them behind Teresa energy.
She's louder than both of the men.
And it totally came out. Beta.
A young man
used to
and
being
a
all
old
across the
man.
board.
He's used to being led by women. You get what I'm saying? That's why they were standing behind her energy, because I think he stood behind his mama energy and his 2 sisters.
And y'all was flabbergasted because y'all looking like, okay, he ain't saying nothing. And then you got the son there.
And her son.
Who ain't saying shit. And it's like, dude, come on, man. You can't let this woman come out here and act a fool. And then that's your mom. Besides it being a woman, that's your mom, man.
Mom,
Push your mom to the side and be like, Mom, I got this. But you sat up there and let your mom kind of make a fool of herself, and then you just sat back like you ain't know what to say, or you wasn't supposed to say nothing.
No, they was following her energy.
But that's what I'm saying. Because you wasn't supposed to say nothing because she's the leader.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is exactly what you
But
said.
what you said about that being their
her to
mom.
go to have what? Training, camp, something she said.
He got drilled. Like, hurry up. We showed up unannounced, but hurry up because we got places to be. But y'all showed up unannounced. But what you said about that being their mom, first of all, it's an embarrassment. And secondly, that goes to our title of how women emasculate men. Because you got this female that had, she brought 3 sons into this world over her ruling. You know what I'm saying? And if I pinpoint different things, attributes about them, they lead back to her. So it's like, if you got your mama ways, you really not gonna be prosperous in a relationship with any female, because it's gonna when it gets to the nitty gritty, you operate off of female energy because you was ruled and dominated by female. To me, she messed up her offspring, and there's a lot of women did that. It's a lot of black women.
They got no
did that.
blueprint of a male.
And it be that female fault. You know what I'm saying? It be their fault.
That gets tricky because I know we talked about my situation a lot.
But your dad was still there.
His presence was still felt.
Your mama.
But you remember how I told? I'm gonna let you finish in a second. But you remember how I told y'all that since my mom was always around me, I kind of got more of that softer side. And when I became a man, it messed me up because when I got with a female who was like my dad, it kind of froze me because how was I around my dad when I was coming up? In line. He was the leader, and I would like follow out of fear. And then my mom kind of followed him too from that 50s and 60s thing, because that's what they did. But then when I became a man and having to figure out what a man was on my own, because that was another thing we talked about, I think, last episode. How the hell do you become a man when you're mostly around a woman? But when I became a man and went out in the world, when I got with a woman, I got with a woman or got with women that were like my dad. Loud, controlling, aggressive, and for some reason, and you know how they say opposites attract, but I don't know why the hell they do, but I would almost be attracted to that aggressive, loud female because the quiet ones were almost non-existent. If you quiet, don't nobody see you. So it was the loud ones, and it was like, the hell? But then she was pretty, nice looking, so then it was like that. That material shit drew me in, but she was like my dad though. So I basically was in relationships with my dad who I didn't have no respect for when I was coming up because I got abused all the time.
You like the characteristics of your mom. So you took your mom's
Most
characteristics.
of them.
That's a good thing.
She was attracted to the characteristics of your dad.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that...
And see, look how my mom was attracted to that.
Yeah.
She was quiet as hell, attracted to an aggressive
it's the opposite of attract.
alpha.
It's the opposite
and she was like the epitome of beta. She was like cook, clean.
That's the good thing.
Comfort
came
you.
around.
She was real sensitive.
Because think about if you came up with a rough mama. You know,
Yeah.
telling how you.
I probably would have
you
treated
kinda
women
that-
like shit.
Yeah.
I probably would have went around like, y'all bitches ain't shit.
So I think she gave you a good blueprint of how
Yeah,
a mother should
I think
be
so too.
gentle, and you know what I'm saying.
I like both sides of it. I just hate the side of me that didn't respect my dad as a child, but then when I grew up, I picked my dad in every female I talked to.
So do you think?
So it was
that-
crazy because it was like, if I don't like aggressive, loud people, like my dad was when I was coming up, why am I like attracted to that? If, you know,
Do you think
I can't
that's
think of
a
another
choice-
word, but
you think that's a choice you made, or you think it's just something in you? Because you know they
that's what
say
I'm trying to
most-
talk through now, because I
they
don't know
say
if I was
most-
attracted to that or if I was like, oh, loud and aggressive, that's how my dad was.
Yeah.
But how come I didn't run from that shit?
Yeah.
How come I didn't see a
You was
loud
drawn.
female and be
You
like,
was
oh,
drawn
hell
to
no,
The way
you
they
like my
say-
dad.
Yeah, you
They
was
say
drawn to
most
it.
boys get attracted to females that remind them of their mom.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, do you think that was a decision that you made? Because most boys be like, you remind me of my mom, and then you know they
That's a
fall
good
into
ass-
the end.
But see, that's a good ass, and I hope we can work through that shit while we're
Yeah.
talking, because I'm trying to figure out like why
I think that
I was attracted to that type of woman, but then at the same time turned off by it. Because once I was in the situation, I was like, bitch, shut up. You too fucking aggressive, you too loud. I'm not like that. I'm quiet. But then I already knew she was aggressive. But a part of me liked that.
yeah.
But a part of me didn't want it to get too loud, you know? Like, and I think I just liked it because of the opposites attract shit. Because I was quiet, subdued, real sensitive.
So you
So
never
a quiet
found
woman,
the-
like I said, is almost invisible. So that loud woman, who's also cute, because you got to remember, you know, she's still pleasing to the eye. She's just aggressive. So
So
it's like a
when-
fine-ass aggressive female, you know?
Say with all the females that you met or you dealt with,
Mhm.
have you ever come across a female that reminded you of your mom? And if so, did you
Yeah.
find her attractive? Like, and if not, why not? Like, you're like, no, you like my mom and you too nice, or
You know what?
you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm trying to think in real time. This
Because
shit
it
real.
seems like that's what you would have gravitated
This shit is
towards.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
I met a couple who was like my mom, and I'm trying to think without saying too much because I don't want to incriminate nobody. Nice, quiet, like to cook, sweet girl, sensitive, love church and all that shit. When I think back, and I was younger now, so keep that in mind. I was younger. Right off the top of my head, they didn't attract me the same. The attraction wasn't the same because they were so much like my mom, and don't take this the wrong way, Mom. They were so much like my mom, for me, they was kind of boring.
We recording, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we recording.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Just have to make sure.
I saw that square dot too.
Hey, okay.
Look, I remember what I said
You
this
gotta
time,
notice
though.
you see the complete red and then the square dots
Okay,
white.
I just,
The other one's a round
we had a
circle,
situation, y'all.
the white.
We had a situation where we did a whole show and we wanted
I
to
think
record.
y'all remembered it. It was like
So
an hour.
I get in my head, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
talked a damn hour. But yeah, what was I saying though?
Also, you say that
they
they
was
might
kinda-
be too much
like
of your mom,
it's boring to you.
and you say no offense to your mom.
To me,
but-
yeah, because to me that was not really exciting for me at that time. You know, being the age that I was and how young I was. So I have ran across a couple of females that was like my mom, but it was like, and I don't know if I could say, you know, I fumbled them or not. I don't want to say that because you know everything is what's meant for you is meant for you, but.
Okay,
It
so
just
let me
seemed
ask
like
you
it
this.
wasn't. It just seemed like they had those characteristics of my mom, but then other stuff was missing.
So do you find yourself or have you found yourself as a leading man? Because say for instance, if you did meet somebody that was like your mom, she was looking to be led, or do you think that you was looking for a leading energy like your dad had, but you was looking for him to be like in a relationship where you didn't really have to be like hands on, cause she was gonna do it?
It's getting good now.
No, I'm saying.
I think no, because you're saying some real shit. Because I think I was looking for a little bit of a leader in her. you're too quiet, you know, and now I got to think of everything, and I'm not used to that.
I got you.
Because I'm not used to leading. And that goes back to the part that I don't like about me, that when coming up, I wasn't like, leader, take charge, y'all follow me, let's do this. I was kind of like the perfect follower. I was the right-hand man. You know, every guy that's in charge, every guy that, the boss, that dude, got the right-hand man, that was me. That's just what I was used to. So, and I'm glad you brought that up. So when I met those certain females that were like my mom, that I should have goddamn stayed with and been with, it was like, I made it a thing where it was like, oh, they not doing enough. They quiet, and they might have even been like, what do you want to do? They was looking at me like the leader, and I was like, shit, what you want to do? Because I'm trying to please my mom. I'm trying to please them. I'm the nurturer. I'm trying to nurture, you know, it's a female. I'm like, what do you want to do? I got you. So, you know, and if a female is like, well, I don't know. You decide, you know, so that kind of like, you know, I lost those, but then on the opposite spectrum, when I get with the other female, know what she want, aggressive, controlling, it's like, you do this, and, you know, I'm finna go do this, I'll be back. And then you get back, you ain't do this yet, and it's like, hold on, bitch, wait a minute. So it was like the opposite side, which I didn't like. So it's kind of messed up, but I'm glad you brought that up though, because it kind of, you know, but that's what this is for though. Like I said, it's therapy for me, y'all. I'm trying to get, and we gonna lead, well, I don't want to talk about the depression part yet, but I'm just glad you brought that up, because it's like, so I think a lot of that is because of me, and I chose it. I think you asked, did I choose like those type of women that I was with, like aggressive or not? And I think I did like choose, and I guess subconsciously it was because of how my dad was. So I was trying to find a leader like my dad, but I wanted him to be sensitive like my mom. Which, is that even possible? That could be a whole nother topic. Because that's what I want. That's what I want. If the shit is possible, I'm just saying, that's what I was looking for in a female, you know? Like, sensitive and nurturing and all that shit, but knew what she wanted to do, can tell me what to do at times, but then other times, you know.
Not to say that there's not women
I think it's
like
hard.
That,
but that's what I was looking for, and since I didn't run into it, I picked the ones that were.
You would have to find a woman in another nationality.
Yeah, it won't be no black woman. Yeah. It'll be an Asian or
and that's
Spanish.
What's fucked up, man.
Asian or Spanish.
I wasn't around.
Wait, let me say this. It'll be an Asian or Spanish that hasn't been Americanized.
Anglo woman.
Or Anglo, I'm sorry, or Becky. Yeah. But long as they not really Americanized.
Because he said that about African women.
What?
You remember Delirious?
About Americanized?
Yeah, because he said Westernized.
Even in
because he was like, when you go to Africa,
yeah,
all they want to do is serve you. But when they come to America and get around some ladies, and the ladies be like, why are you cooking all that stuff?
Yeah.
I'm cooking for my man. Won't you make him cook his own shit? That's when they get Westernized, Americanized.
You have some Anglo women, you have some Asian women, you have some Filipino women, you got women. You got from other nationalities that's like that.
Yeah, they like to serve. You mean?
No, they
like the black women. You're saying they like?
No, they want to cater to a man. They want.
Did y'all say Asian?
They know how to. They know how to be women.
They were bred like that.
Yeah,
and I know that for a fact. That's not just saying that.
There's some American women that's Anglo, that's Spanish, that's other nationalities
that like to cater to their man.
That wants, they know they want a man in their house, and they want to be a woman to that man, and they'll do everything they need to do to have that man in their house.
And you know,
Afro-American women are different. Mm-hmm. Not saying that there's none out there, but they're hard to find.
Mm-hmm. And you know, think about that growing up, every relationship where I've seen European, Anglo-American native woman, aka white women, in a relationship with a man of our race, they've always treated him better than I've ever seen any black woman treat her man. Yeah. They've always treated them better. They fixed their
Asian
food.
Too.
And I've
seen that with my own eyes.
Yeah,
Asian women.
Yeah, we got friends that are with Asian women.
Some of them have
Korea and Japan, they're bred to serve their man and please their man.
And when I use the word black women, I'm talking black in the nasty tone because I know we said Afro-American Native.
Yeah.
But what I've seen with black women, with men of our race, they always was combative, competitive, challenging, complicated. They always, said what they wasn't gonna do, and it was just always friction. That's what I seen growing up. I didn't see a lot of successful relationships with Afro-American Native women
That's
and
interesting,
men.
though.
Yeah, I didn't see it where I'm from. And then my
Exactly, they were
family,
manly.
I can
talk
probably
about
count
men
on
together.
one hand how many people were married in my family because everything was women got it. It's only a small amount of people that I know were married from my childhood all the way up to me getting grown.
Because the type
Probably
of women
like-
that you described that you grew up with, like, it'll be hard to marry somebody like
Those
that.
are the type of women.
Like, who would put up with
Yeah, and I'm
a
not
woman
down
like
talking
that?
to women, my women in my family, but those are the type of women that emasculate men.
Mhm.
Because if you got a woman that either doesn't know how to be with a man, feel like she don't need a man, or she feel like she got this, what about them sons that you bringing up underneath your threshold?
Exactly, man.
They're gonna have to conform to how you are in order for them to be okay in your household.
And you can't raise
Yeah.
a whole generation of new male haters.
Yeah.
Men
it's
growing
crazy.
up disrespecting women or not, knowing how to
It's
take
wild.
charge around a woman. But yeah.
But what I think with your situation, I know you were a child and you was learning. I think an imprint was put on you from your dad. I think part of you looked at your dad as if he was a bad person, and you say you don't want to be like him,
Yeah.
and you cater to the energy that your mom had,
Yeah.
which made you like the opposite of what she was. But I know it's very complicated. I think if your dad was there because he provided for you, but he wasn't there, I think if he was there, you would have had a stronger shape or figure to shape yourself off of. But you'd been like, that part about him, I don't want that part, but everything else I like. And then you would have found somebody like your mama. So it's like you got to go back in there somewhat, and then here somewhat, and re-scramble some stuff up.
So was all that basically his fault? Can I say that was his fault?
You were a child.
My father was in my, well, I know there's a 10-year difference between us.
Mhm.
My father was in my life. He was in our household. But I don't know, he wasn't there all the time either. But he wasn't also a role model.
Right.
But I know he worked hard. I know he had the potential to be a provider, but which he didn't do. But he did work hard. He had a strong work ethic, but he just didn't bring the money home.
Right.
So I knew that part about him and I liked. He had a nasty temper. I told you, nobody's a temper.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. For some reason, I did like that rough part about him, but I didn't like it around the house.
So yeah, you
Oh,
was
but
I
able to
took
pick
that,
through
yeah.
what you wanted and
But
didn't
I
want.
took
So
You
that's
that.
what I
kind
was
of
saying.
admired the temper.
Well, I
It
know
was
I
kinda-
had it too.
It's a good defense.
But I know I had
a
it
good
too.
defense. You know?
I worked on controlling it. When I was younger, I didn't have as much control over, but I seen where I got it from. But like I said, I seen in my dad that some of the things I would probably be in me, but I didn't. I just knew what I had to do to not become that way.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother, I learned about how to love from my mother.
Yeah.
I liked that about her. I didn't like the part how she got walked over.
That submissive shit.
I didn't like that shit at all.
That's what I hate.
So I know I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I learned to love. I learned how to love from her. I learned how to be hard for my dad.
Mm-hmm.
But I also had my grandfather, who was this big man, and he was just nice and gentle to me. And I mean, he was the biggest person in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like my brother, my oldest brother, he was always caring. And my other big brother was just direct. He'll tell you the rawest shit, the how it is, So
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of role models, and I just took what I liked from each one of them to make myself. So it's just
You
like
had a good selection too,
Yeah,
especially
it's
with you
just like
saying
you had to
grandfather.
have-
Like that was a
you
good
had to
selection.
have even the bad. You had to take the good with the bad.
And I had all of
So-
that too, but all of the good stuff, and I'm trying to think, all of the good stuff that you named, the compassion, the understanding, and the caring and all that, I got all that from my mom, how to love and all that, and I just got the anger and outbursts and shit from my
From
dad.
your dad. Yeah.
And maybe the hard work ethic, because that is a good thing too. That's a good trait to have. So I think I got that too
And
from
see,
him.
and also for some
Even though he
reason,
was not there,
you
he
went
was
into the
always working.
service.
Huh?
You went into the
I
service.
know, right?
You got
You
that
did
from
that
your
because
father.
of your dad?
I don't know.
You had to get that from your dad
It
because
was
your
a
dad
way,
was in the service.
but it was really on the surface. It was a way out because we was bumping heads. And how I tell people, I'll be joking about it, but I tell people like somebody was finna die, and I had to make a move. I was 19, and like we might have fought, like physically fought, 3 times at this point, and I was like, I'm not finna fight
But
in
you
my
was
own
in,
damn
you were in
house.
your, wait a minute.
So that kind of
You were in your dad's household till you were 19?
So did you move from his house and go straight to the service? Or
I
did
think, yeah, I think I was at
See,
home till I
that-
was 19, and
that's
then I joined the army.
See, that's different. I was in my dad's house until I was 16.
Yeah.
I wasn't even 16. I wasn't even quite 16 yet. I moved out. My birthday's in August.
Mm-hmm.
I moved out and it was cold. It was like in October. I was 15 and a half.
That's when I went in the military.
Yeah, I moved out in October and I was 15
October
and a half.
17th. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
what I was
wasn't
gonna
even
say too, I
16.
think something inside boys, like if you know your dad was in the military, your dad wasn't in there, right?
Mm-mm.
I think it's something inside boys that make them want to gravitate. Cause I found out my granddad was in the military, and I found out my dad was in the military, so I'm
Your
like, I'm
uncle.
finna join the military.
Mhm.
So that's
And
what.
your uncle.
And my uncle, yeah, but I was thinking more of my
And-
dad and my
yeah.
my
I
granddad.
don't know if that was the
So
case
it
with
was a
me.
piece of me that like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow this. You know what I'm
And
saying?
see, I don't know if that was the case with me, because like I said, I was trying to figure out a quick way to get out of the house and to be on my own, because if I stayed in the house, somebody was gonna die. And I just felt like that, because once we started fighting, because I was scared of my dad from a baby on up. You know, not scared like
I know
couldn't
you
walk
did.
around him, but that fear
'Cause I was
always
scared of
kept me
my
in
father, too,
line.
and I fought, man. I was
But
the
once
only
I got
boy
to your
out of 8
age-
boys, I was the only boy that fought my dad.
Yeah.
Everybody
And see,
else.
I think I was the first person that like started cussing back at him. I don't know if it was 16. Something hit one day, and I just started yelling back, and I shot my damn self because I was like, I'm about to get my ass tore out the frame. But I ain't give a damn. For some reason, whatever happened, I was like, man, fuck you, and ran in my room. And I was like, man, I'm about to get the brakes beat off
I
my
said,
ass.
"That's
And I don't
really
think
something. And ran in his
See.
room.
And I don't think he did nothing. This was crazy. When I started standing up and cussing at him, he didn't really attack me that much.
But you came
But he
up
still was like,
completely
hey, watch
different.
you better watch
You
your
said
damn
you
mouth.
ran into your room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no room. There
And-
was too many of us in our household. for me
And tried to shut the door. This shit it's funny but not funny, because I shut the door and called myself locking it, and this nigga picked it. Military.
Wow.
He picked it and he was like, don't be locking no doors in here. But I still ain't get in trouble. My dad was crazy, man. I didn't get whooped
Wow.
that day cussing him out. But another time, I borrowed his headphones when he was at work. And I used them, and I think I fell asleep. And he got from work and raised, holy hell, where the fuck my
You
headphones
probably
at?
had a bad day at work.
I said, oh, it was right here. I forgot, you know. Y'all know I got my ass beat.
You probably had a bad day at work.
And they was right here. The headphones was right there, y'all. And then on another occasion, I don't know if I told y'all when I had took the car one time. I was this was
Wow,
in Germany.
see, this is all different to me.
Yeah.
I was
You took
13.
the car. My dad.
I was 13.
None of us,
And I
none of the
snuck the
boys in my
car.
family ever had. My dad gave him a car.
But no, I took my mom's car because my dad was in the field. I told you he was gone a lot. We was in
Yeah,
Germany
my
in the
mom's
field. Mom was upstairs washing clothes, and I had took the car one time. But I'm just saying that real quick to say I didn't get whooped for that either. You would think I would have got my ass beat out the frame for stealing the car at 13.
So you feel like the things
I
that you
still
got
didn't get in
spanking
trouble.
for,
The minimal shit that I did that didn't really matter, I got my ass tore
and the
up.
things that you should have got up.
But when I told him, fuck you, kiss my ass, and tried to fight him back, it was almost like, oh shit.
How
Oh,
many kids in
you
your
a
family?
man now. So now we tussling, and that's when I was like, well, wait a minute, I don't want to fight my own dad. And that's when, like, 19, graduated from high school.
How many kids in your family?
18.
How many kids were your
Me and my
family?
sister.
Just 2 kids?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really different.
And my
Yeah.
sister just saw everything, you know, and she can even tell you some shit. I can't wait till she could possibly be on here, because She saw a lot of shit
I
that I
can
don't
tell
even
you
remember.
honestly, from looking outside looking in, you don't know how good you had it.
Yeah.
You don't know how good you
And
had
just
it.
imagine this, though.
Came in a household with 8 boys and 2 girls.
But I can imagine that too, though. But that's true, though.
Hey, but just imagine everything
I
y'all
can
saying
still
about your
imagine that.
dad. My shit is blank. I have no dad story.
Yeah.
So imagine
But
how
see,
that is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a totally awesome dynamic
That
to
shit-
have, though.
But is it good?
I don't know, because
kinda
for
think-
him to even say you had it good, I, at a couple of times, wanted to kill myself. So I never seen no good in shit. But it's all about perspective, though. I think that's the right word.
I think the
Because
fact
the way
that
Kevin
he
grew
was
up, it's like
providing,
you
I
had
think that
time
was a
to
good
go
thing.
run.
Cause he got
Like you
your
said, you had a
family.
room to go run to. But shit, with 8 other kids, it's like you can't go nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
But he didn't go around the house beating y'all ass either.
What? Are you
Or
serious?
beat.
Did you hear anything I told you
Ain't
about
talking
my
about no
dad?
belts now.
We got beat with firewood. Have you got beat for
Oh,
firewood
see,
before?
well, I had some trees on me, so.
No,
This
I'm
what
not
I
saying.
wanna
I'm
say.
saying pieces of
This what I wanna
firewood.
say.
So you might know what I'm talking about.
Can
then.
I
Well, you
say
do know what I'm
this?
talking
Yeah.
about.
I just want to say I do feel like your life was easy, and I'm gonna say that because your dad laid out a whole like kingdom for y'all to reside
He
with.
provided.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Y'all had a house.
So I
out.
think
And I said that too, though.
yeah, but I understand the
I
part
said he
about
paid
you
all the
being-
bills and provided. He just was hardly there.
Yeah.
And when he was there, he was feared.
Man, I was
So it's
9
like you're
years
growing
old.
up in a kingdom
Yeah,
I was
ruled
9
by
years
fear.
old.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a small country.
Same thing.
You know, it's like a small country where you got everything you need, but it's a dictatorship.
yeah.
It's one guy that's ruling that shit. So you got everything you need, but if that one guy says, you know, I'm taking it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
all up to that one guy.
All right, so imagine
So if that
this
one guy is gone and
imagine
just
this
let you
one
do what you
guy
want to do, life is
doing
good. You know?
dictatorship in a fucked up scenario, in a fucked up household. He's not providing shit.
With 8 kids.
The kid, one of the kids in the family is keeping the lights on, buying the food,
Yeah.
keeping the household warm with firewood in the winter
See,
time.
that's just a whole
in the
other
cold.
fucking dynamic because my mom would never
And
let that happen.
all these kids is piled up in one room.
See, that's a good point.
Now picture that
Yeah.
compared to having your own room.
Yeah. Cause it was
You have
so
your
many
own
of y'all.
room. Yeah, you got your own room, and you know
Yeah.
I'm not making
Part
light.
of it sounds like
not
you had
making
a
light
nice
of your
life,
situation.
like,
No.
growing up in the different countries
But if you look
lived in.
if you look at my life compared to his, he had a fucking a mansion, a paradise.
Yeah.
He didn't have to stay here. I had to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning from 9 years old all the way to 16 to make sure there was food and something
And
in
that
the
ain't
house
right.
so I can get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's definitely wasn't right, man.
You know, and then
But I
back in
always-
the 70s, my dad was making $1,700. I seen one of his paycheck stubs.
Mhm.
He's making $1,700.
I'll always give
And my mother
his
worked.
dad credit for
That's another
providing
good
for his family, and I will always give your mom credit for being that submissive, gentle woman.
Mhm.
Because I ain't see none of that coming up.
Yeah.
I
See, but that's why I said I like that part of my life, but when I became a man, it's like I had to figure out a lot of shit on my own.
Mhm.
Because dad wasn't there to teach me how to be a man, and mom was just there to band-aid the cuts and spray the cuts when I got cut. And I'm just saying,
That's why
figuratively
when I was
cut.
talking earlier,
Whenever
I
something
said
happened,
that
mom
some
just put the
things
band-aid on.
you have to learn on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some things you have to look and to be observant, even as a child. Even as a child, you have, because if you look at, I don't know if it's New York kids or was made different. We are hustling and
They
stuff.
just hard, yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, I got tired of all the big people around me walking around like there's nothing going on and there's no food in the house. And I'm looking at 4 younger brothers and nobody's like really doing anything. And all these people bigger than me. And then I'm like, well, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. And I'm tired of being skinny. I'm tired of being. So I had to get up, and I got up early one morning, and I went out and started doing things. And I wasn't selling no drugs. I wasn't pickpocketing nobody, but I was doing other stuff to get money. When I first started finding out a legit way of getting money, what you want to say?
No, I was just gonna say, how do you think they got instilled in you though? Because
It
this
was-
is interesting. How did you even get?
It was
that point where you
getting
felt like
tired,
you had to do that.
hungry, and getting tired of waiting on adults to do stuff.
And you were the oldest?
No,
I'm
I'm
trying to
remember.
remember.
I had
Okay.
my oldest brother Lester. I have my oldest
So
brother
you got
Michael.
four
Because I'm
older
trying
than
to
you
think.
and
Older
then four
brother
younger
Tony,
than you.
and then I have my oldest.
Because I'm trying to think why nobody
so I had
else.
four bigger. My older brothers moved out of the house when he was 17.
Oh,
So
okay.
they
So
left
he was
three
gone.
older ones older than me. So then
So he was in the middle.
I had four under me. I had my youngest sister, Melissa, and I had my younger brother Philip. I had Norman, Greg, and Randy. And then Pat ended up having a child when she was 16. So that made 5 young kids. So I'm like, far as the adults, the older ones, I'm right there in the middle.
Okay.
So I had in my household it was 3 over me. So I was the oldest of the youngest.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's how it was.
You have 4 over you, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying in the household I had 3.
Okay, because
Mike Lester was not moved out.
I got you.
That's just interesting to me though that you just had
I
the
just
presence
got
of mind to do that
I
shit.
like I said, I got tired of being hungry.
Yeah.
I got tired of looking at my younger brothers crying and stuff, and I know what they were crying for because they was hungry.
Yeah.
So I said I got to do something. You know.
And you know what you said
And
about
my mother
having
was
to figure
pregnant.
it out. That's true too, because I had to figure a lot out. Because imagine being raised by a bunch of women, they're shaping you on how they think a man is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Then when you get grown, you gotta be like, wait,
That's
hold
totally
on.
Yeah, that's a woman idea.
You know what I'm
for a
saying?
man.
You gotta
And
shake it
and
off
then
and
on top of
figure it
that,
out,
think
like
about
you said.
Women thinking about some crazy shit of
Yeah.
how a man's supposed to. Well, the type of man they want, they don't even want.
Yeah, it's a
So they
fantasy.
don't-
So,
yeah, they don't-
imagine being shaped that way.
You can't be raised by a
Oh
woman.
yeah,
A
you gotta
a
get out
boy
there
cannot be.
and you
I'm
gotta
sorry,
figure it out. You gotta
but
figure it
not,
out.
I'm not gonna say every woman like that, but most women are like that. That their idea of a man, they can't raise a
It's
child
not realistic.
because they're
yeah.
giving this child all these fantasies that they have of how a man's supposed
So
to be.
when you say we have to get out there and figure it out, I agree with
That's
you.
exactly
'Cause
what it
on
is.
your note of how your family was, you had to figure it out. On mine, I had to figure it out. On yours, you had to figure it out. Because you know
Yeah.
it was things about your dad that you didn't want to be like. It was things about your dad that you feared. And I can't even speak from what I learned from a man as a
Yeah.
child. Really.
That wasn't even
Because
there.
even the men I looked up to, my Uncle Larry, you know them, they still were dominated by women.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the men I looked up to, they still fell under the gynocracy of women rulership.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't even speak of. I had to get out there and figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's why I'm gay. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But whatever the case, I worked my way out of that, and I got so many boy relatives that I think are deeply endowed in that they have no idea. You know what I'm saying? They're very feminine to me. And I said that to one of my cousins.
Ooh.
I said, did you notice the majority of the men in our family
That's
are
a
really
good
feminine?
point.
She was like, I don't see it. That means I'm looking from different eyes now. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
I done got out of it. And I'm gay, but I'm
Raised
pretty
by
sure.
women.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm more masculine than a lot of my straight relatives. And I'm gay.
Yeah.
And I see that in today's society where I see gay men in the world that are more masculine than straight men.
Yeah.
Because straight men are under
That shit
that
tripped
woman
me out,
thing.
too.
And it's,
I ain't gonna lie.
crazy.
Yeah.
I see that shit and I be like, wait,
It-
what?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I see it.
And you might be like
Yeah.
Cock Diesel.
And then I see a man married, honey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, wait, what
Oh,
the fuck? Like,
and you can swear he gay, yeah.
Man, let me tell you.
I see that on TV a lot. I'll be
It's
like,
crazy.
okay, I know
When
we
we
got
in
a boyfriend.
Washington, the gayest sounding man standing there talking.
he got wife and kids.
He got a wife and kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would think that you think you're gonna look behind you, you're gonna see this big, cocky looking
Yeah.
man standing,
little
but
dude.
no, I'm talking about who he's talking to,
Oh.
and he's turning around as a woman,
Mhm.
Yeah.
cause he got this voice like, I'm
That's
like,
because he fell under her energy.
completely.
How he need to be.
Yeah.
But the
I mean,
women,
he's-
Or is that how they say when you're in touch with your feminine side?
yeah, that's what they
Because
want.
what does that mean totally?
They
anyway?
want that, but at the same time, they want a hard man too.
I heard that too. I was like, what exactly does that mean? Because
Yeah.
you know, people be throwing shit out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
touch with his
In touch with your feminine side, but then some women would be like,
yeah.
nah, nigga, you just a simp. You just weak.
That video you sent me about the women want the man to be into it, but not
saw
too
that?
much. And it was, I'm like, ooh, I'm scratching
I
my
was
head.
finna try to find that.
woman said that.
He sent me that video.
Yeah,
I was finna try to find that and
Yeah.
bring it up, but I didn't know if that was like some copyright shit.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
don't know.
she
that woman, she hit everything.
said exactly what I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you want a man, but not too manly.
And she
You want a provider, but you want him to be there. And I'm like, well, bitch, how I'm gonna be there and be at work?
And she said he wants.
I can only do so much, but then you want me to be everything. Otherwise, you're gonna cheat on me.
And
bitch,
then
you gonna cheat
She
anyway.
want him to be a leader, but she's not gonna follow.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Be a leader, but I'm not gonna follow you. So who am I fucking leading?
That's some dumb
Yeah.
shit.
You're my
that's what I was
woman,
just saying.
and you want me to be a leader, but not your leader.
Yeah.
Bitch, come on, man.
That's crazy.
And I done lived through this shit. See, now you're touching the damn button. You hit the damn button. But that's why I shared that shit with you. So I'm glad you brought
Hey,
that
I'm
up.
looking at that scratch
And
on
it's
my
a
head,
black
like-
female saying this.
So she knows.
And she's like, I know y'all men are confused
knows.
because I'm confused and I'm a woman.
Yeah, listening to that.
And it's
You know,
like
you
women
just
want
said-
A, B, C, D, E, and you can't do none of that shit. But you want him to do it.
Yeah.
But you can't give it back to him. It's crazy, man. That's
So
why
that made this show all about them, and it's not supposed to be.
man.
And to hit what you said on the West Coast about the man with the wife. So this what used to get me working in a barber shop on the West Coast. You get a mama bring the son, and a husband can be there too, but he let the mama walk up to the barber and say how she wanted the cut to be. A lot of women, don't cut his hair, he's growing a man bun. I'm like, what the fuck is a man bun? Then it caught on to me where guys with growing hair making a bun. And that was new shit to me.
But how come the dad wasn't bringing the
And the
son?
dad would be in the shop too.
That's weird, yeah.
Yeah, and I have the situation, I'm gonna let it go after this, but this family used to come in, a mom, a dad, and they 2 kids. The dad was in the military. It was up to the mom to determine how the son has to be. So he was playing tug of war with his mama because he wanted to, so he was a teenager, and she like, nope, do it this way. I'm like,
And
man,
see, that's already messed up.
make your wife shut the fuck up and you tell me how to cut this boy hair. Let this boy, he in high school.
Let the boy decide.
Yeah, and
It's
his
his
mama
fucking
sitting there
head.
like, I'm like, man, get this lady out this shop because she getting on my fucking nerves.
See, that's my dad.
I done
My
did
dad
goddamn
took
4
him-
haircuts on this boy, and the mama like she playing some fucking game, and there's people waiting. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man,
So my dad would
That's
get
too
the
old to
clippers.
be able to decide.
Yeah,
how his
yeah.
cut
Get
is.
the clippers.
That's where the woman got
get
too
a
much
chair,
control.
Sit it right there in the middle of the kitchen, and all us line up.
yeah,
Yeah,
damn, he could have kept his son home and cut that shit
That's
himself.
how my dad
Or
did.
let the mama do the shit since she know what she want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, that's some emasculating shit for real right there.
Every time
It's
I
like,
see them coming in
And
the
my
shop,
dad
I'm like,
actually was a good barber.
yeah, that's
He
good.
really is, but
I think that's the best thing though.
But
Your
he
dad
didn't.
cut your hair
It wasn't
home.
like something he always wanted to do. But he was a good barber.
my dad cut my hair a few times.
Yeah.
Or one of his
He
friends.
cut like how you do your fades. He cut it the exact
Yeah.
same way.
Mhm.
Until I was 12, though. I think after I was 12, they stopped cutting. Because, basically until I was 12, I got that same little damn.
Like a
I
bowl
forgot what they
cut?
call it. That
The
little bowl shit.
Yeah. Hey, I'm
Same
gonna tell
shit
you
every little
this.
kid got in the picture on
Yeah,
TV in the
yeah.
ghetto with the runny nose with the fucked up haircut. That was my haircut because one of my dad's friends was like, I can do this shit, and then he just give me a damn
Just
buzz.
trace it
It wasn't no guards.
Yeah, it was that heavy line.
It wasn't no goddamn brush. He wasn't brushing shit and
But-
going zip zip. Man, he had a damn razor and went zip,
But-
and that was it.
Right.
Boy had a bowl and get your ass out of here or
It
a
had a
mohawk or
lot of
something.
love in it. It was a lot of love in
Yeah,
that
but you
haircut.
know what? I wasn't mad at it though because
Yeah.
I was like, it's a haircut.
Yeah.
But see, I was too young to know. But that's because I hadn't been introduced to vanity yet.
Yeah.
Because I was 10, 11, 12.
There was
I
a
was
lot
like,
of
fuck it,
love.
just cut it.
Even with your
Once I
dad,
got
there's a
13,
lot of love
14,
in
I was like, well,
haircuts.
no, I need a... Because I seen this guy on TV had a line, I want a line like... And then that's when I had to start going to the barbershop.
Like,
Now you're talking about clippers, you're talking about guards, you're talking about number 2
Articulation,
and number
yeah.
1 guard. So yeah,
But I
man.
think that's a way to connect with your dad. He cutting your hair. Because it's like a mama doing her daughter hair. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's wild.
But yeah, that's
But those dynamics, the dynamics of our different households is
Because
amazing
all
to
of
me,
us
man.
got different, completely
Yeah.
different, and it's crazy.
And I want to go back to say, I don't think it was totally bad because I just want to make sure I let y'all know I do agree with y'all. Like but I just think I had the possibility of having a better life.
we probably
my dad
would've
wasn't
wanted
such an
your life.
asshole.
We probably wanted
Yeah.
your life.
I could see that though. But see, that's what I'm saying. I could see that, but me being out here as a man on my own, when society look at me, they don't see none of that shit. They just see who I am. So when I come out sensitive as hell, not alpha, not masculine, they look like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They're not seeing how I came up. They're not seeing
But
that
see,
good
let me
household,
tell
but
you
my
what-
dad beat my ass all the
when I hear a
time.
lot of
But
people
all the
talk
bills were
about me,
paid.
they see me, they look at me, and they think that I was spoiled. A lot of people hear me talk at work.
Yeah, it's
They
crazy.
think that I was spoiled. They think that the first thing they know they say is they think that I'm heavily religious. but I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
more spiritual than I am religious. But
And see, that's the funny thing too.
lot of
Though.
people
People
see-
just make decisions.
a lot of people see
Looking at
completely
you.
opposite of him. And then I actually used to feel like people see what I saw. What I used to think when I walked outside, people seeing I had a father that was alcoholic.
I think that's how we all
that's how I
think
used to
people
think.
see. You think
Yeah.
people see you how you see yourself in
Yeah.
public? Because that's what I see. Like if
But-
I'm having a weak moment, I feel like everybody else can see it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I used to think.
But
I used
here's
to
the
always think that
interesting-
people see the
I don't know
worst.
how
I
I
thought,
knew I
like,
was though.
You didn't know?
I don't know, cause I'm trying to think. That's why I'm trying to talk now and see. I don't know who I thought I was when I became a man.
90%
So
of
I don't
my
know what
child
people.
life-
I think when people looked at me, they just I don't know what they thought until I started talking. But I know they didn't see. I know they didn't see alpha aggressive because I was always like, well, what y'all want to do?
Right.
You know, it's cool with me. I can help. I'll do it.
As a child, most of the time I was tired. I was a kid. I was tired as hell because the night before we done probably been up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when my dad teared up the house.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably finally went to sleep at 3 or 4 o'clock and then had to get up at 5 or 6 to get ready for school.
Shit, yeah.
So I'm dragging going to school and from 9 to 14 to 15 years old. Like I've been up working all night.
And you know what's crazy about that? I never had no issue with not getting to school without no sleep because that's the only thing that my mom, and she regretfully said that the other day. She was like, that's the only thing that she focused on was education, but she wished she would have been more hands-on and all the other shit that went on in my life.
She did
But with
good.
education, she was like, y'all gonna go to school, y'all gonna make it on time, made sure we got sleep.
A lot of people,
Because that's the only thing that was like consistent was
And I
we
bet
going
you
to school.
you have
Everything
a-
else was
You had
chaos.
clean clothes.
Yeah,
You
a
had
lot of
lunch.
people didn't have that. so
Usually, yeah.
You had clean clothes and you had lunch.
But that was part of the education
we
thing.
we had to make sure we had our own clothes.
Yeah.
We had to make
yeah.
a lot of mornings we left out of the house with nothing to eat. So we were hungry until lunch.
Well,
So if I wasn't hustling to have money to help provide in the household, nobody would have nothing to eat.
Yeah. And see, I hate even hearing that shit, man. Y'all making me think I had a plush guy.
No,
But I'm
your
saying, look at that, that's from a
it wasn't.
I know, it's still bad.
It wasn't
From a
horrible.
teenager.
But if
As
you
a
do
kid, I guess it was
comparison-
horrible.
Yeah, I guess from
Because you got to
kid's
think
eyes,
now
yeah.
as a child, not as an adult. See, we thinking as adults, but you got to think as a
I think
9-year-old
as a child,
getting his ass beat all the time, and you like, damn, why are you hitting me? You're my dad. You ain't supposed to be hitting me like that. So my whole life was like, why is this nigga hitting me all the time? So it made me grow up fucked up. That to me was a fucked up life, except for when my mom came in, okay, that made it better. So life ain't that bad because of my mom, but I hate this nigga right here.
So think about this. Think about Anglo-European, American native children, white, aka white kids, that didn't have no spankings. They got timeouts. They got everything.
I knew
they
some of
wanted.
them.
But check this
I
out.
had some of them friends.
They still grew up and talked about how horrible their life was.
Yeah.
And we like, damn, if I could have had your life.
Yeah.
But they still
I knew
found
some they cussed their
something.
parents out too though. Remember them
And-
kids?
Yeah.
They used to cuss their parents
And
out.
then if you
Fuck
sit
you,
down
mom, I ain't
with
doing
them,
that.
they'll still tell you about how horrible their life was.
Yeah.
And we like, well, you know.
But you don't hear that side. though.
Because
Yeah.
they didn't get the certain things they want. They didn't get the name brand.
Just spoiled.
this
Yeah.
and
See, that could have just been spoiled.
They didn't. I mean.
But still,
I'm
to
like,
be able to cuss
I
your
don't have
parents
plenty
out
And don't
and not
get
get
no
in
job.
trouble, I never knew what the fuck
Yeah.
that life was like. Because I'm like, you can
Let me
cuss
tell
at
you,
your
there was
mom.
one time, my principal, my assistant, the assistant principal, and a guiding counselor called themselves one to him, me, and my brother up for one morning because we always walk to work and walk to school, and they wanted to know why we missed so many days. Why was we walking to school? Why weren't we catching the bus? They call us in the office and they sit down and close the door and they like in our face talking.
Really,
So my brother was trying to get me not to say anything. I said, no, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him. So I said, I told him everything. I was like, okay, so last night, I said, we probably had 2 hours of sleep between the both of us from last night.
Dad acted a
My
fool.
father fighting, and I said, this been going on for years since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Tell them everything, and they
There wasn't no
cried.
defects back then, right?
Yeah, no. Well, they did,
Was
but
it?
the
I
thing
can't
about it
remember.
was we didn't want them to do anything. We didn't want them to intervene with defects because that would
They
take
would've
everybody
took
out of the
your family
household.
apart, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 8 brothers, well, 7 brothers and sisters in the house. And they're gonna separate us all.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they're gonna do. They're not gonna fix the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So
Message.
by the time I tell them everything that was going on, all the adults, all of them crying.
Counselors.
They don't know what.
everybody.
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck. They don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or what the hell? You know, like
You
they
talking
said.
about the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't be like, oh, what the hell did we just do? So I said, yo, what y'all gonna help us?
Okay.
You know, I said, well, because when I get out of school, I got to go to hustle, find some way of making some money so my brothers and sisters won't be hungry tonight.
Yeah, so we can
So
eat.
yeah,
man.
so what you gonna do?
Yeah.
So after that, they just sent us on to that class. I came back the next day.
Walked.
I came back the next day. No, I'm talking about to the car. I came back to the car.
Oh.
I wanted to know what they was gonna do to help.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And what I gotta say from your family, I think the good in it is that your parents had so many kids, and you have to expect some of them gonna ride you rolls up to help out. So I think when you get a family where, like, say if your mom, you know, being mistreated by your dad and he not coming through, by them having so many kids, you're gonna have some kids that's gonna come up to the surface to help out, and that's what you did.
Luckily.
So by her,
That's why I was saying, how did you have
imagine-
that instilled in you to want to work?
Yeah.
But then your
Because-
older ones didn't.
Well, because
How come they
my
didn't have
older
your
brother-
same
But
drive?
see, my older brother had to move out. My older brother's in New York at 17 years old by
Yeah.
himself in the 70s. In the late 70s, by himself at 17.
17.
So he went through, I can't even imagine
And
what
that
he
probably
went
made
through.
him, because when
That's
we
why
look
he's
at
so
him
strong.
now,
Yeah, yeah.
he's strong as
But that's
hell.
kind of like what made me go in the
So
military at
that's
19.
what made
but-
me,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to do everything I can so he don't have to worry about what's going on down here.
Yeah.
I want him to concentrate on himself.
That was real responsible
But
for
that's how
10,
much,
what,
because
10,
the love
9
he-
years old?
Yeah.
That was a
Because
responsible
the love
ass
he gave,
9-year-old.
The love he showed me, I tried to show him the same amount of love.
Yeah.
And we had that same, right now to today, I call him up, I'm that little kid again. That's the only person in this world I can get on the phone with and have all of that,
Mm-hmm.
this world just disappear, everything just
Yeah.
disappeared. We've had that bond since I was a kid.
And just imagine if your mama would only had your first 2 older siblings and your daddy was a bad man and he wasn't none of them roles, they would have been stuck.
Yeah.
That's why I say about her having so many kids,
Yeah.
that's what brought about, you know, so that was a good thing. You were like a part
It's
of the
always,
rescue.
it's always a silver lining
It's something,
with
yeah.
everything that's fucked up.
Because in my
But
life,
it's just that as a kid,
you
you don't
the
see no
big
silver
picture.
lining. It ain't no silver lining. When I was a little kid coming up, I ain't see no silver lining. I didn't see we got a house, I always got food, I got clothes. All I saw was I'm getting my ass beat and it's not fair and this ain't life. The clothes and all that shit didn't even matter, is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. You can have all this shit, just like you can have money. Just how rich people say money ain't everything. That's why they're killing themselves every day. You can have $3 million in the bank, and not trying to jump topic, but you could still be depressed with $3 million in your pocket. So it's like, you know, but it's still a silver lining, like you said.
But I
can
still
say, out
find.
of all the crazy things my dad did, he still tried to instill some kind of, I don't know,
I think I know what you're
some kind of
saying.
decency to
In
me.
his own weird way.
Yeah, like my grandmother, my grandfather give my grandmother money to take me to the store to buy me some shoes. This was just one particular day. He gave them money. This is like late 70s. He gave her $25 to get me a nice pair of shoes. She takes me to a store and have me to steal the shoes.
Mm.
Right, so I'm going to church with stolen shoes on my feet.
What?
All right, so because my grandmother takes me to the store and she keeps the money, she don't give me anything.
Damn.
So the same day, with me and my brother, we goes into this. I ain't gonna say the name of the store. We goes to the store. These rings that came out, the Flintstones. They got all these little rings. Wilma, Betty,
Oh, okay.
Barney,
I
Dino.
thought you were talking about the lollipop ring.
No, these are rings like the rings with
I'm
the
thinking about
characters.
the
Oh,
fucking ring.
yeah.
No, rings with the characters
Oh,
on
I'm
them.
stupid.
Nice little brass looking rings with
Yeah.
the painted characters on them. So I was like, I can make money with it. I can take these to school and sell them. So I gets all of them. I take them all and I go home. So I'm going to take them to school. I'm selling them. And my sister, my older sister, she wants some for her and her friends. So she get mad because I don't give them to her. She goes tell my dad that I stole all these rings. So he comes in my room, he finds them, and asks me where I got them from. grab a piece of firewood and wear me out.
Damn.
Yeah.
And my brother.
So he taught you stealing's not good.
Yeah.
As bad as a person
So,
he
now check
was,
this out.
don't steal.
Gets all those rings together, gets us in the car, takes us back to the store, and have me give them back to the manager.
Turn them off.
Now that's something. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. My silver lining was my grandma. Anytime my mama messed up with finances or whatever, my grandma ran to the rescue. What I think all of us got to realize is that there's no such thing as a perfect parent. Right?
That's right.
Mhm.
But we're talking about our experiences because all of us in this world are trying to be better people. So we're not vilifying our parents. And what did you say? We wanted to make a clarification. I'm gonna read that. Remember what you're saying? When we're saying something, we're not talking about every single person. We're talking about situations, experiences, and
because we don't know every person in the world. So
he wanted to make a clarification.
Yeah.
We're speaking from our own personal point of view, but we know that our parents wasn't gonna be perfect people.
Nobody.
And to tack on to that,
yeah,
I don't want perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't want perfect. I think, for me, if it even makes sense, as a kid, I just wanted fair. You ain't got to be perfect, but beating to me is like, even the shit, whatever happened to y'all, this shit was not, it's unnecessary.
yeah,
It ain't acceptable.
A lot of times
Beating your kid, hitting your kid at all is unnecessary.
I think a lot of times that what happened is they took the frustrations out on food. They went through that day or the frustration of whatever they went through in their life and took it out on the child that was beating.
When he said that about the headphones, I said your dad probably had a bad day at work, and then he came, I know my goddamn headphones are right here. You know what I'm saying? And then it went on, and he didn't articulate the fact that he was mixing those energies.
Exactly. Because I know my mom had bad days.
My dad, he was hard with not knowing. I don't think he knew how to express himself without being so flustered with anger.
I think that was a thing too back then.
Yeah.
Because that was that pimp era.
But he wanted me to be.
You know, it was like, we don't
He
explain.
didn't want me to be anything like him. He didn't want me to be anything like my grandmother. And he wanted to make sure he got that point to me by stealing, which he did.
And it's crazy that he disciplines you on something that his mama should have disciplined
and he
you
went,
on.
No, he went to his mom and he cursed her out.
When you told me about that, I thought from how my grandma raised me, I thought every grandma was good. When he told me that, and can I give your grandma props about the ice cream? Remember when back in the racist days, the same grandma that had them steal shoes went and took them to get some ice cream, and the racist white people sent them around the back of the shop to get ice cream. It was running and dripping, and his grandma let that lady bring all that stuff. What she said?
You eat it.
Damn. What?
And left. They made they were giving them like not hard ice cream dripping, and then they had to go around the back of the shop.
Yeah.
So I give your grandma props.
It's a sundown town. Edgefield, South Carolina. It was a sundown town.
Now I like that story about his grandma. I like that.
Yeah.
But they serving people ice cream in the back of the restaurant because your skin is brown.
Damn,
his grandma said, "Fuck that shit. You eat it."
And the woman was, and the thing about it is, she do it almost every Sunday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She do it because this just shows you. She does that. That woman does that to so many people that she can't keep in track with the people she.
That is crazy.
You know that.
It's amazing that those days existed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and I'm sure our parents suffer from some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they pass some of that on to us. You know, and our grandparents as well.
Like I said, they were saying that from the movies that the guys from Hidden Colors. That when the slaves when the slaves were set free, they wasn't given any reparations or anything. They wasn't given any land. They wasn't given any jobs. They were just set free. So them being set free didn't do anything because they still couldn't provide for themselves. So they end up having to go back to the slave masters and work on their plantations or starve. So a lot of them didn't know, they didn't know what to do. And then when all that pain and anguish they went through, there was nobody talking about counseling for them, no therapy for them.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't nobody giving them anything.
And shout out to Tyreek. Nasheed for making Hidden Colors. Because you ever seen Hidden Colors?
Tariq,
No.
what's the last
Tariq Nasheed.
Tariq Nasheed.
When you get a chance, Hidden Colors is going to revolutionize
And I remember you told me about it, but I never got a chance to watch it.
Because I used to play
You
him.
told me in
You
the
gotta
shop.
watch him in order, too.
I think he got, let me see how
I
many
think
he
it's
got.
4.
Yeah, you told me in the shop.
It's either 4 or 5.
Years ago. You told me in the shop about it.
It looked like it goes up to 4. No, it goes up to 5. So
Yes, sir.
whoever haven't
5.
seen Hidden Colors, it's on Amazon. It goes from series 1 to 5, and
And
it's
I think that was
just
like
gonna.
2007, 2008.
No matter what race you are, you're gonna benefit from looking at Hidden Colors by Tariq
Because
Nasheed.
it's
And
true,
thank you for
it's
making
true
that.
history that's been hidden. That's why he called it Hidden Colors.
Yeah. And that's how I learned. One of the ways I learned about Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, she made the ISIS papers, and that's a book worth reading too. It's some deep stuff in that, man.
Yeah, you told me a lot about that too.
Yeah. But yeah.
So that's what I was saying. From slavery, the Afro-American Native people has been traumatized, and it's just been passed on through generations.
Mm-hmm.
All of that anger and all that rage that they had has just been passed on through generations. It's just got a little bit of watered down some, but everybody every African American, every Afro-American Native person carries some of that in their DNA.
Mm-hmm. Question: how did your dad's dad treat him? Because you told me about his mom's situation, but how did his dad treat him?
I didn't hear a lot about him except he was real hard.
See, I know my grandfather was on my dad.
Mean guy.
Because
He
you know
really-
some of that
he was
trickled
big.
down.
Didn't really
like-
talk
Yeah.
too much.
And he was
6'2".
big. Yeah.
Didn't really talk too
So
much.
all of us had big granddaddies because you said.
So I never, but I never heard. He was like a damn. I can't even think of the word. Not a myth. He was like a legend. I ain't never hear much about him. Just big, strong,
Because I was
mean
gonna
guy.
say some of the reason that he could be the way he is because of how his dad could have been to him.
And I know my dad didn't have that. And I think you just touched on that, how to express himself and all that. My dad, I don't think he had none of that skill to be able to like say how he felt without anger.
And see,
Or without hitting something or throwing something.
Once he got older, he calmed down.
Yeah.
You see, while he was younger, he was just, from all the stories I've heard, he was just out there. He was wild. He chased family members around the house with a stick of dynamite in his hand and a lighter.
Damn.
See, it was crazy back then.
And then the crazy other part why I asked him that is because this short time I spent with Al, these 6 months, remember when I would be driving? This man would be shouting at me, speed up, get in that lane
And
empty.
he don't know where he going.
I say, you lived in Atlanta before? But this is what he told me. He said, well, this is how his dad did him. I say, so why would you want to do me like that?
Yeah.
Did that make you feel good?
That just
Because
sounds
that's like a
ignorant.
mental disease. I say, you teaching me how to ignore foolishness. But he said his dad did him like that when he was driving. So if it didn't make
Throwing
you
stuff
feel
out the
good,
window.
yeah, throwing trash
Yeah.
out and just being
Giving somebody a
stupid.
job.
So that was
No,
his way
you
of
about to go
teaching you
to
how to be
jail.
a man?
And then I'm like, I'm in my 50s.
In his way?
Yeah, sit your ass down. You done missed all of those years.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
in my
crazy,
50s now.
Yeah, Steve had to tell him that. I done heard him tell him that several times.
Yeah, man. So he had to stop sitting in the back. But why I asked you that? Because he told me what he was doing to me was done to him from his dad.
Yeah.
But he's fucking it up.
And I don't even
I'm in my
understand
50s.
that.
Yeah,
I was like, why would you want to do the same shit?
If
It
it
was
didn't feel
jealousy.
good.
It didn't work.
It's
Yeah.
really it was jealousy because he's seen how much Steve progressed in his own life without him.
Without him. And I
So,
reminded him of that. But yeah, he told me that stuff, he passed that was passed down to his dad. That's what he was doing to me. I'm like, I don't want none of this shit.
Kind of like he was trying to break you or something.
It wasn't gonna
You
work.
know, all the shit that you built up, he
Yeah,
was like
it
trying to
wasn't
chip
gonna
at it,
work.
like,
Yeah, he was.
well, this is what my dad did, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do this to you, you
That
know.
shit
But like
was
you
not
said,
gonna
it's like, dude, I'm already goddamn.
Anything. If Steve
I'm already me
suggested,
now.
if Steve suggested anything, let's say
He said the opposite.
the opposite. No.
On purpose.
No,
So the way
'cause-
I am, I check people. You might not know this, but I start playing little games. I'll be like, okay, let me say it's hot outside. It's so hot. It's not that hot. You just need he'll say something crazy. I just start playing
Just
little
to provoke
games
him.
just to know where I'm thinking the right thing. And he always fell into it every time.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
like, damn, it was so cold yesterday. Nah, you got thin blood. It wasn't cold. Or I'll be like, damn, these mosquitoes out here biting me. They ain't biting me. Next thing you know, his ass smacking his skin.
And
Just
what he
contrary
said-
for no
Crazy,
fucking
man.
reason.
But what he said.
If that's
what he
how your
told you-
dad treated you,
What he told you,
what?
he can feel him on that hair.
On the hat, yeah, he out here smacking his leg. I'm like, damn, I thought the mosquitoes don't bite. Like, But I don't want to deal with no shit like that. So it's what you said. That blank that I had that from him, maybe it should have stayed blank. But hearing y'all have stories, y'all had something to shape yourself from.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you feel like your dad was abusive, that means you could have took all his good attributes and not that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you feel like your dad wasn't a provider, you take all of the good
Yeah.
stuff, the temper and all that, but not that. I ain't had shit to go off of, you know what I'm saying?
And that's a totally different.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
dynamic,
I commend y'all parents for still, y'all both had parents that were married throughout y'all lives.
Yeah.
Your parents were married. I got to see your parents both.
And they were still there.
Yeah.
No matter how fucked up it was.
They were
still there.
They gave y'all
Because a lot of my friends' parents wasn't even in the house. Or it was just the mom. Or they was staying with relatives.
Yeah.
They didn't even have no parents.
Yeah.
I got to give y'all parents props for staying there.
Yeah.
Because it was never going to be
now,
perfect. It was never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
None of my
It was
friends'
never.
parents were. I only had like, as far as I can think, only one that actually was a couple. Everybody else would either live with their moms
Or relatives or something.
they lived with their grandparents.
Yeah.
The father.
Grandma was always a big one.
Yeah.
Everybody always stayed with their grandma.
Yeah.
Like almost everybody I know. Oh, my grandma raised me. And I'm
My
like, where was your
grandma-
parents at? Oh, they lived down the street. I'm like, why you ain't live with your parents? Nah, that's another story.
If my grandma didn't exist, I have no. I probably
You don't
wouldn't be
even know
sitting
where
here
you would
right
be.
now.
I
I wouldn't be
know.
sitting here right now.
I know a few
and
people
I was
like that,
thankful
man.
enough. Thank God for my grandmother, Ruby Kears, my mom's mother.
Oh, that's his good grandma. He said he got a good
I
grandma
was
and a
blessed to
bad
have two
grandma.
grandmothers. I would walk to my grandma's house. I would sit on her. Sometimes I would just sit on her porch, and she'll open the door, see me sitting out there. She knows something's going wrong. She called me in the house, give me a big piece of cake. My cousin Timmy would be sometimes he'd be in the backyard doing something, or he'd be in his room doing something. She'd talk to me, give me a nice talk, and send me on my way. But other than that,
sometimes that's all you need, man.
Yeah, it's an energy exchange. It's an energy
That's all you
exchange.
need.
my other grandma, I can tell you, I actually learned cooking some cooking things from her. Cause one Thanksgiving, I set up a toast. It was at Steve. I just remember how to cook.
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato
Man, we
pie.
ran to Kroger, Kevin, but I'm like, how the heck he buying every goddamn
You just
thing?
remember
Yeah,
it.
cause that woman could cook, man. She used to cook for she cooked for school, and then she cooked for like some elderly people. But she was a real
Yeah,
good cook.
Kev, man, we got
So
Kev
you
came
was
home.
paying
He
attention.
made 4 sweet potato pie. Look, I'm like,
Damn.
And my
It's
nephew.
first
Just
time,
hit you.
like that was your
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
first
that was
time.
crazy.
My
It was
nephew,
perfect.
man, it was perfect.
That
My
was
nephew
crazy.
and his kids came over because they was going through stuff. They came over. We had a big some guy Steve was cutting hair. Gave us all this.
Yeah, he hooked us up.
Meat.
You ain't gotta go in depth, but that was during our meat eating days. This was
Yeah.
way in the early 2000s. He talking about. You ain't gotta go in depth with it, but yeah.
Yeah, we had a big feast for Thanksgiving dinner.
That was the emotional Thanksgiving too, because your nephew had apologized, and you remember,
yeah.
It was a loss.
Yeah.
That might be a
Yeah.
show too. That might
Yeah.
become a show
Yeah.
topic one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was.
and that's when we used to celebrate Thanksgiving, but we don't no more because we're woke.
We were celebrating
Yeah.
holidays because I had stopped celebrating holidays. Excuse me, because during that time a lot of family members were passing before the holidays.
Oh yeah.
Right before the holidays, both my grandmother, my love, the one that was everything.
Your good grandma.
She passed away right before Thanksgiving.
Dang. Oh,
Then
yeah.
the next
Yeah, I
year.
would do it though.
The next year, my dad passed away before Thanksgiving. And I think it was either a few more months after that, his mom's passed. Because it was like 1 year, in my family alone, 5 people passed away
Right before
for
the
4 or
holidays.
5 years. Yeah, in a span of like
It was
3 years.
happening, like,
In a span of 3 years, my cousin, I wanted Steve to meet with one of my cousins, and we drove down to South Carolina and talked to him on the phone that Christmas. And then I think it was around summertime. We drove down, looked for him. He had passed away 2 weeks before we got, the 2 weeks before and we didn't even know it, and nobody said anything to me. He was in a shower at a friend's house, and he was in the shower for over 2 hours, and friend didn't think about it, and then went in and knocked on the door, and he was in that shower and had a heart attack. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah. Now, like I said, in the span of 3 years, we lost like 5 people. And
Right
just
before
like
the holidays,
right
yeah.
before the holidays.
Yeah, I can see why that would make you like holidays. Yeah.
So that was what. Then we started even History Channel, right on before each holiday, the History Channel would bring up the topics on paganism and tell you about the holidays.
Oh yeah, what they mean. Yeah.
Before the holidays come, so they're telling you that this is paganism.
Yeah.
Celebrating these holidays.
You got so many Christians, they be in there on it.
Pagan, this is a pagan
I learned that
holiday.
from
This is a
Sheldon,
pagan
too.
holiday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they'll say, this is
You
what
know,
they
he
took
don't
from.
celebrate a lot of them holidays.
And
like,
which
that's
you call it, you know, the
communist.
true Thanksgiving, you know, that's a painful holiday, and yeah, just being
For
woke
Indians,
to a lot of that,
Native Americans too.
Valentine's Day.
all of that stuff. Yeah.
You know, that's a weird one.
Yeah, but we had a show.
I just brought that up because I just saw that on Big Bang Theory the other day, and he was like, you know, well, y'all might as well celebrate like the death, you know, of somebody getting slaughtered, because that's what Valentine's Day is. Like,
got cut off.
Sir Valentine got killed
Not
on that
only-
day, but that's the day that everybody
And
celebrates
then if you
love.
look at the mobs in Chicago and New York, they were massacring people on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And it's like the love day of the year.
Yeah.
To show that you love somebody. Yeah, it's crazy.
So,
the shit that we follow, you know, it's crazy. Just
So you take a wood linger on this.
Okay, I'll be back in just a second.
okay.
But yeah,
Take care of the little furry friends.
Wow.
Fur baby time.
Shit crazy.
But man, yeah, that was pretty good, man.
But yeah, I give y'all parents
Talking about
props,
them dads
though,
and
'cause,
the
we
families.
stayed, yeah. Because like in our time, in Miami, I don't know if it was everywhere, but you would get a man that'll get a female pregnant, and when she had a baby, they'll say that it's not theirs. My dad fell in line with that because that's one of the stronger memories that I have. And my let me see how I can say, I'm not gonna say the names, he know what I'm talking about. The first son from Teresa, he's under me, probably about 3 years younger than me, but it happened to him too. So he has that in his memory that my dad said that he wasn't his son either. So yeah, it's like men would get women pregnant and then deny the child. But throughout all of that, my mom never told me any horrible stories about my dad like some women do. Oh, your dad was a piece of shit. That's how Teresa talk about Al. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, she was married to him. And then she came in from Illinois and got him.
And rescued him.
Yeah, so my mama never said anything bad about him. So the times that I would see him for a brief second, you know, he'll probably come by, but my grandma wasn't really fond of him. I thought of him as a hero, you know, until because it was just emptiness, and I wanted to think good things, you know what I'm saying? But if you got a man
you only saw them glimpses.
if you got a man that's been married and divorced 5 times and has a multitude of kids within 5 states that he hasn't taken care of any of them, really, that's not a good person.
Well, when you told me that,
that's not a hero.
Damn, how many kids he got?
Yeah, that's not a hero at all. And
at least on the opposite side, I could say all the shit that my dad did, but I seen him doing it. But on the outside, people see, okay, he paid all the bills, y'all had a house, y'all had clothes, y'all lived in different countries.
When you said
y'all lived in different states, what the fuck? I grew up in the projects and had roaches for lunch, you know, and it's like, boy, you had it made, but then it's like, you kind of want to be quiet, but then at the same time, it's like, yeah, but I almost died a couple of times. So it's like, you know. Yeah. You know, it's hard to, I mean, it's not hard, but it's just shit that happens. Like you said, nobody's perfect. No parent is perfect.
Yeah.
No childhood is perfect, but it's just the different ways that people grow up is crazy, but.
So imagine this, how he used to beat you, right? So think about a family that's ran by women. Imagine a woman beating you like that.
And I can't imagine it. It's always funny when you say that.
Yeah.
Because I can't picture a woman.
I got some cousins. I'm not saying I got beatings by women throughout my life, but it's different levels of beatings.
And you're not the only person that said that though. Because I know a couple of people that was like, man, my mom didn't play. My mom would whoop everybody's ass. And I'm like,
it's different levels. Then when you talk about your mom, I'm like, is this real? Like,
my mom whooped me once. And cried.
See,
that's like,
to me, that's a lady, that's a woman.
Yeah, it's
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
I can't see no woman whooping, man. But all the men in my dad's family, they was almost all the same, but they came up at the same time. You know, that pimp, player, time. So everybody was like a pimp. Everybody was into some hustle, and you know, got in trouble, sold drugs, did drugs, whatever. That was like the norm, though. It wasn't like now. It's like, oh, you smoking weed? It's like, man, in the '70s, shit.
That's what it was.
You walking down the street smoking weed, like, man, you want. So it's weird.
But yo, on the level of ass whoopings, I got some cousins, man. They mama just to fuck them
by
up.
women, yeah.
I'm talking about. And
it just be so weird to hear that, but that's why it's good to hear different people's perspectives on shit. Cause like I always say, to hear about a woman whooping ass, it just sounds weird to me. Cause I'm like,
and me
I've
and my
always
cousin,
seen soft women.
Yeah,
most of my life.
My grandma. I got spankings from my grandma as a child, but she was a soft woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like,
because it still hurt them too.
Yeah.
It's different when somebody whoop you and it hurt them too, versus somebody whooping you and they like trying to beat your ass into the ground.
My one cousin, man,
with a vengeance.
My one cousin that got the worst whippings out of everybody in the family, man, that shit fucked with him. I ain't speak to him in some years, but to this day in his 40s, it still was with him.
For real?
And I really think that his mama, I think she damaged him for life. And I think no matter what female he get with, if he get in any more relationships, it's not going to be prosperous because of the beginning that she gave him. I don't know if he was that bad as a child or if she was that angry as a mom, if she was taking it out from his dad on him or what.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and him have talked about different things, and that's when it came to me that I don't think women are supposed to like fuck boys up like that. Like I don't think you're supposed to. They're supposed to be a man that discipline.
And you could say that, and then on the flip side, always getting disciplined by a man and not by a woman, it could make you unconsciously submissive to women.
Yeah, or it can make you hate women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it can make you aggressive to them.
It could go either way, because you could be like me and you kind of like seek out aggressive, loud ass women that you know you don't like. So it's like, why are you doing that to yourself? You seen your dad do that shit, and you hated it when your mom just sat there quiet. But then maybe that's what subconsciously made me not want a quiet woman. Cause nah, bitch, don't just sit there and let me talk all the time like you a damn mute or you retarded. Sorry, you know, whatever the word is now. I don't know the new word, but you know, don't just sit there like you can't talk. So it's kind of like, I didn't want to be in charge because I always seen my dad be in charge, and I was like, that's not right. You should be able to say something too. Especially how you cooking them goddamn greens, and you hooking up this food, and you hooking up these cuts, and all this shit, and you making me feel good inside. No, you gotta say something too. Shit. You a queen, goddammit. How come you ain't talking? And I'm like, Mom, how come you ain't cuss his ass out when he did that? And I always saw that. So I was just like, you know what, that's fucked up. So then on the flip side, I get with a woman, and I'm not getting cussed out now, don't get me wrong. And I'm not getting abused and shit, but I let a lot of shit slide with women. I let them do a lot of fucked up shit, and I'm like, okay, that's all right, you know, whatever. But that's because I don't have that extra shit in me to be like, no, I don't deserve that shit. Now hold on now. I let you get away with this, but I'm a fucking man. I'm finna speak up. And that's what I hate that I didn't have when I was coming up in informative years, 20s and 30s and shit. I wasn't never that I'm a man type person. I was just like, oh, well, okay, I'll deal with it. And, you know, I'll just, you know, go cry in the corner and shit. That's the only thing I hate. But everybody got to be somebody. Everybody can't be an alpha. Everybody can't be in charge. You can't have a movie with a bunch of fucking heroes in it. Somebody got to die. Like I said, somebody got to be the sidekick. Somebody got to be the right-hand man. That's me. I'm going to help the motherfucker that's running the show. Because that's what I do, you know? I see he's got the power to run shit. I don't have that power, but I can help you.
And I see
so when the man with the power turn around and say, hey, give me some more, I got you.
The good I can say about the women that ran my family, they did shape everybody to be leaders. So I'll give them that totally. But that don't mean everybody turned out that way. But they instilled the energy in us to be on the front line. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give them that. Like, it's a lot of good I can say that came from it too. Yeah. But I still believe.
And that take maturity and growth to even say that.
Yeah.
So,
I still
So
believe
you know
that,
you're maturing, to say some shit
it
like
was
that.
a lot of good that did come out of that, and it wasn't just no evil. It wasn't a lot of evil. You got your good and bad and everything, but I can't say the majority of them were just evil ass bitches, But you did have some in there, but
they got it from somewhere though.
Yeah.
Because I think Kev, you might even say that. Even how our dads were, however fucked up they was, they got it from somewhere.
So it came from
So they
somewhere,
didn't just say, "I'm finna be this mean asshole." Somebody taught them that shit. Like, son, you gotta be a mean asshole in this world.
Then,
you can't go out there
lost
soft.
itself to alcohol because your dad also had that problem.
That
with
drinking,
alcohol.
but see, and that's how they handled shit in the 70s and 80s. We was just talking about that when you was gone. Weed and drugs and all that shit was normal back then.
Weed probably wasn't. I mean, the weed calm you down, and if anything make you have the munchies. It's the alcohol. Because alcohol will
everybody drank back then. That was like the thing.
Change a personality.
And it's on every TV show. Watch them old ass shows. Watch Leave It to Beaver and all that old shit. Every time the man get home, the woman got a beer in his face. So you already teaching alcohol helps solve your problems. And it's like, motherfucker, no it don't. Alcohol don't fix shit. Alcohol make you drunk.
But
and you don't think about your problems.
And you said alcohol and weed creates a new drug.
And now you got X and pain pills and they still doing what's the shit that the rappers are doing now? Molly, they doing lean, they still shooting up. They still doing the snorting, whatever that is, what they say, snorting powder. They still do that shit. So when you do that and drink
pills too.
But when you snort, if you do that with the pills and drink, goddamn, what's going on inside your body, man? It's like some crazy shit.
That they gave me for that drug they gave me for my
Oxycontin.
Oxycontin. They crush those up and snort those.
And that's some prescription shit. People are getting that from the doctor.
It's a movie about that. They fucked a lot of families up.
It's called Painkiller.
It's on Netflix.
It's a movie called Painkiller.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even have to watch that shit because I live that shit, nigga. I live Painkiller.
Oh, for real?
I live that shit.
Wow.
And I don't know. I ain't trying to incriminate nobody. But I'm just saying. I done been down to
I feel you.
I done been down to some cities where it was like that was the normal shit. People is popping shit and taking shit, and you can tell because. If you have somebody like me that don't do any drugs and come down to a city where everybody stay fucked up, it's like, damn. And I think I might have told you that before. It's like I was a damn alien. I was like, I do not belong here for shit because everybody down here.
You had to conform to their ways, or
no? I just always felt like a fucking alien. Like I don't belong here. Why am I here? And I could never fit in.
But that's how things were when I had the deaths in my family. We went down.
Oh man.
That's how.
Because I drink a little bit.
We didn't notice that, but that's what it was.
I drink a little bit, but I'm like,
we knew something was wrong.
You find out later, like,
that's
what everybody
was
was
like
doing.
a sad situation because
they don't take no time to pop a pill to keep moving. So we never seen that.
You don't know who's on pills.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. And I'm
as
not
crazy as people are.
To each his own, but
ain't no judgment. But the way people are nowadays,
but some people
you can't tell who popped the shit.
Some people do it just to try to fit in because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
You got those followers that.
And a lot of people just used to the feeling, and that's what I saw a lot. When I tell you a lot,
once you mix that,
people just like the feeling that they get from being high, and you fucking yourself up because you're also drinking with it.
Yeah.
You ain't just taking the pill and kicking back chilling. You taking it and you getting every drink you can.
Then you can see
that shit mix,
and you can see the change with their bodies.
Yeah.
When their bodies are bigger than it should be. It's not all from just eating.
Or they swelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the face swell too.
Yeah, well, it's the body too.
And they say that cocaine does that. That's a side effect.
It's a bloat.
Yeah, man.
Bloats you.
But that's a whole nother topic that we could have. It's like
cause
people just trying to cope with drugs, and I'm like, I don't do that shit, so it's hard to be around that shit.
You said what?
What topic we was on?
Oh. Right now?
Yeah.
We're talking about and we be getting deep.
I know, right?
And every time you talk about a topic, it always leads you.
You know what we were talking about? Has the majority of American men been feminized and emasculated? If so, how did it came about?
Yeah, we had to talk about the past generations of men
Yeah.
to talk about the future, the current situation of men.
Yeah.
So then that led us on to the other, because that's how topics that we have.
Well, they know we talk about everything.
That's how topics that we
yeah.
have, because we touch those with the from a known source, from ourselves,
Personal
from our personal space. So that's all.
Yeah, I feel like anywhere that you have female leadership, you're gonna have emasculated men.
Yeah.
And even like when I was a teenager and got into the workforce, any person that they call boss lady, every male had to conform under her energy in order to be okay at work. You had to feminize yourself to be okay for these women. So it's just
Because it was known that's boss lady.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And it already subconsciously made them kind of bow
I
down.
think that's a good thing for
But
women to be.
if you an alpha,
yeah.
it ain't no boss lady.
You're not gonna be able to work.
We're
there.
peers, bitch.
You ain't
We're
gonna
two
work
of the
there.
same. Now you ain't my boss lady.
They're gonna
We're peers.
replace
We
you.
talking to each other.
They gonna replace you.
And you're gonna get fired. You're gonna get ostracized for being alpha. Yeah.
So that's the thing where I think when it comes to females in management, I think they should be management over women and not men. You get what I'm saying? Because every job I had with female, even any shops I worked at that were owned by women, you still had to conform under her energy, or you weren't gonna be successful there.
Yeah.
So it's
or maybe have better training.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if the woman is going to be in charge over men, at least she should have that training to be like, okay,
If
I'm
that's
dealing with
possible.
men.
If it's
so
possible.
I can't deal with men the way I would deal with women.
Yeah.
So maybe proper training would help that.
Yeah. If it's
Because you don't want to
possible.
rule out a woman running some shit. Like, what if the woman run the record label and she want to sign us? And we can't be like, well, I don't fuck with women. No, we got to be like, hey, even though you're a woman, like, you know, we still gonna try to work this out, but you can't be okay, now you gotta do what I say, men or guys, this is how it's gonna go.
That's right. This is how
because this is how I did with Destiny's Child.
And
so this is how I'm gonna do y'all.
D,
You know,
if she's in that position, I think she's operating in masculine energy because of everything
Possibly.
that comes with that. I don't think that's a feminine thing.
You know what?
Yeah.
And that's a good point.
Yeah, I think she's in masculine energy. Any
Because
woman
that's usually a male role, huh?
It's hard. It's frontline
Unless you
energy.
unless it's
Business,
like and I think of this lady named Mona Scott Young. I don't know if y'all familiar with that name. She started all the Love and Hip Hop franchise shit.
Okay.
She run that shit, but I think she run it like
and what they
kind of
do
like
to
a
balance
dude,
it
because
out,
she's like real hard with it,
Yeah.
like a guy would be. But it's her shit. It's like she's a woman and she's doing all these different shows, but she ain't nothing to be played with. She's not soft at all, and you can't talk to her soft.
Yeah.
So
and what they do to balance out that masculine energy, they get themselves glammed up. So you see all femininity, but the energy be
she look like a
manly.
model.
Yeah, so it's really confusing.
Cut your ass out.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's man energy. Like, but if it's a possibility that they can get training to where they know how to deal with men, and
That would help.
do
That's
that,
all I'm saying.
That would be
Yeah.
a good thing.
If that's even possible. 'cause
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
even with training nowadays,
But
people
they
still do
still
what they
have
wanna
to
do.
have that female quality too. I mean, because you're a woman, still you're just put in the position that a man would have.
Because
You
you know,
can run that position like a woman, long as you just be a real person. You don't have to act like a man to run that. You
just run it fairly.
You know what the position details what to do.
yeah.
You just run it
Just
like
be
a
fair.
woman would do.
yeah, if it's possible, I think
Because
it'd be
she
a good
still
mix.
should have that nurturing quality, because that's how she's gonna nurture the person to bring out the best in them. You know how you do. All men don't bring out the best in their artists.
Exactly.
The artists already come with most of the talent they already have.
They just need to be shaped
Yeah.
like,
Still need that nurture.
polished and yeah.
With anything,
Well, a lot of
you need
things that
nurturing.
you look at the past, a lot of that stuff is like, because that's how a lot of we lost so many good artists from the drug. They fed them all of the bad things that they needed to, instead of like looking at the longevity of their careers. They just let them. That's how it manifested. That's how it got us so far out of control. Because it started off when they were younger, and it just built through the years.
And I'm thinking about
You
a
can't
lot of
give
these rock
nobody-
groups while you talking.
Yeah, you can't give somebody a drug and think that They're just gonna take. They did a good album off of this, doing this drug.
Who was the guy?
And now
We was talking about rockers
Yeah, now-
Because I'm
now
trying to
throw
think of
them
this
into
man.
rehab, and they're gonna be good.
I'm gonna think of it while you're
That's not gonna work that way.
I can't remember his name.
And they had a taste of it. Now they know what it's like.
Because he was like 25.
Getting on rockers, since he said that, we was talking about how rock people have their entire life, but they probably been doing drugs the whole time. But their following and their customer base is so fucking strong that they ride with them to the end. Ozzy Osbourne and all
a lot
of
of them
them.
were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They were following them, and they're still doing the same thing. They were trying to do the same drugs that they started.
It's something about that I gotta say I like. I'm not saying overdosing on drugs and nothing, but just where you got a customer base and a fan base that's so dedicated and into you that you get to just be you throughout the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
Because in our race, people criticize you too much. They want you to be perfect. They want you to crack a note. They want your outfits to always be right. They want your skin smooth. Them rockers get out there and they say, fuck all this shit. We finna have us some fucking fun.
Just party. Just
We ain't take no bath last night and we on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Flash.
But with our race, we gotta be like,
Look at Funkadelics.
Look, George
George Clinton,
Bootsy
they were
Collins.
not like they're more like rockers.
Man, that's one of my people.
They were more like
That
rockers
is one
than
of my
anything.
people. Yes.
I've always loved
I love that.
they
I
were
love
more
the
like rockers.
freedom.
That's the only
I
back in the
love the
days. That's the
freedom.
only oldest group that I knew that was like
Yes.
more like rockers than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
They went through all the
And it
stuff
was some
and the
more
drugs.
groups
And
like
he had
that.
a song, George Clinton, I think he said, free yourself and your ass will follow.
Yeah.
Man, that's my dude. Like, yeah, that's my dude. Like, I love the freedom in me. I don't like all of them fucking rules. I don't like, maybe I'm raspy today. Y'all take it like it is. You get what I'm saying? This is what's going on with me today. Tomorrow, next week, it
But a
might
true
be better.
fan gonna love it.
Yeah, I don't like all
They
of
gonna
that
take it either way.
perfection shit.
They're the main ones that look at our pages, that all the comments that we get.
And they make the best music to me
Yeah.
because everybody's using that as a blueprint. They sampling this. They, for Shizzle, all of that. That come from them. You know what I'm saying? What Snoop Dogg used.
Yeah.
All that come from back then. Yeah. All that stuff, man. But yeah, I'm happy you brought that up. Shout out to George Clinton, man.
Yeah, man.
And he was a barber stylist
Funk
too.
on.
He used to do hair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's crazy, man.
But where we at, y'all?
So we was let's
talk about women drivers.
recap. Let's cap up on the what the topic was just on.
So has the majority of American males been feminized / emasculated? If so, how do you think it came about?
So what's the final?
I think, I think it came about from female leadership and too much female involvement and interactions with men, with how they think men should be and how they think they should live. I think females they took over the imagery, and I'm going to elaborate, but now when I see a lot of the men hairstyles compared to when I was, thriving in hair, a lot of it I don't like because it look like they putting 7-year-old girl hairstyles on big grown ass
two hair
men.
things that come down in the front.
They doing a lot of little pretty part, and I'm not to each his own, but when we came up, it was different. But they're making these men hairstyles from like little second grade girl hairstyles with the little pretty and the perfect parts, and then he like, oh, I got muscles, I got abs. But then when you get up here, it's like,
Curly
and I'm not knocking nobody, but
like I said, when we were coming
a lot
up,
of these new styles.
it was a little curl, the Michael Jackson curl in the front,
Yeah.
or the Superman curl in the front.
Yeah.
That was about the worst. Than the Jerry curl. That was about the only thing that I know that a lot of people didn't like in my era when we were coming up.
Now, what you was talking about, is that men's fault?
Yes. I think, and the reason I say it's men's fault.
It's too many women. It was a lot of women in those leadership positions, but
yeah,
somebody let them do it.
I think it's men's fault because the man has to hit pause. Like Kel said earlier, you admire your mama, your grandma, your sisters, your auntie. Okay, we love that. But at the same time, as a man, we got to tap into our mind and, okay, it's got to be a limit to this because I'm just like them. Mm-hmm. When that man decides to sit in the styling chair of a female, he has to know that he's finna be feminized. Her hands might feel good, massaging, but she's doing what a female can do. I think the best stylist for a man will be
another man.
You get what I'm saying? Because he's gonna be like, yeah, well, you thug guy, I got that shit right. A female can be like, oh, that is so
okay.
Oh, I got the
have you sideburns and shit.
Yeah, she gonna have a little, what
baby
they call
hair.
it, baby hair, yeah. So
no,
I
no
think
man should have no damn baby hair.
yeah, I think a man, unless it's different kind of men. You got very flamboyant, feminine men. Then you got your hard thug men. And you got your gym men. Based on what type of man you are, that would determine who chair you need to sit in. But if you're a hard ass dude, you shouldn't sit in no female chair because she's finna emasculate you. You need to be in a man chair. No matter how weird that might feel, having a man do your hair, you'll get used to it. Because the same men cut hair, people get used to that. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think females, because I'm seeing some of the hardest dudes, like when you go through social media, they cut up and buff, and then you get up here, I'm like,
okay, on that same topic, talking about that, what do you think about a man getting a massage from another man versus a man getting a massage from a female?
I think a man should get a massage from another man because another man's hands are strong. A female can give you more tender, sensual pleasure, so it depends on what type of massage he's looking for. Yeah. If you got like pain deep down in your bones, a man gonna do that. A female can give you a different rub.
I've had both, so I don't know.
A female can stimulate you.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I've heard so many these new men saying that they wouldn't let a man massage them.
A female ain't strong enough to get down.
Yeah, they think it's gay.
Yeah,
and that could be a whole nother topic.
Yeah. But
what you afraid of?
A real massage, for one, a real man ain't gonna care as long as you getting the job done.
Yeah.
Because you're not there for that happy ending.
And
You
that's
want
why
to get rid of the
I
pain.
just got a massage, and it was an hour.
You want to get rid of the pain.
It was an Anglo dude, but still, that was one of the best damn massages I ever had.
You
got strength in that.
You want a real massage.
They put
You don't want. Yep.
Dude put his elbow in there and damn, man.
You want a real massage.
Female damn say her arm hurt and shit.
Yeah, they can. So it depends on what kind of massage they're looking for.
Yeah, the technique is different. You're not going to really get no good massage. Not knocking the females, but a female hands is just too dainty to give you a massage that's going to really. If you got tense muscles, the best you're going to do is get turned on.
That's why I say it depends on what kind of massage you want. Because some people might want a pleasurable massage, and some people might be like, "No, my neck."
And that's what you were saying. It's a difference.
That's
but
why
if you're talking
there.
about deep tissue.
Yeah, that's why you're there. You're
totally
there to get a massage to get rid of the pain.
I mean,
some people there for the pleasure part. So
that's what I'm saying.
And a little massage.
But they're saying a massage, and that's not a massage. That's a sensual massage. That's not a massage. Massage is going to alleviate the tight muscle.
Like deep tissue.
It's going to get it's going to when you leave, you're going to feel
like
you're going to feel like $1 million. Yeah, and you're not going to get that for because I had a woman when I was in the worst pain at the part. That's probably why my pain was prolonged because I swear.
She was trying to
she was doing everything she could. She even put her elbow in it.
Yeah,
they probably could stand on your whole body and still don't do shit.
And not knocking heavy women, she had to be about 300 or 400 pounds.
Oh wow! Damn.
But her hands was not strong enough to get rid of. I mean, I needed somebody to dig to the bottom core of my muscle. And when this she was missing one day, and this guy did it, and I'm like, God damn! I really felt it. I was able to move.
Popping.
Yeah, and then even when I went to the chiropractor. The massage therapist had already cracked a lot of shit. Yeah. So when I got to the chiropractor, I was like, that was it. That was like the best chiropractor massage I had that whole entire year. And then I started going back looking for that guy.
Now you just messed me up. Like you said she was 300 or 400 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm skipping way on some other stories because when I was telling y'all about how my dad's sister called my mama a hoe that she never met, that lady weighed over 500 pounds and she called my mama a hoe.
Oh.
Wow.
So you can imagine all the things in my mind. I don't want to offend nobody, but when he just said 400 pounds, that just took me because I wanted to mention that too. She called my mama a hoe and she weighed over 500 pounds.
And never even mentioned mama.
You seen that picture of her?
Oh yeah.
If you see that, you'll be like, what the fuck?
Look like a damn.
Big as you is, you call somebody a hoe.
One of those movies.
You got so much other stuff that
at least cute.
You know the movie they have my 500-pound life, my 600-pound life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looks
Damn,
like.
that's what you
My dad showed me and Kelva
The massage
today
lady?
picture.
No.
My dad's sister, the one that
Oh,
called
they
my
was
mama
talking
hoe.
shit? Oh,
Yo, what
man.
made me think about her is he just said a 400-pound woman.
Y'all should have had too many jokes for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I ain't want to offend nobody. But I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
you over
yeah.
500 pounds and you talk.
Insulting somebody.
Yeah, you got the nerve to
Lady.
Cause you imagine what could have came out of my mouth.
Yeah,
know,
insulting
right?
a real woman, because a woman wouldn't say that about a woman she don't know.
And she's the mother of their family, as my dad's brother said. She's the mother of the family.
Yeah.
An obese, insulting
500 pound
woman.
man.
I want to call her so many other things,
Yeah,
but
you're
let me
right. I
get
don't
back.
want to get started either.
Let me put the needle back on the
Back to
record.
the-
But when he said 400 pounds, that took me like, yeah. Because I meant to say that in the show, but I didn't say that. That this was a
Okay.
500-pound obese
Oh,
woman
yeah.
called my mama hoe,
And
and
then
she
you
never
never
met her.
met your
See,
mother.
that make a difference.
Yeah.
How you
And
talking about
between the
somebody,
two,
like-
his mother was more lady.
And they
Well,
treat
we
her
had more
so
class.
good, they call her
Yeah.
Deanie. F that D. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? That's the mother of the family. I don't want to have no dealings. I'm good. But yeah, let me put the record back on the needle back
Okay,
on the
so
record.
Yeah, but
Wrapping up on that,
Yeah.
what's the other part? from
So
that?
we got female drivers versus male drivers. You had said something about that. Then we got the pros and cons of a woman raising a boy as a single parent. We kind of like talked about
we touched
that.
on
You
that
touched on that
shit.
too, yeah.
Me and you touched on
So
that.
y'all think we already got
That's
that
because
one?
we be skipping around.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that
But it's
was
good
yeah,
though.
we wrap it around each
It's
other.
good
So,
that we
yeah,
hit him though.
Yeah.
So you want to talk
we're
about
gonna
the
pick-
driver? You want to
Oh,
talk
and then the
about
other one
Let's
was
go on,
the-
because you just came through it. You just
okay,
came
the
through
female
track.
drivers.
And then the other one was the discussion on the battle of depression, dealing with depression in the
Yeah.
now. So,
That's gonna be deep.
Yeah, we can end off with that because
Yeah.
me and
So-
Kev might be
what we did say,
walking out here crying.
because
and
we
shit.
talked about the women emasculating men. We didn't say like if a dad raised a daughter.
Oh,
Yeah, so I think it's perks. I think we did say that before. I think it's perks for a female to be raised by their dad.
I think
because
they gonna spoil the shit out of
They're
the
gonna
girl.
they gonna spoil the shit.
Because my dad did. You know, I told y'all I had a younger sister. I don't
that's
think
gonna
she
give-
got a whooping.
That's gonna give a female a blueprint of how the type of man that she
Yeah.
wanted in her life.
I don't think
So
my
do you think that makes them more able to deal with men and men more able to deal with
It
them?
should.
Because it would go to what you said
It
about
should.
a woman having the training on how to know how to be a manager over men. If she was raised by her dad, maybe she would be more attuned to the energy. You know what I'm saying?
A lot
Without
of females that I
textbooks.
met,
Because her
in
dad
life,
is gonna shape her. I'm sorry. on
yeah,
how
a
to
lot
be
of
to
females
a
that
man.
I met in life that actually been good women were they said they were daddy's girls. They were daddy girls.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think dads are good influences on women. Now, like I said, we already said that about women raising men is the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So most women are not going to instill enough to a male for a man to come out to the point where he's going to be masculine.
Yeah,
They're gonna put
They're
more
gonna-
emotion
Yeah,
in
they're going
him.
to be more
Yeah.
emotional. They're going to be
but a man can put
Structure.
aggressiveness and
Structure.
some strength
Structure,
in a
yeah.
girl to make her a strong
So I
woman.
think the male overall is the best parent.
Best
when I
parent,
look
yeah.
at it.
or having to be in a household because it helps. It benefits both
Yeah.
kids.
when both parents are there,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
And I
benefits
think
both kids.
either one of y'all or both of y'all said that like it's best if both are in there, so
Mhm.
you can get some
But
of both
if
parents.
you had to pick between one or the other, I think it really need to be the male.
And he need to be right. Like he
Yeah.
need to be together.
Yeah.
Like you know.
And,
Yeah.
and like we said, there's no perfect parent.
yeah.
But the
And that's the
best,
hardest
the
part.
best it
When
can
I
be.
say that, I
If you
say
got
he don't
if you
need
got
to
a
be
man,
a drug addict or
Yeah,
alcoholic.
yeah.
if you got a man,
You know what I'm saying?
you got
Maybe
a lot
not
of
abusive and
brothers.
shit, I guess.
Yeah,
but
you got
just
a lot. It's a lot of
teaching you.
brothers that strive to try to be the best parent they can be. They might not be perfect, but they
Yeah.
try to be the best parent they can be, and that's the best. I think that's the best you can get.
Mhm.
'Cause
it's still
but far as
stressful, I know.
but far as females, like these single parents, we've seen the work of
The
single
results of
females,
it.
the results
Yeah.
of female parents.
Yeah, we
So
see it. We see them
male,
bring their boys to the barbershop.
yeah,
They out there raising hell
Teresa.
in restaurants and places, and it's a man right behind them.
Shit
But
be
then
funny.
she's doing all the talking.
all of the
Yeah.
talking. Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you ain't gonna step in and like help your woman, but it's like, yeah.
It's crazy.
so yeah, it's. I think if you really had to choose the two, it should be but the thing about it is the courts get involved and the child automatically goes to the mother.
They take, for some reason,
Yeah,
they take up
yeah.
further.
They do that on purpose.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's perfectly done
All
that
the
way.
time, man.
But it need to be. I think 90% of the time, if the dad had the children, but the thing about it is he have to work, so it's harder for him. It's harder for them. I don't know.
But see, I think if he instilled that certain structure in them kids, and they know that if he whoop their ass, they finna get fucked up because the daddy beat different from a mama. I think if he at work, they gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that because daddy is gonna fuck me up.
Yeah.
You know, like he threw me through the wall last week. I'm not finna do that. I think the dad give the kids more of a stronger conscience on right and wrong. Cause you know his ass whooping ain't finna be no
Kind of
mama
how I
ass
was
whooping.
coming up.
Yeah.
How I said,
So
how you
it's
move by
some
fear.
stuff
You don't
about
do a
your
lot of shit
dad.
because you're afraid to do it.
And
'Cause
that
I don't want to get my ass
I'm
knocked
gonna
to
tell
the
you,
wall,
if I was the father of a family, I want my kids to fear me. I would want them to fear me. Because if you finna do some shit bad, think about what I'm gonna do to you. So
and that helps.
some of the stuff he structures you.
It
You get what I'm
helps.
saying? But I know as a child, you probably like, I don't.
Because
Yeah.
and even
I
he
would
done
want my kids
said,
to fear me.
he's even said before, you turned out to be a good kid. Out of all the bad shit, because he's saying that now, you know, and we talked about that before. Once you get a certain age,
older.
you start remembering all the
Yeah.
bad shit you did. And he said this recently, I did a lot of bad shit, but I got to admit, I'm looking around, and a lot of these kids is fucked up, man, and you turned out good as hell. And he thanking me for not getting in trouble and like continuing to do positive shit. You know, he see, you know, I'm trying to work and do music and doing the podcast and shit. And he's like, I see you trying to do, I'm glad you turned out the way you did despite, you know, how I treated you, you know, and
That's good.
your
And
mom
if you
tried to
look
stop
at-
me, but she couldn't, but you still didn't go down that wrong path. You didn't go out the house and go crazy. You still did. And then he still try to sneak the jab in there, you know, 'cause just like your mom, you know, y'all be trying to work shit out all the time. But I know that's how he trying to apologize
Yeah.
because he know I'm like that. You know, I always try to figure out how to communicate and get to the bottom of something. And now he's realizing now at 70, that's right. You doing the right thing. What I was doing was fucked up. You know, you keep doing that. Keep trying to figure out what the problem is. Don't get mad and get all out of control. Work it out. Communicate. You're doing the right thing.
Yes.
I didn't
And
teach
if
you
y'all
that, but I'm glad
notice-
you're doing that.
Everything that we talking about, how we came up, our goods outweigh our bads.
Mm-hmm.
You get what
At
I'm
the end
saying?
of the day, yeah.
Our good, so all of that riff raff and wibbly wobbly stuff, we still inside of us, we were able to figure it out and
Yeah.
surface on a good level. You get what I'm saying?
And that's the good part of it. I can't think of the word right now, but that's the beauty of all of that trauma and shit. A lot of people don't figure it out though.
Yeah. Some
So
people
that
not
is the
even
beauty
here
of it.
anymore. Some people that
Yeah.
committed suicide. Some
Yeah.
people
Exactly.
that, you know,
Mhm.
they got locked up
So
or they
it's
killed
still-
somebody.
I've had
Some
a
people
lot
that
of,
killed their parents.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've had a lot of, other than my brothers, my two brothers, Lester and Michael, bless them, I love them to death.
Yeah.
Other than having the two brothers in my life, I've actually had crossings with some great people that just saw things in me and just talked to me. People I work with, when I worked on the base, where I worked in certain warehouses, I've had people, you know, older people just I see what you're doing, young man, and you know, words of encouragement.
They can
They,
tell.
yeah, they said good things to me, even when like sometimes my days got gray and I started like almost going the wrong way. They'd say something to me, and it's like one of my parents or one of my brothers was around me, and that stopped me from doing whatever I was going to do. And I went back, you know, I just got straight. I just got to, you know, go through this little struggle to make it out. So when I felt like going backwards, I turned around and went the right way.
Yeah.
Because there was some times, there was times when I almost went left when I should have went right. So yeah.
And I can tell we're figuring it out because we
Yeah.
got this podcast and the people that look at this, they gonna tap into their life like, damn, you know, my situation was different from their situation.
And hopefully they figuring their shit out
Yeah.
while they looking at this. And just like that PSA I made a couple of weeks ago, hopefully this shit is helping somebody in real time.
Yeah.
You know, like they trying to figure themselves out through shit like this. 'Cause just like I said, this is like free therapy.
Yeah.
Like I ain't paying nobody for this shit. when I could just sit up and talk to my brothers, you know, and
Yeah.
figure that shit out instead of giving somebody $200 an hour to write some shit down and be like, well, how does that make you feel? Motherfucker,
They looking at
I
the
just
clock.
told you how I felt, bitch.
They looking at the clock like he got 13 minutes
Okay.
left.
Yeah.
But a good friend of ours who you know who I'm talking about, like he didn't grow up with his mom or his dad. His dad passed away when he was a kid, so his whole story, everybody's story is different.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know the feeling of like, you know, if you can imagine that, you know, just some people mom and dad was gone when they was
So
a
they
child.
passed when he was a kid?
Yeah.
The dad passed?
So the
He lived with his mom?
So what happened? The dad passed away, and the mom made a promise to the dad that she would let the dad's side raise him.
Oh.
So his mama, cause
So his grandparents raised him.
his grandma, his
whole
grandma,
life.
his dad's mom, and that was it.
Okay.
Cause I always wonder, but I never want to ask questions, cause I know he has a multitude of siblings, but he always talk about his grandma.
So he got a different story, but it's not a bad story though.
right, and it's
Because
just
he ain't get beat. He didn't have to go to work at 10 years old.
so
Pay
yeah,
the fucking
and
bills
that's my
in the
good,
4th
good
grade.
friend.
So
yeah.
I would look at him and be like, you had a pretty good life.
But
It's sad that you didn't get to be with your mom. But like I said, you didn't have to pay bills at 10. You didn't get your ass beat.
But then the trauma.
You had food to eat.
He might have a whole nother trauma to
Yeah, but that's
we
what I'm
might
saying.
Be like, that's it. You know, it might not seem like nothing to us. How yours probably don't.
But
seem
that's
to
why I liked how Kevin was saying, yeah, but man, you had clothes. You had clothes.
Yeah.
You had a room to run to. Oh shit. You know, it's like if you had a room.
Look, yeah, he done blown his
Okay.
Yeah, I ran to my room.
He was
and,
like, damn, you didn't say you had a room, but wait a minute.
I slammed my door and
We gotta talk about something else. Like, we talk about people with rooms and shit. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all about perspective, man. Like,
It's crazy.
yeah,
though,
but everybody's story is.
I think it's all about letting
I said it. I think when you was
outweigh
gone
the
though, I
bads.
was like, it's good that everybody got these different kind of stories, and that people are watching. Like, shit, that's what I'm going through.
Yeah.
So
it's good to let out.
And there
good
might
out
be,
free
like,
therapy.
even though there's just 3 of us and we have 3 different stories, there might be somebody out there with a 4th story and a 5th story.
yeah,
So everybody's life is different, but just
we keep
the
saying.
choices that you make.
I can't wait till they can interact though.
Yeah.
Me and Steve be saying that shit all. I really can't wait. Like when these people can like interact and say shit while we talking, I think that's gonna change the
why these
game.
pilots are important.
That's gonna change the game because
That's
while
why
we're talking and somebody say, "Well, Steve, what do you
That's
think
when we go
about?"
live.
Then we can boom.
That's gonna be so.
That's
And
why
then I
that's
might say some
important.
shit about my upbringing. They might be like, "Oh, you know what
it's
you."
gonna be.
Yeah, that's why the
I can't
people
wait
that's
for that.
watching us and following us, when we go live, they can interact. They can
Yeah.
interact
We
with
gonna
us.
go live.
And-
Season 1, y'all. It's live.
And then
so
they're
be ready.
gonna they can bring up topics that we talked
Yeah.
about before, and then we get in discussions with them on
We shooting for next year still.
Yeah.
January,
Ride this year on out like
Yeah,
this.
because we almost September.
Maybe January.
We more than
Maybe
halfway there.
January.
Because
y'all.
we still
Work it
working
out.
our kinks out. Because every time we start the show, I'm trying to find the theme
And
song.
it's
And we still got, we gotta make
podcast
the
is
video,
building.
the actual video.
Yeah.
And they'll
The
know.
podcast is building.
Yeah, we gotta
So-
make that theme video.
Once you can get an assistant, I think we'll be
Man.
straight. But I think that's still further down the road. But
man,
once we can get an assistant,
and whoever
a
that
lot of that
assistant
shit-
is, be ready to work.
but we do need some help. But yeah,
Your
a
plate
lot of
stay
that,
full.
a lot of that technical stuff,
The plate
you can
stay
let the
full.
assistant do it. Yeah.
Hey, they gonna be doing more.
But we
than
gonna get there
technical.
though, man.
Assistant gonna be out there in the garden, and the assistant gonna be
Everything's clean
everywhere.
and shine. Everything gotta be shining.
Everything that I do,
Camera.
assistant will be there
Yeah.
doing it. But
We gonna get there, man.
yeah. So what were we at, y'all?
We
What we talking about,
we're
drivers?
talking about female
Oh.
drivers versus male drivers.
Okay, he
Now,
came
what do you
up.
mean?
He came up with that title today when he was
Oh.
in traffic.
Yeah.
And what you
right.
mean as far as the drivers, like how they drive or why do they drive? Crazy as fuck.
Both. Both.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, D, we was on the
Cause
phone.
why?
I said, Kel, we need 2 more titles. I had him blowing that
Man.
oh fucking bitch. He said no, female drivers. He came
I'ma
up with
tell
it
you.
in traffic today.
Yeah.
They always in a hurry. I don't know why, but they always in a hurry, and you always going too slow when you in traffic.
Okay, so
And I'm
that,
like,
I gave them a chance. Furry
like-
friends have to get put up.
I'm like, where the hell are you going, lady? This just happened to me coming to the last
Come on,
podcast.
keep going, keep going.
I was on the way here, and Steve, I can't go nowhere. It's like a truck. It's a car right there. You know how the car be right there and you can't pass? And it's a car over there kind of with me. And it's a girl on my ass. And
So, do you
she's
think-
almost so up on my ass in my rearview mirror like I can see her face.
So you think they drive with more emotion?
Hell yeah. And aggressive. It's aggressive, and just like I said, it's like I gotta get somewhere, get out my way. And I'm like, bitch, it's 1,000 cars right here. I can't get out your way. I don't know if it's just them. You know, we gonna work through that while we talking. But
I go through my worst experiences with black women in traffic, and it was one AMK. I was dropping you off to work. This one you worked. I ain't gonna say the company, but this chick was doing what you saying. Like she was in some type
I hate
of
that,
competition.
Kevin. They be on your ass. I was just telling Steve.
You were not going fast.
I couldn't get out. I couldn't pass either way, and it was a truck in front of me, and this girl is on my ass. And you know how to get behind you and start doing that? Like, they finna do something. And I'm like, I can't move, lady. And she's like right there on me. That shit is too scary, man.
And what got me that morning when I was taking you to work, this chick was doing all the crazy shit. We pulled up at a red light, and she pulled up at a red light, and she was doing this. She had her finger like
on
this
the slide.
I said, this bitch is throwing us the middle finger, so we rolled the window down. Yeah, we throwing gang signs and shit like. But the craziness in that is that she don't know who we was. We could have pulled the gun out and shot her in the head. Would you do that?
She was probably from Atlanta. Not that matters, but
I don't go through.
She was probably Atlanta to the bone.
Driving, yeah.
Because if she was like that,
yeah,
she ain't care who you was.
And that can't be her life because she gonna do that to the wrong person.
And you know what? But still,
did you see the woman that pulled the gun on the man and his family in the car? And
I didn't get to see that whole story. Yeah, but I seen her on the ground.
he disarmed her ass and put her down.
And he had her on. I seen that was today.
That was yesterday.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get to read the whole story.
Yeah, you never know what can happen with these
shit
people.
Shit is crazy, yeah.
Road rage is a real thing.
She gonna get out the car with the gun in her hand, and she's talking to people like, "What you gonna do?" And all this stuff with the gun in her hand. And then she left herself open.
One of these eye color too.
Left herself open. That man grabbed that gun and got the gun from her and put her ass down.
I'm glad he knew what to do.
Yeah. That shit is crazy. It is crazy.
She could have killed all kind of innocent people, man.
But like this is like I'm on a main road driving, and you know it's 2-lane traffic, and traffic's coming out from the right trying to merge with us. Okay. Now we're already going. The speed limit is 55, 60 miles per hour.
So they coming off the ramp.
Not even on the ramp. This is a side road.
Oh, okay. About to.
Yeah, instead of her, like she gonna try to inch up. You know how they do
to
that
pass
crazy
you?
shit? No, to come out.
Oh.
Like she just gonna come.
Oh, while you coming, they
we're going this way. All the traffic's already going this way. You gotta wait for opening so you can just come in. From the left off.
Oh, but she doing that inching thing.
Yeah.
So you don't know if she gonna come out or what.
So then
that shit's scary too. You don't know whether to slow down.
The stupid.
That's crazy.
Remind me, I'm not insulting women.
Let it out. This is therapy. Goddamn it.
Can't about to go in.
Talking about this driver.
Yeah.
This stupid bitch pulls out.
So she cut you
off. I'm driving. There's another car on the side of me. I have no choice but to slam on my brakes and have somebody ram me in the back because she just pulled out in front of me. All right, so I'm driving. I'm driving like this. She pulls out.
Yeah.
Now I'm going 55 miles per hour, and it's not even 20 feet. And I can't just get her over in the next lane because it's a car there.
Part about that is
slam on the brakes.
The messed up part is that if somebody jump out in front of you like that and you hit them, you're at fault.
Yeah.
That's
because the rear ending is always
no,
the driver's
that's
fault.
not your fault. No,
I'm saying according to how they do things.
No, how she was coming out, it would have been her fault because she wasn't supposed to. This traffic is going. This is flowing traffic. Yeah. You got to wait for.
Maybe if you can prove it.
No, if I would have hit her,
it'd be her fault.
If I would have hit her, it would have hit her front part, and they would have said, "Well, how did he hit the front part of your car? If you were already on the road, this traffic is moving. There's no red, no stop signs, the red light is all the way down the street.
Yeah.
You know, so she's pulling out. So I slowed down enough to let the dumbass come on out on the road. I'm blowing my horn so she can come on out and get on the road. Mm-hmm. So she came on out, and then she gonna act like it was my fault.
Yeah.
So then I was able to go around her. I goes around her, and I'm driving. Then she gonna try to speed to get back in front of me.
Wow.
Now I'm in another lane. I'm on the other side, on the right lane now.
Yeah.
And remember, we was on my road. That chick that was in that blue SUV was doing that crazy shit. We end up at a red light. Okay, she's in front of me. I say, Kev, I could have been that crazy man and just shot a gun straight through.
Back of the head.
And then we behind you getting your tag number.
Yeah.
We know your make, your model, your tag. It's just so much things that they don't think about.
She's driving.
And I'm not promoting violence, but I'm just letting them know.
Yeah, she's driving a baby in her arms.
How crazy it can be.
Man.
She got the baby now. She drives speeding slammed on brakes and everything. And then her boyfriend or whoever it was sitting on the
Damn,
on
it was
the
a
side.
But I
man in the car.
gotta say,
yes,
Oh,
people need to
God.
look at that movie called Unhinged.
yes.
They need to look. You seen that?
I don't know.
Look at. It's about
Unhinged
this
is a
lady.
good
Who's the actress in it?
I don't know.
The guy is the guy that played in Gladiator.
But he's at the light, supposed to be making the
Sounds
left
familiar,
turn. He taking too long for this impatient female. Brr, brr, brr. She blow her horn.
Not like that. She going bah, bah, bah.
He was having a bad day,
Not only a bad day, a horrible
and
day.
that bad day he fucked up her entire life.
It sounds like I've seen this.
Unhinged. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
We seen it on Amazon.
It's a
Years
good-
ago, right?
Yeah,
Probably
Years
about
ago.
5
3 or
years
4, yeah,
ago.
maybe 5 years.
I might have seen
Yeah.
it.
It's a
Everybody
good
need
movie.
to see that because you blowing your horn. You don't know what that person in that other vehicle
Yeah,
going
man.
through.
That's right. Or what it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So-
what they could do.
But if we,
Because
so if we
But see,
specifically-
earlier that day, I'm not going to ruin the movie for you, but earlier that day, he already did some crazy shit. And he, from that morning, that AM, strike one morning, from that AM, he got into traffic. And California traffic is crazy. LA traffic. So he got into traffic, and it's traffic. So the car behind him, he's thinking about what happened earlier.
It's on his mind.
Yeah, he's doing what happened earlier, and he just didn't go up a little bit. She laying on her horn because she's in a hurry.
Yeah.
So he's like, now he's focused on her because he's already focused on what he was
Yeah,
mad
that
about.
whole
Focus for real.
So then after that, he focused on
I
her.
can't remember if I seen that or
Yeah.
not, but yeah.
So that she got him to focus on her, and that was it.
Everybody need
And
to
then he
see that.
became unhinged.
Everybody need
Yeah.
to see that because that shit
That's
is
art imitating life
crazy.
again. Like I always like to say.
Now you
All
have
that
some,
shit be real, man. These movies, they just be telling you, man.
Yeah.
you have some
What be
guys
going on?
that drive like they're on their female energy, want to hurry up and zip around
Yeah.
you. And,
I was gonna say, but I see more women than
Yeah.
men though, like
Yeah.
that. When I
You
see
know
the
what I
guys
do?
like that, they're in the Chrysler 300s, they're in the Ferrari looking
Like sporty
thing,
cars.
or the Lamborghini
So they
shit.
showing off.
or
I'm
the-
expecting them to drive
or
fast,
the,
so I'm like, oh, show off ass
yeah,
dude.
all the what's those things? Those
It's one of them sports cars.
Yeah,
They just showing off
The
it.
slingshots.
no, the fast ones. The cops have them too.
Not the
The
Chrysler.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the Chargers.
It's one of those where I see guys driving like that. But I ain't never had no Charger. None of them sports cars I just named. I've never seen them on my ass
No.
going like that.
Or doing that, pulling out in front of you like that.
A dude
And they pull
is
up,
gonna
they-
get out there.
yeah.
If they want to get past you, the dude gonna get
Yeah.
past you. He don't care what you doing.
Yeah.
He gonna cut you off and do whatever. The female,
They hold
more
on
what
to
I see,
something. They
it's
hold
like a
on
little
to it.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they hold on. You can feel
Yeah.
the energy.
Yeah.
And we
And I've seen
driving
them different
on
ages.
75. Remember, this bitch hit us. She hit the corner
In the
of our
rain, it was
vehicle,
raining.
and you had it, 75 was going this way,
You can't
85
drive
was
in the
going this
rain.
way.
Mhm.
This bitch hit us and then hurried up and got on 85.
Wow.
I got right behind her
I
ass
think
and
you
got her
told me about
tagged.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was raining.
That's
She
other
knew
shot.
she hit us.
Yeah, it was
You told me
raining.
you had to go to court, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, it's a long story.
Yeah.
But you, no, I'm just trying to make sure you
Well,
told
yeah.
me already.
One of those
yeah.
N-words.
You told
again.
me.
It was some.
Because you told me it was raining.
It
I
was
remember you
some
said
end
that.
shit.
Because that's when I was coming to the shop. And
that's what made me look at women. I'm like, wait, this is a female that knows she hit us, and then she
Yeah,
hurried
hey,
up and
man.
got on 75 to
you
get
see,
on
y'all must
85.
not have been used to Atlanta yet.
Man.
Because I done been hit before at a fucking light. I was stopped, and a dude hit me, and I'm sitting here like, calling myself getting pissed off and, getting ready to dial 911. I call 911 and look up. This motherfucker gone.
Yeah.
My man done.
That happened to us too.
My man done hit.
And-
And this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
The sun is shining bright. I'm at a traffic light.
This is.
And my man was
big
like,
traffic,
boom,
Yeah.
and went back the other way. And I'm on the phone like, yeah, he just left.
We was in thick
Yeah.
traffic
That
next
happened
to.
to us twice.
Yeah, we was in thick traffic next to Six Flags, and
Yeah, I know that road.
I-20.
this bitch hit us in the back.
Uh-huh.
Changed the seat with the
No, we're in thick traffic. She came to the vehicle knocking on the window. I don't know what she wanted to talk about. I'm on the phone with the police, ignoring her. Remember, she went
Oh,
back.
after she hit you.
That's what I said. She hit
Yeah, no,
us.
but I'm saying she actually walked on I-20 to come to our car to talk.
What?
Yeah, I ain't
She didn't have license.
We need to pull over.
I heard she said she didn't
I'm
have.
calling the police.
She didn't have license, and the guy had license, so she would switch seats with him.
Mm-hmm.
And they had kids in the back
Yeah,
with
I'm
no
like, bitch, you the one that
seatbelts
hit me.
on. They put that shit in reverse.
Gone.
I-20, yeah. I'm on the phone with the police already, so we ain't got nothing to talk about. This I actually didn't hear this. What we need to do is just make our way to pull over to the side.
That's why they switch seats.
Yeah, and then we had another one.
But the cops they are no.
That was that area.
But still, it was hit and run.
No help.
Yeah, you get the tag number and the make and model of the car.
They ain't like they didn't care.
Yeah,
it's the area we was in, and then it was our skin color.
Y'all was in a bad area.
Had we been European Caucasian,
you was by Six Flags. Oh,
so
you was by Six Flags.
That was that's almost over 20 years ago.
Yeah. Dang. Had we been a different skin color, it would have been happening.
Y'all was by Six Flags. I know that road though.
Or had it been a female with big titties, and it would have been handled different. I already know. But yeah,
but
and then
remember
we was
we'll make a report.
At a stop sign in Sandy Springs at a stop sign. This was a Hispanic dude. This one I was chasing him on.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone with the police driving. They say, Mr. Osborne, don't never do that. They say, stop following him right. They say, never chase somebody that hits you. Ooh, man, we riding this shit.
You like, fuck that.
Yeah, he bumps Steve in the back and then goes around him and drive off. Steve got in the car, was in the car and just went on following.
Did you get the plates?
I got the plates.
Again, nothing happened. And that's in Sandy Springs.
Yeah.
Tag number.
And that's the unfortunate part. It's like,
if
they don't do shit, it's like, what can you do?
And that's normally what they normally do. That's the only thing they normally do. Enforce traffic laws.
Mm-hmm. And that other time we was sitting at a red light early in the morning in Canton.
Oh yeah,
we in the little nice Volkswagen. This chick in a big ass excursion. Something big.
It was a Denali, wasn't it?
That's a big truck.
We got coffee. We just in love Chick-fil-A without a coffee. You know, early in the AM we headed to work at the red light. Next thing you know, boom! Coffee in the ceiling, coffee.
I didn't even have my cup in my hand after that. I didn't know where that cup went.
That truck fucked us up. She couldn't drive away. That truck was too much for her to try to do that. So she's like, I'm so sorry, guys.
And she admitted that she was.
This is what she said. She said, I was texting. She said, I looked away for 1 second and I'm so sorry. Hang on,
she admitted it.
She get out, this open, cleavage, tight clothes.
Talking to y'all.
Police get there. He fell for everything that I just described.
He didn't even put me in an accident report.
He ain't put Kevin. They made it look like one person was in the vehicle. He didn't give her a ticket. By the time we got our attorney on the situation, the attorney said she know everything that happened. She said this was a sexy girl. The police was a man. They were racist. So we had to go back and fix all of that to let them know it was another driver. another person in the vehicle.
Yeah.
So they didn't even.
He didn't give her a fucking ticket.
That was in Canton, Georgia.
Ticket.
So what was the charge?
The attorney
if she hit you, she didn't get a ticket.
The attorney said, "I'm trying to figure out why she didn't get a ticket." But then she was
hitting somebody.
Blonde hair, boobs
The person that hit me at the traffic light was on the phone.
Wow, and they admitted that.
No, I'm so he left though. I'm just saying the guy. I seen him.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting at the light, and it's the craziest thing. Because he on the phone. I'm like, this motherfucker better not.
Yeah, I see that so much. People, I'm driving,
and he was like this.
Angry when I look over and I see somebody on their phone driving. I get so angry.
How you can drive forward and be looking down? That's the scariest shit in the world to see.
I can understand.
Because I done seen somebody, and I done seen a lady like looking down with a kid in the car in a minivan.
Yeah.
And she hit me too one time. I forgot to tell you that a lady hit me in a minivan
with a kid.
And she was looking at the phone. She had a kid in the back. She gonna try to get out the car and say, "Don't call the police. This is my dad's car. I already got a ticket before. I can't get in trouble." And I was
sorry.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you. My trunk is dented up, and I'm trying to go pick up my child from school. I'm finna be late.
Think about something.
I was already mad, but I was like, nah.
Remember that lady had a child on call. We was in that plaza, at that one big shop I used to work at off Duke Highway. We passing by in the plaza. We driving. She backed out. Boom. She had the white vehicle. This lady got out and looked at our dent. She said it looked like that been there. This was a black lady. I'm like, ma'am, you just did this. She said, no, it looked like that dent. I'm like, you just backed out and hit us.
But
she kept swinging us up and down.
Hit me, even if it was there. Bitch, you still hit the car.
And then Memorial
Are you skipping over that part?
Oh, yeah.
Kevin turning out of Walmart, making he making a right turn on the Memorial Drive out of Walmart, and they had a left lane, a straight lane, and a right lane. Mm-hmm. We making that right turn. This black lady that's supposed to go straight ahead.
She didn't cross.
She made a right turn on our right turn.
Oh. I seen that before too.
That's what she said.
I seen somebody make a right from the left lane.
Oh damn, they asking for.
I'm talking about because they missed their turn and they went from that lane, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And people had like,
but see, I
slowed
was
down.
in the turning lane. She was in the lane to go
She
straight.
was supposed to go straight. She
Wow.
turned
So
on
she turned
us.
with you.
She turned
Yeah,
with me.
on us. So I rolled the window down, and this crazy
Like, what the
bitch, I didn't hit your car. I'm like, what in the fuck world are we living in? She
And not
was
only that,
trying to get
So it
away.
was
trying to
okay
get
that she
away,
damn
So I pulls up.
almost tore y'all
I
up.
pulls up and pull up. Stephen hops out
I
the
jump
car.
out the car. I got my
drives
phone.
over,
I'm like, I'm
he
finna get this
takes
bitch
our
tag.
tag.
I'm on foot on Memorial Drive running through
Yeah.
cars
Wait, she
and
did
shit.
hit then.
Huh?
She hit you then.
She hit us.
Oh, okay, I missed that
Yeah.
part.
But the part
So
that
she
got
did
me,
hit you.
she knew she hit us and she shot out the window that she
I
didn't hit
my
us.
car.
I'm
Then-
like,
So
no.
now you telling me you can't feel that you hit a
look,
car.
we end up calling the cops. We calls the cops. She's in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
No.
She got-
They
What
always
she
try
said,
to get something.
She played this woman thing. That's why I look at women different. Oh, you know, I came here to get food for my blind
Blind
husband. He's home. I have to get. She kept telling us all this heartstring shit. I'm like, I don't need to hear this because I done been through a lot of shit before.
Then she said, oh, well, look like you can rub that out.
Yeah, she told me to get some
Oh,
soap
did?
and water. I'm
yeah,
like,
with a check, bitch.
and it's just making you more
Yeah,
angry.
right here, a check.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
there was some city cop that was driving. What was the name of it?
Avondale?
Avondale.
We
So
were in
Av-
Decatur and Avondale police came by.
Yeah, and they
Okay.
seen, and then she was admitting that she hit us, but she was saying that it looked like I can rub that
Who
out.
said? Oh,
the
Shay.
one that, yeah.
She did.
Wow.
So he's like, well, they heard that the call go through, and then they let us know that the cab police will be on the way. So I'm like, we're sitting here waiting. So we pulled off. They told us to pull off the road. There was a little opening where a teller thing was. So we pulls over there, and then she's impatient. Well, I'm gonna give you my information. She gave me her information. I'm like, well, I'm gonna make sure she gave me all the accurate stuff. So we make sure we had a tag, had her name and all that stuff. And then she's like, well, it's taking them forever to
She
get
had
here.
to go.
I have to go.
That's the first time I ever been in a situation.
So that's a
like
hit
where
and
they
run.
Gave
If
you
you're
all
not
the
waiting for the
information
cops,
that-
yeah. If you're not waiting for the cops, that's considered a hit and run. No,
So,
I don't
yeah,
care
we
what
done-
your situation is. That's a hit and run.
Atlanta
So when the
traffic
cop
is some
comes,
shit.
he gets all the information. We give him all the information. She gave us all the right stuff. But now she's denying it.
Once they called her.
Yeah, and we had the same
I
insurance
didn't hit
company.
nobody.
I don't trust
We had
women
the same
like I
insurance
used
companies,
to.
but now she's denying it.
I don't trust women like I used
Set
to.
up the whole. She set that shit up the whole time.
Yeah, I don't trust
Knowing she
women
was
like I
gonna
used
deny
to.
it.
This shit is crazy.
So yeah, women drivers are a handful.
Yeah.
They cause accidents and then they leave.
Yeah.
I've never had I had a guy.
No judgment, but a lot of y'all.
And I'm just to
Drive a
take
little.
some of the sting off of black women. Remember the lady that hit us in Snellville?
Oh yeah.
We had a light again. Boom. I look in the mirror. She look like Goldie Hawn. You know the actress.
Yeah.
Goldie? She going her steering like real low. So we get out.
I see you.
I'm so sorry. You know
And
she
then
did
the
her
cop was
whole.
there.
Yeah, she did her whole Anglo woman thing. No, whatever the amount is, I don't want the points on my license. Da 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 da.
Okay. She
This
offered
one I
money.
learned that we worked it out. She said she has her own
And
business.
the cop
she
said, since y'all gonna work it out, I'm gonna leave.
He left.
Oh, okay.
I got
I
an
didn't
address.
say get his card.
Yeah, we should have had his car still. Cause
Yeah.
that happened.
And
on
it seemed like he should have signed something saying I was here, but they
Yeah.
said they was gonna work it out, so I left.
That's what I thought too.
that
So you
happened
got
on
proof that the police said it's
Exactly.
handled.
And
But it was
nothing
thick
else.
traffic. It was thick
So
traffic.
that happened on
Yeah.
a Saturday, Sunday, what they call it the weekend. So Monday was when she wanted me to go get a quote and bring the quote to her business.
job, yeah.
And she was gonna pay me. Man, I went and got the quote. Get it later. Oh, I'm not paying this
It
much.
can't be that much.
No, you need to go get 2 more quotes. I'm not paying this. I'm like, ma'am.
But she
We
said
could've did this
whatever
the
it
other
costs.
way. Yeah.
I got it.
Man, so I learned, that's to take some of the sting off of black women. Cause I just
So we
don't
just talking
trust-
about women in
I just
general.
don't
yeah.
trust women the way I used to. But she made me go get 2 more quotes, and she looking for the cheapest quote. insurance wouldn't have been that way. If we would have just did it the regular way. Your ass got your points on your
That
license.
thing would have went through.
Yeah, so it's just
The
So
insurance
after
went
that,
through.
we don't let nobody slide with anything.
Yeah.
That shit is
If
crazy.
you hit the car, we call the cops.
That's
We
how I
gonna-
do
we gonna
every
take-
time.
Handle it that way.
Even with that lady that was like, "Don't call the cops. This is my dad's car."
Yeah.
I was
Sorry.
like, "I'm sorry,
Call
like,
the cops.
because my car is damaged, so I gotta tell my insurance company.
Yeah.
And when they
Call
say
the
what
cops.
happened, I gotta tell them you hit me. So
Yeah,
your
you gotta
dad is
just
gonna be
do it.
mad at your
It
ass."
gotta be what
Call
it's
the
gonna
cops.
be. It gotta be what
Yeah,
it's gonna
man.
be.
Yeah.
And remember one Christmas, we was going get this a long time ago when we used to celebrate Christmas. Get into this plaza, we got in the space before this Anglo chick. She gets pissed off, which we know she did it. We come back out, lipstick, FAG
On your
our
car?
window. Yeah.
Well, now that's also
That's vandalism.
vandalism,
And a hate crime.
and
And if she would have got seen
that's about
doing
3
that,
tickets, 3 crimes.
yeah, she could have got her ass whooped because you don't know who you writing lipstick
Yeah,
on that
so
car.
what if we would have came out at the same time she just finished
That
that
could have
last
got ugly.
Yeah. And this was at Atlanta?
Yes.
Atlanta, Georgia?
So, hey, I done been in Atlanta now
They
for over
crazy out
30
here.
years, and you done been here just as long. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm up
back
in-
and forth, yeah.
I'm
The
up in
stories
Marietta.
go
They a
on.
different
The
crazy.
left-
Actually, no, this was in Buckhead. Since you want to be
Oh, this the
specific,
rich
this
side.
was in Buckhead.
Oh, this is where the rich ones live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be specific.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. She got that. That's why they go off of emotion. You're supposed to take a deep breath and let that go.
How
And
do
go
you
find
feel
you a
like you
goddamn
can write
parking
on a
space.
man's car, though?
Go find you a motherfucking
You already know
parking
you don't
space.
touch a man's car.
Yeah,
That's already like everybody knows that.
that's emotion, baby.
You don't touch a man's car, you don't step on his shoes. That's like known across the board. When you write on it, that's an automatic ass whooping.
You got in your feelings
It's
over
supposed to be
losing.
automatic.
Cause I'm the
And
way
then
I
you
am
said
now.
fag on top of that?
Yeah.
We
She
have
went-
to fight.
She went in her head with her
Man.
emotion and her anger, and then let her hand in her purse to
And
get
you know what?
all that time you going. You could have been riding around finding you another parking
Yeah.
space.
Men don't do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I tell you,
Yeah, this one should be quick and short then, because basically women do this crazy
they're
shit.
work drivers.
Women drive more aggressive. They always in a hurry. Men don't do that shit.
They're
Reckless.
It's some men.
It's
Okay,
reckless as well.
I'll say some men, so we could be fair, like you do, like
Yeah.
you was.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be fair. Some men drive crazy, but they just fucking showing off.
Yeah.
yeah.
They
They're
trying to show how
reckless.
many horses they got in that engine.
Yep.
Women don't know shit about turbo or cubic
No.
feet of the engine.
Just
All they know is
yeah.
I gotta get to this hair appointment at 3.
And this motherfucker.
And it's 2:47. Get the fuck out my way. And it's like, no, bitch, you still gotta follow the rules. Like,
You gotta
if
show
you
up.
wreck, you're not gonna make it to that appointment.
Yeah.
Or pick up your child. Whatever you in a hurry to do, you know. And
Yeah,
like I
it's
learned,
an accident.
I learned this being in Atlanta since, 06?
Mhm.
Early is fucking on time. I don't care what nobody say.
Long as
Whenever you
arrive
gotta go
alive.
somewhere, early is on time. Cause you can't get to shit on time in Atlanta.
No.
If you try to get there on time, you're gonna be late.
Yep.
And I don't care if you don't want to get there because you don't want to leave at this certain time. Get there early, or you're gonna be late in Atlanta.
You
That's
learn,
that I
You
learned.
learned that here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
You
that's what
learn.
I've learned. So
Like-
I stop if some shit is at 7:30. I stop trying to leave the house at 7 because shit, that's a whole 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Nigga, you in
Sometimes
Atlanta.
gotta leave
30
at
minutes is not
5:30.
30 minutes in
When I was
Atlanta.
gotta
catching
leave
a
at
bus and
5:30.
train, I
Yeah.
know I had to be at work at 7 o'clock. You know what time I had to leave my house?
3.
No, I had to get up about 4.
And leave
Oh.
at
And leave
5.
about
You gotta
5.
give yourself about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you
About
need
2
to,
hours.
because I know
It's
another
that
guy.
way for driving sometimes too.
I know a barber that catches, the last thing he catches is a bus to get to work. And he got to leave like 2 hours because I think his license got suspended.
Mhm.
And he has to get up and like catch the bus 2 hours
You gotta
to
give
get to, and he works in Marietta.
Yeah.
But
Where,
I think
where
he
does he
did.
come from? Where does he?
I forgot, in Atlanta somewhere.
Yeah. You gotta give yourself 2 to 3 hours.
But I think he
You're
catch
fine.
a couple of buses and then he like walks the rest of the way to the barber shop. Yeah.
But yeah, we done had years and times where we done did MARTA and yeah.
I did that shit one time, man. That was scary as hell. And that's because also because my car broke down. So my car broke down downtown. I was fucked up. I had to catch a train to a bus station, to the bus station in Marietta
Oh, that transfer.
that
center?
connected to another bus that went to where I live. I didn't know my stops because I would never catch the bus. So I stopped at a goddamn Dollar Tree somewhere,
You got the low.
probably 3 miles from my house. I ain't give a shit because I was like, I'm near my house, so I'm gonna get off here. But that's when. But then I learned later on, like, I felt stupid though, because I almost felt like a damn. I don't know what I felt like a rich person or some shit. They don't know. No, that Tyler Perry movie where she was like, go to the store and buy some milk because you don't know how much shit costs because you rich.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know everything. And he went and he was like $3. But I think she asked him like, you know, how much is milk or whatever.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, when she was like,
the price
tell me how much a gallon of milk is because you don't know what's going on down here because you rich or whatever. But that's how I felt when I didn't know the bus routes.
Yeah.
Because everybody rides the damn bus. But when I was on the bus, I was like, shit, I don't even know where this shit's stopping.
Yeah.
And I live right up that road, like on this road that's going this way, and the bus stopped at this stop, and I was like, well, I don't know where else this shit go.
Yeah.
So I just got off, and I just walked. It had to be like 3 or 4 miles. Then later on, I found out it's a fucking bus stop
Right there.
right around the corner from my house, man.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I'm talking about like maybe 6 minutes. It was like right around
That's
the
how you
corner.
learn.
And to be okay
So
You gotta
Yeah.
catch the bus. You gotta catch the bus and train at least so you know in case of emergency.
So
you know
no,
how to
yeah,
use it.
and no, that's why I was telling Steve I had to do it because my car broke down.
Exactly.
So I was fucked up that day. I was downtown, didn't know where I was, and my car just stopped working. So I had to find MARTA, and then I had to figure out how MARTA worked. Because I was like, I'm going to Marietta, what do I do?
I think that's important.
And this lady was like, you got to get on this train, you got to catch it to this bus station, and then I had to connect to another bus that went to that bus.
I think that's important for every
Boy, that was a long ass day. Boy, that was about 4 or 5 hours
person
just to get home.
To catch the bus and train where any city they live in.
Yeah.
If there's a bus and train, I think you need to at least know how they would operate in case of emergency. Because when your car breaks down and you put it in the shop, you don't have no other way around. Uber is too expensive to try to catch every day going back and forth to work.
Yeah.
All right, and then it's easier for you to learn how to catch the bus and train than always have to rely on any other source.
And I think some of that comes from my upbringing. Because what I got to say, I'm thankful for that part. My mom never had a driver's license. My mama never drove. At a young age, I became acclimated with the bus. I was very familiar with the bus. And I carried that into adulthood.
And you know what? I remember my mom and me being on the bus a lot.
Yeah.
But that's because my dad was at work and he had the car.
Yeah. And
So a
everywhere
lot of places I had to go, school and everything. A lot of places
my
I
mom didn't
went.
drive either, but she walked everywhere.
Yeah.
And everywhere we lived at, we always had a mindset, okay,
walking
we
on
need
the
to be
bus.
on the bus route. Because you never know what may happen.
Yeah.
But I know some people, when their car broke down, some people actually left Atlanta because they didn't know how to function on the transit system. They went back to their home state. I'm like, just because your car broke down and you got to get on the bus, they grew up with just always having transportation and never had. I know some people that never took the bus. Like, they've never been on public bus.
Like it was beneath them.
Yeah, I know some people that
That's
like
how they
that.
came up. So
But I know some
anytime
people that actually they thought they were just too
good for it.
Too good to ride the bus. I'm not gonna run a bus and train.
So that part of my upbringing, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
Because imagine, having that, well, you always had transportation and you never was without, and then now you're grown, you don't know how to function because all of your life, no, my dad had 2 cars, my mama had a car, my big sister had a car, and then you get older and you ain't got no money to get your vehicle repaired, and you gotta get on the bus. Some people pack their shit up and go back. I'm like, nah, you ain't leaving Atlanta because your car broke down. That's some weak ass shit. Get your ass on that bus and figure it out.
I know a lot of people that will ask other people at work.
Get rides.
For rides, and they would refuse to catch the bus.
That shit is
And
crazy.
some people,
I didn't know them kind of people existed.
Yeah, man.
I did not.
And if you live long enough, you'll see it's all kinds.
Yeah, I did not know
That's
that.
gonna be crazy to me, seeing different types of people, and I'm like, wait, people. I'm like, I got some more grown.
If I can't walk,
I got some more living to
I'm
do.
catching
People
a bus.
crazy.
Yeah.
If I can't walk, I'm catching a bus and train.
Yeah.
But,
And to be
I'm not
okay
gonna
on MARTA, you need some headphones, and now we got phones. Have your movies, magazines, whatever your thing is. You have to distract yourself from all of the crazy shit that's going on MARTA. Because I think MARTA is close to like New York buses. I mean subways. There's always some crazy shit going on
Then
MARTA.
in the AM, you got the homeless people getting that man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was on there at night.
Yeah, they ride the train.
I just saw a lot of
from
singing
end
and
to
rapping.
end. Yeah, you gonna get
I saw a lot of
entertainment.
singing and rapping and shit when I was on there.
Yeah.
Like one dude was rapping like the whole time, had on a backpack, had about 1,000 different colors on. He was wearing every color in the
It's
book
a lot of
with a backpack, just rapping to himself.
yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, this is what they be talking about. They be on the
This
water
guy
crazy
walks
as
up
hell.
all the way from the back end of in this cart, all the way to the back end of the cart, walks in the middle part of the seat, boom, 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 in the seat. Then he turned around and walked. Yeah.
Damn.
Turn around and walk and sit back
left?
down.
That's all he did.
Like it's 5:45 in the AM.
Full of people.
Yeah, well that seat was empty.
Oh, I mean, but except
He's
for the rest of the
back,
bus.
Yeah, everybody was like,
Oh, and he just punched the seats and then
told
walked
us,
back.
boom, boom, boom,
The hell was
punched the
that?
hell out of the seat.
It's like no.
Something kicked in. That's what that was. One of them gummies. One of them gummies that just kicked in on that.
Pills. He popping a pill.
2019 we got here in like October, and that's when a lot of shit was going on in Lenox area. Every AM, Lenox area bus stop, 15, 16-year-olds get off the bus and throw fireworks on the train before it closed. You hear pop, 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 and everybody in the seat jumps because it's 5 o'clock in the AM.
Damn.
That's crazy.
And they're thinking gunshots.
Yeah, because Lennox started having a lot of shootings out
That
there.
shit ain't funny.
When we
man.
first got here.
Damn.
I don't miss Lennox. I ain't been to Lennox in decades. I think,
So,
to me,
yeah, it was
I ain't trying to
crazy.
downtalk Lennox, but that mall was overrated to me. It just was too fancified.
I saw Tyson Beckman walking in the Lenox Mall.
I met In Vogue in there.
For real?
Yeah, I had all three of their autographs. I don't know where it's at now, but yeah, I met Sinbad. Yeah, I told you about my Sinbad story. It was a lot of celebrities walking around in there like regular
But
people
yeah,
back then. But
yeah.
right now, I don't know how it is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were so nice, man. In Vogue, you know, they were so
Man,
nice.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's old Atlanta. But
Old
Old
Atlanta,
Atlanta.
right? Old Atlanta.
We got a video I didn't put out, but I said I miss my old land. I said I don't like this new land. I call this new land.
they just put out a song. I don't even know if y'all heard. I just heard it coming on the way here. JD and CeeLo
CeeLo Green
just put out a song
Okay.
here called Atlanta.
Wow. And we got
Kind of like a love letter to
song.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Atlanta
I just
shake
heard
me.
it today.
Atlanta shake me.
But yeah, I
can't
do
even
miss
lie.
the old Atlanta though.
Yeah,
Even though I'm
too.
not from here, I remember how it used to be because I used to still visit, even in the 90s.
Yeah,
I
they
done
was-
visited
you know,
3 or 4
it
times
had its
before I
crime.
moved here.
It had its crime rate, but it was so much better.
I didn't know much about the crime back then.
Yeah, it was
I only
so much
saw the
better.
It
fun
was a
part.
different kind of crime.
Yeah.
than
Yeah, that's
how
what I'm
it is
saying.
now.
Back then, I only remember the fun stuff.
It wasn't-
And the
yeah,
crime was
no,
kind of like, oh shit, it was a crime?
Yeah.
It was like a surprise. It ain't like now, it's like
This shit
shootings
crazy.
every day and
Yeah,
shit.
and then all these
Like back then, it was like, where the party at? You know, what's going on? What's popping off this weekend, next weekend? You know, it was all fun.
And what
back
used to
then.
get me when I moved here, they used to let you pump your gas first and then go pay.
Oh yeah,
I said,
That was-
what?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Man, I was like, damn.
You gotta live long enough to remember shit like that.
They let
Because
you-
I remember when it first went to pay first, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was mad.
That was
I had grabbed the pump and
It
stuck the
used to
thing
be
in, and it was
certain-
like
It
pay
didn't
inside.
work,
Yeah, it used to be certain
The hell?
areas that you had to pay. You had to pay first. Only
Yeah.
certain areas were like that. But now every place is like
Because
that.
when I used to live in Columbus, it was like that. It was a pump and pay. But the teller told me people used to drive off.
Yeah.
Mm.
And back then, you know, surveillance
Your
wasn't what it
camera and
was.
everything.
So you could get a tank full of gas and look around and just haul ass. It wasn't no camera.
They were more
and I'm like,
trusting. They were more trusting.
yeah, but
back
I'm
then.
like, why your dumb ass don't have a camera at a gas station? Because what if somebody steals the food?
Yeah.
You ain't got no camera, so you don't have a camera at the pumps either? That was weird to me though, even like as a consumer, because I'm like, how come you not watching me? Like I could just steal all this shit every day.
Mm-hmm.
But people was actually doing it. I guess they didn't, like you just said, I think, you know, they had more faith in people.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna steal this stuff right in front of us, but people was like, shit,
Then they
Well,
had the,
I'm about to fill up and
the
dash.
the Southern hospitality. It was like
Yeah,
it was
man.
just so much
The
love.
old
It was,
Atlanta.
it was so different.
It was
Yeah,
so
it
much
just
love
different.
there.
I think
That's
everybody
why
missed
a
the
lot
old
of
Atlanta
people-
that lived here.
That's why a lot of people in our town came here. because you was just blown away with the southern hospitality, the
It was
real
like
smiles,
it was
the genuine smiles.
I guess.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, I done been in Atlanta more than I've been from my birthplace. I've spent more of my life in Atlanta than Miami.
Yeah, same here.
So yeah, this place shaped me, man. It shaped me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And not to mention that we went away for over 10 years and came back and got right back into it.
Yeah.
It just was more brutal when we got back. Because after
we
being
been
on
so
the West
laid
Coast,
back.
man, the West Coast, we were like,
It was so late.
I remember you told me.
we got back here, bitches was like, I'm like, oh shit,
Y'all
this
was back
shit.
to the real climate.
When we got to the
climate.
West Coast, we were like, slow down. It's not,
Yeah.
It's not
People
that,
just say be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just so nice.
It took a year to get used to that.
Yeah. You
back
talking
here.
depression? I was depressed that whole first year we got back. I was depressed. I was depressed.
It was so rude.
We gonna get into that in a minute.
So rude.
I was fucking depressed.
But I was always told that about LA though, even by damn y'all know Darius McCrary,
Yeah,
because I was in a stage play with him.
Mm-hmm.
Last person that told me, he's like, man, you gotta move to LA.
Yeah,
because
it's
he was
like
talking
another-
about move. I was like, man, I got a little kid, I can't just move. But he was like, man, if you ever get a chance, move to LA.
You would be mad that
Man,
you didn't.
yeah.
That you didn't.
It is
like
so
that.
laid back.
And man, and I've always wanted to since then, even before he said something. But I've always heard like
It seems
good stuff
unreal.
about LA. Yeah, it always
seems
seemed like
unreal.
nobody really say nothing bad. They be
Yeah.
like, stay away from like South Central and shit, like the gangs. But it's like in this certain part of California, like LA and whatever, they like
Man,
you'll love it.
Yeah.
San Bernardino.
And they say everybody's the same way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like y'all said, everybody laid
It was
back.
unreal,
It's a
man.
lot of opportunity. Everybody cool.
It's just the sun when it's hot.
The
it's
weather,
Yeah,
It's
that's
hot,
the
it's
heat.
hot.
You gotta
But
be ready for that heat.
the traffic fucked up.
Yeah, but look at
My
Atlanta
sister
traffic.
did live over there. Yeah, my sister-in-law
Atlanta
did
traffic.
live over there for a minute. And she was like, the traffic was like crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But she still said, when you there, the opportunities and the people was like no other.
Oh, so laid back.
So it's like when you come to Atlanta, it's like, oh
And the bus
shit.
drivers, the buses are different.
Washington State.
Yeah, the buses are different than they are here.
Mm,
So one bus ride there can cost $25. All depends on where you're going.
okay.
You can get on the bus there and don't have any money,
And
and
they
still
let you ride.
get your transfers and everything, go everywhere you want to go.
For real.
They cool, like
Yeah.
they cool, man.
And if it's pouring down rain, you ain't got to worry about running in the rain
They
until
wait
it stop.
for you to
They
get
wait
there.
for you to get there.
We have so many Atlanta buses. They see you running.
Yeah.
they
Some
go.
wait till you get close enough, so then they just take off.
And how they do that when they see
And
you?
they
Atlanta
call
bus
and complain
drivers
about
are
them.
nasty.
Yeah, you call to complain about them. Whoever you're talking to is gonna take up for them. Well, maybe they didn't see you. Maybe you're just taking it wrong. They didn't see you.
Atlanta
maybe they on
bus
a
drivers.
schedule.
is
Yeah, all you
nasty.
got-
You
tight
gotta adhere
schedule,
to
yeah.
the schedule.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but bitch, you seen me running.
Atlanta
Am I making
bus
you that
drivers.
much
We
later?
seen
that you
a
can just
guy
wait 30
in
seconds?
Atlanta had a old African Afro-American lady run into the bus stop, and he still took off and left her.
It's
And
crazy.
see how you do
man.
that, man.
Yeah. After he seen her with bags and it's raining, he seen her run into the bus, and I know he seen her.
Yeah.
There ain't no way he didn't see her, and he just took off.
And that's why people don't want to ride the bus, though.
Yeah.
See, that's why you have them people that be like,
Yeah.
fuck that, I ain't
But
riding
see,
the bus.
and then on top
I'm
of
going
that,
home.
they're charging the same amount of money here in Atlanta, Georgia, in the South, as New York is charging in the North.
That's crazy.
Now you
And
tell
they
me,
not even 24 hours.
yeah,
here.
and
They need to be round the
make
clock.
that make sense.
That's what I said, too.
And to make that make sense,
That's what I said. How Marta cut off
yeah.
at a certain
Don't
time.
and then don't go all
what?
over the place like how New York
New
goes
York.
every part of the city.
Yeah.
Or even to New Jersey, even
Yeah.
to White Plains. You know, they just
go everywhere.
Atlanta bus just a service Atlanta. Atlanta area. It could probably go as far as now the train only goes as far as what is that
So one
Dunwoody?
go to North Springs, then one go to the airport, then you got one that goes to.
the West End.
That's not the last stop. That one for the West End goes to. I think that one leads you to the airport, right? Then you got one that ends at Martin Luther King, and you got one that ends on Bankhead. So they open some new routes, but yeah, it still need to be bigger.
But they don't go that far.
Yeah, it's still in the metro area, so they need to push it to like where you can just take
a train should
You
go
mean
all
like
the way to Canton.
to Marietta.
Yeah.
to Marietta. Yeah,
to Marietta.
because even for
But
Marietta,
that way I can come here on the train.
on the train.
I ain't got to
Because like
drive
for
all the
Marietta,
time.
you gotta go.
That
to,
would be perfect. Yeah, if it was like a train to go from Marietta to here,
Yeah.
or at least a stop.
You
You
gotta
know,
catch a bus.
You gotta go to Art Center and you gotta take that bus, that number 10 bus.
yeah.
It goes from
And see,
Art
that would be
Center
good
to
for like somebody like me, especially
Yeah.
like if I worked here too.
Mm-hmm.
I just catch a bus and a train
But
here
then
every
that's
day
the
and
crazy
bus
thing about
back.
how that works. There's a lot of those buses cut off early.
Yeah.
But you know, Cobb County got better because they used to not run on Sundays.
And then
But
like what
since
was
we got
CCT?
back, they on Sunday. That's
Gwinnett.
Cobb County, CCT,
Oh.
Cobb County Transit.
Yeah.
And Gwinnett got better too because they run on Sunday.
But they do stop at a certain time.
I
But
think
that
they
barber
need
I
to
told you about,
go around.
he has to leave work at a certain
That's right,
time
yeah.
because the last
They
bus.
messing up people money because
Yeah.
they'll
And I
make
think-
more money.
And some
Yeah,
days
this
you
is
gotta leave early.
2025.
Yeah. The
So
company will
imagine
make
how that
more
was
money if they did longer.
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2020, I mean, 2000. Then they were still charging the exact same amount as New York's charging.
That's great.
But what I gotta say about the taxi, because you said Uber was more, so I'm thankful for Uber because remember the days when you used to take taxis and you sitting there looking at that meter.
Oh, yeah.
I like Uber because they let you know up front what you
One
paying.
fee,
And the
yeah.
No
taxi
matter
make
how
us ride
goddamn
slow.
long that driver take to get you there, this what your
Yeah.
fee is. 'Cause
Taxis drove slow on
they used
purpose.
to do that on purpose. You look at that
Taxis will
like,
take them extra turns.
yeah, you sitting in
They'll
your
take
seat
that
like,
left and he'll be like, dude, you could have went straight.
and that meter just tick.
Yeah, he taking that
Like,
extra
goddamn,
left.
this $24 already.
He going the speed limit and shit.
Yeah.
You like, man, you could go a little faster.
But you see that shit came back and bit them in the ass
Hell
because they
yeah.
got competition.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that happened.
Uber
I used
said, I'll
to
take
hate
you wherever
that.
you gotta go. $30. He'd be like, that's it.
Shit, sometimes it be less.
We I'm saying whatever like the price is
Yeah,
though, it's
yeah.
set.
Yeah.
And you get to do the
Once you
stops
Uber,
in
it's like
between.
$20-$30. That's it, you
Yeah.
know?
That's it. It's
Yeah, and then you can stop. You can be
Yeah.
like, stop at the store and then take me home, you
Shit
know?
is crazy, but yeah, I'm so
Then
happy
they charge
for
you
that.
for waiting.
Yeah, but taxi cab get there and you in your house still gathering stuff. That meter ticking. So
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't stand that.
Because it don't
man.
stop, yeah.
Yeah.
I could not.
I
Stand
rode
it.
in a taxi in, Vegas? Yeah, that shit do be like that because you be
Yeah.
looking like, how far are we away? And you looking at the meter. Damn, it's $20
Then you start
already.
counting. Okay,
We
maybe
ain't
it's
even
gonna
got
be
there yet.
$24. Yeah.
Man,
But yeah, when you said Uber, I had thought about that. So yeah,
but yeah.
because you know Wishman
So,
kind of drive Uber too.
Male versus female driving.
Yeah, we done already
Females
said.
are the worst drivers.
They
Females,
drive
impatient.
no judgment,
Too much
but y'all
emotion.
drive crazy.
Take your deep breath and woosah.
And fellas, y'all can slow down too though. In them, what you said, in them 300s, and them Chargers and
Yeah.
300s. You know, we know they go fast, so you
Well,
know,
yeah, females are.
you ain't gotta fly past my Nissan
They
and shit all the
They
time.
can't
but-
say nothing about the Asians. Talking about racists, they can't say anything about the Asians.
yeah.
Females got
Okay.
that hand down.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I just
So,
think it's the
next
patience
topic.
and the emotions for them.
Yeah.
So we had
All right, y'all.
depression.
You
Going
checking
out.
them all?
Uh,
You checking them all?
well, we only got 4 here. I ain't got to check
So
them
how
out.
many we did already?
We did. Well, we did 2, but one of them fell in line with.
Yeah, kind of 3.
Yeah. So we on the discussion on the battle of depression, dealing with depression in the now.
Let's try to make it through this.
Yeah, just trying to see where.
Without cutting my hair off.
Depression.
How do you deal with it today?
I think, like I said, I think I was saying that too. A lot of us already have problems from stems all the way back to slavery.
Oh
From
yeah.
our great grandfathers and our great grandmothers that's been passed down from them not even having
Yeah.
any therapy. And then
So
when
you would say depression is genetic?
I don't know if it's genetic. I know it's in
Ingrained
or-
It's like it's in,
or imprinted.
I think it's imprinted
something.
in us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of
we're-
like a
we're-
code to shit.
Yeah.
Like it just gets
Hereditary.
passed down.
We're kind of brought up with some kind of depression. And
Because
like
if you want to talk about how our dads were, maybe they were depressed. And maybe that came from their
and
dad
then there's a
never
lot of
talking to them about
situations- There's a
feelings.
lot of situations that's depressing. That like I said, I came up when segregation was just only just minus years, just on a handful of years
Yeah.
out
like
of
over.
segregation. Segregation
Yeah.
was over 69. I was born in 64, so I was right there before. I was born before it was even.
Yeah.
A
Did you
thing.
experience any of it though?
You was in the
At
shit.
5? Because you was only up to
Yeah,
5 years old.
I remember.
No,
walking
because you
on
did
the-
say y'all had to go around the back for the ice cream.
That was
so
in
was
south, that was when we moved south. But when I used to walk
Okay.
with my mother places, I remember Anglos.
Fountain?
No, I don't remember seeing any black fountains. But I remember hearing Anglos, big, burly Anglo men yelling and screaming at my mother. That's what made me have. I used to take forks and. I mean, I had an ice pick one time, and my mom saw it because I used to like how they had the wooden.
Yeah.
My mother took it from me, so I take a fork and said, I'm not gonna let nobody, walk up on my mother and it's big.
Yelling what?
Yeah, racist shit,
Oh,
like
nigga.
nigga and all this kind of
What
stuff.
you doing over here, nigga?
All kind of stuff, and then I'm like, I
Okay.
said, why are they so mad at you? They're all mad at us, and she was like, it's just a color of our skin. They don't even
They
know
the
us.
ones with the problem.
Yeah, they don't even know us, and then I'm like.
See,
I was a child. I didn't know what was going on.
you talk about lucky.
I'm saying like.
I don't know nothing about that.
I'm
shit.
thinking about because I know how my dad was at home.
What?
What?
Yeah, he said he don't know nothing about that.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying you talk about lucky.
But you done lived in all them different
I'm
countries.
just feeling that because you talking about being lucky. Like I've never had to go through that shit.
Then when we
I'm
moved.
talking about what you doing over here because you black.
Yeah.
Man.
Not only that, that's in the north. So then,
Yeah.
mind you, there was still other. It was like how they said black on black crime. There was a lot of that kind of stuff going on because when after Malcolm X got assassinated, our neighborhood went crazy. I'm a child. I'm probably 4 years old, 4.5 years old. I wake up in the middle of the night. There's a man standing there holding a knife to my oldest brother's neck.
What?
African American. Robbing my mother and my father.
What?
And that's
On
it.
the
He
bus.
was bold. I ain't trying to promote violence, but
No.
remember they said we always did the crime in our own
In
area.
our
Why
own
he
area.
ain't go to another
yeah.
area? So that
Robbing
showed he
us,
was a
robbing my
coward.
family. And I'm standing crying and scared because he's got my brother. He's there holding a knife to my brother's neck. Then, then after that, years later, and I'm looking at TV and stuff, I see Sam Cooke died in the airplane crash. There's a lot of stuff I remember bits and pieces of coming up that were then like the neighborhoods were always going crazy. And then like the guy that was selling drugs in New York at that time that Denzel Washington portrayed.
Oh yeah, Lucas.
Oh,
Yeah, Frank.
American Gangster.
American
Frank
Gangster?
Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a family member that was deceased because of him. Yeah.
Oh.
My cousins, the one that I don't want to say too much because I don't know if her kids know about it. I would hate them to find out about it by watching this podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of family stuff that I heard about coming up. But there was a lot of stuff like when we moved from the south, we moved from the north to the south. There was a lot of stuff we went through with like just like I told you one time I rode my bike to get money from my great aunt to get our license stuff turned on.
Mm-hmm.
These kids was gonna destroy our bikes.
Mm-hmm.
I comes out there and I fights them until my brother comes and my friends that was with us, and we get away from them. We ride on, completely ride on to my aunt's house, do some work around my aunt's house, get some money. We're coming back, and this Anglos and a Firebird that was the top car back then. This Firebird, and he's trying to run us over. It was because that clay, that sand, that beach looking sand that was all over the place, that red clay sand. He got into that, and it stopped him from. He couldn't hardly move in that. And our bikes was hard to go through it, but we pedaled through it. He couldn't make it through there in his car. He had to back up and go out. That's the only thing that saved me and my brother. Yeah, my brother pulled right in front of me. Cause he was coming straight at me, and my brother pulled right and put himself in front of me in that car, and because he had hit the gas so hard, it buried and put his car into that red clay.
Yeah.
And he had to back up to get out of it, and then it just kept going. But he would have hit me with no problem.
If he hadn't hit that gas,
Yeah, if he wouldn't have
he
hit
got
that.
stuck through his
So-
own ignorance and shit.
With the depression that came about from all of the different traumas and bad life experiences, do y'all think that as people, we should find a medication that can fix that, or should we have an escape?
I don't think nobody should depend on any medication.
I don't think
that,
so
that's
either.
Oh, you know,
that's-
I've been talking about
all
that
that's
shit.
gonna
Because some
do-
people
Before
think
this
that's
topic.
the only
only
way.
thing that's gonna do is gonna cause another problem in your life. It's gonna
Yeah.
be it's
And
gonna be
another health illness.
dependent.
You're gonna develop an illness
And every
from the drug.
I'm about to say every drug that they ever have, there's a side effect to it. And
And some people think that's the way. They think, oh, I need to go get my medication.
wanna medicate you with
what
everything.
Was that well, she had all these different medications, and she was still effed up.
Yeah.
She has, But I think if
I brought
people
that
can create an escape, like with us being artists, I think our escape from depression is into our art.
whatever.
You got some people
you
like
gotta
to do
find an outlet.
landscaping,
You
I
gotta
try to
find
make
some
it
type of
crossword
outlet.
puzzles.
Music.
Yeah.
Really helps
I
me.
think you gotta talk it out.
Meditation.
And it's good to talk. Yeah, it's good to
Yeah.
talk it out with other people. It's good to express yourself through something positive. That's the only thing you gotta do. You gotta focus on.
Find a niche.
You gotta focus something on positive
Find
to
some
get
good
rid of it.
talkers.
Because that's what it
Yeah.
is. It's a negative energy, and you gotta get rid of it.
Gardening.
No, I was gonna say finding good talkers can be depressive in itself because everybody don't know how to effectively talk. Because just to add to what you're saying, finding somebody to talk to, they gotta know how to fucking talk though. Don't just say, get over it. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
Pray about it. If
all
I
those-
hear that shit one more time, and I'm not trying to be
That's-
That
anti,
is the truth.
I'm not trying to be anti whatever, but stop telling me to just pray about shit.
You
That's
can't
not
pray.
helping my depression.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
It's
pray
not
everything.
gonna fix
No, you
it.
can't pray everything on
That's
that.
what we
Yeah.
said about when they say leave it in God's hands.
Yeah.
You can't,
You can't pray
That's
everything.
surface talk.
But in talking
That's
about
surface
depression,
level.
like you can't just come at nobody with no, basic cliche things to say. So yeah, find somebody to talk to, but effectively, somebody that can effectively talk and communicate. That's already like a skill in itself. But it'll be somebody like how your grandma was, or like how my mom is. Thankfully, I still have somebody alive that I know I can talk to. Without judgment.
Yeah, 'cause
And she's been through it,
what you
almost
saying-
70. She almost 70, so she's been through a lot of shit, and she can just talk to me, usually through anything.
No, well, I was gonna say what you saying. The people that just tell you to pray about that surface level talk. Like,
Yeah.
you need somebody to pull a shovel out.
Because they don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Just
They need to
don't
just
talk
shut
to
the
me.
hell
If you
up.
don't know what to say, then just don't
say
even.
shit.
Just be like, dog, I don't know what to
Yeah.
tell you. Which I respect those people too that be like, shit, I don't know what to tell you, dog.
You need to
At
have-
least they out the picture. Now
you
let
need
me
to-
find somebody that
You need
can
to
talk.
find somebody that also have been through some of the things
that'll
you've
help.
been through.
That helps.
So they know exactly what you're talking about. You know
Yeah.
exactly what you're going through, and can help you get out of that.
Yeah. And then
If
see, in my
somebody that
instance, mom is perfect.
Yeah. And
Because my
somebody
mom
that
done been
don't-
through all
shit,
kind of
been
shit.
through-
She already know what I'm
Not
depressed
unless
about
you
when I
lived through some of
say
the things
I
you're
don't feel
depressed
good.
about.
Huh?
She lived with you through some of the things you're depressed
Exactly.
about. So
So she'll already know, but this the cool thing about now with my mom, we didn't have the capability to have the dialogue back then. Now I'm older, she's older. Now we could talk about the shit like colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be like, Mom, I'm depressed, and she like, what's the problem? I think she already know in the back of her mind everything I'm finna say. Because even when I talk about like my current situation, like in my life, what's going on, she'll be like, yeah, this how I was with your dad, this how you was at home. So she already kind of know like how to talk to me now. So it's cool that we can have that dialogue now with each other. But silver lining, I gotta always remember what you be saying about that, Steve. But it just sucked that we couldn't have that communication more like as I was growing up. But everybody grows, I think, even the parents. Because we said even the parents ain't perfect.
Yeah.
And because it's no
And most
being
of
a
the time,
parent, I know that now. Being a
most of the
parent,
time,
it ain't
with-
no guide
with
for
good
that
parents, they grow with their children.
shit. Yeah.
Because as their children grow and learn, and they also help their parents learn things through them. That's what's
Yeah.
going on. As they get older, they learn things from their kids. Oh, well, They wasn't like that when I was growing up. This is, you know, so they kind of trade back and forth. That's how a good household runs.
And I joke about how they are with my son, because you know how I tell you they spoil his ass to death, and I'm like, God damn, I couldn't even. I had to beg for a $3 wallet when I was coming up, and now my son getting video games and gift cards. I'm like, damn, mama, I couldn't even get this raggedy wallet out of Kmart. You know,
Kmart.
But it was a different time.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta. You know, sometimes I gotta remember
Kmart
it was a different time when I was a kid versus now. But still, it's a grandchild, and we all know it's worldwide. Grandchild gets spoiled to death before anybody. So it's like, so I understand that part. I just be fucking around a lot of times, joking like that. But still, you know, we able to talk more now. Like I said, through any kind of depression that I might have.
But everybody suffer depression and they get depressed over certain different things than everybody else.
And they hit you different times for different reasons. So let me ask you this. So we say that medications is not the best way to defeat depression.
No.
So would you say smoking marijuana will fall under the medications of not doing it? Do you say smoking marijuana can help a person with depression? Because that's still like a medication too.
But I think that's the most natural way to do it.
I think it can
marijuana helps.
And we talked before about as long as you don't abuse it.
Yeah.
And almost with anything, and I'm kind of hesitant to say anything, but especially with weed, it's like, or marijuana, is like, if you don't abuse it, I think it could be helpful. And the reason why I was hesitant to say anything is because it's like, even with the pills and all that other shit that they prescribe people, it's like, you don't know how much you have to take to get whatever feeling you're trying to feel. The doctor might say take one every 4 hours, but then if you don't think that's good enough, you're going to pop an extra one. But now, you're fucked up. And of course, everybody loves euphoria, because we're human. So everybody likes that feeling of euphoria. So now we just stay in a perpetual state of fucked up. Then it say, if you drink with it, it might intensify it. Oh, shit. So now you popping a drink, because shit, I can get higher than this. So you throwing the drink.
Now you're creating another drug.
But now you're making another drug, and now you're creating another feeling. Now you're addicted to this new feeling. So now I'm not just chilling or feeling good and I don't feel the pain. The pain, I couldn't feel my pain 2 fucking hours ago. Now I'm just high.
Oh, some other stuff.
Now I'm just fucked up, and I like this shit. I like being high, so I'm gonna keep on.
Then you got some people.
You can't do that with weed.
Some people try to eat their way through depression.
And then they get obese
So
and cause all kinds of health problems.
And know what's funny with me? When I get deeper into my depression, I eat less. I don't really have no appetite. When I get real into my depression, I don't
look
really
for them comfort foods.
When you mentioned earlier about meditating, like I think that people meditate, exercise, and walking, they do something more positive, they get a better...
I think walking is tight.
All that helps. Exercise.
All that helps with depression. Because I remember when I was young and I didn't know what I was going through at the time, like kind of to myself now, I was saying to myself then, I was depressed and I started running. And that took on a part of my, that helped me out a lot of my younger years. I took off running.
When you exercise, you create them endorphins.
I got to the point where I was running almost every day. I would run further. Until I got up to 30 miles. I would run 15 miles out and 15 miles back.
Yeah, you get to sort your mind out. And them walks,
and
you
not
get
only
to talk.
that,
If you by
fresh
yourself,
air
you talk
and
to
you be
yourself.
more healthier too.
When I got mad, years ago when I was younger, when I got mad, I could walk for hours and not even feel it. It was therapeutic. That walk, I could walk like to a whole nother part of town.
While you're
and
walking,
be like, damn, and now I gotta walk back. It's gonna get dark in a minute. I gotta walk like 4 hours.
You're talking to yourself. You're thinking it out. You're thinking all your problems.
You gotta walk today.
And you'll come out with
And I've been doing that for years though, man.
Yeah.
Like whenever I got like super mad, I used to just go walk, and but that's when it was safer to walk too.
Yeah.
See, now it's fucked up. I'm in Marietta. I don't know where to walk for hours. Cause where I stay at, I'm like,
find a park.
I can't walk nowhere. Like where I live.
I would say find a school that that's not around no hood, find a
with
nice
track.
school and just walk around that
Yeah.
track.
And we call ourselves walking with my dad like around the block. This
You
asshole.
can't make it
Try
around
to
the
talk
block.
to everybody.
This asshole.
No.
No, he get to somewhere where he just want to sit on his walker and we on the block, on the corner.
We hadn't even
looking
completed
crazy.
just one lap.
I'm like,
I'm like, I don't know where we at.
I don't
No,
do this.
just one lap
Cause
around
people
here. We
passing
can't-
by looking like,
Yeah,
what
we
the
can't even
fuck?
complete one lap around from
He was
walk
doing that
down
on
here, walk down that
purpose.
street, and walk around the corner, come back.
Yeah.
One
He
circle.
was throwing his
We
stuff
walking,
in
he
somewhere.
just take it because the walker got like a seat in it.
Oh,
He
yeah, I know
just
that
sitting
walker.
there. I'm like, it is dark out here. We looking kind of suspicious.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm like, I can't walk with his ass.
He just didn't
But it
want-
happened
for
all
one,
the
he
time.
didn't want to walk. For one,
You got-
And that's what I was finna
And
say.
then
He was
he
trying to
wasn't-
tell you I don't want to walk no more.
he's not
That
even
shit
really
crazy.
doing that. I mean, that's for you. You're the one.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
really,
stroke.
yeah, we needed to walk too, but we was out there accompanying
Yeah.
him. So yeah.
But definitely more so for him.
Yeah,
I
That's
mean,
why I
if you
kept
in a
saying-
walker, you really need to walk.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
why I kept telling
I'm like,
you,
shit.
like,
I'm
we need
helping
to
like
walk.
you in the garden and
Yeah, we need
You
to walk
lifting
by
up
ourselves. Let him
heavy
walk
shit
by
every
himself.
day.
Yeah, 'cause he was on some
'Cause
crazy
he wasn't.
shit.
He wasn't.
I'm
trying.
not finna
Yeah.
stay, and we on the block for a while, and I'm being modest. I'm looking like,
And then
you
we're
know,
in the
time
corner.
going by. We need to
Yeah,
get
we're
off
in
this
the
block.
corner of somebody's house.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah.
is crazy.
They're like looking at
Yeah,
us
looking
like, why are they
suspicious.
just standing around
I
the
could
corner?
not stand when he did that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I can't.
now, you ever talked about if he was depressed? I don't
Maybe
know if you
he
ever mentioned that to me.
was. Maybe he was.
When you talk, like, did you ever have talks with him?
No. Well, he.
Because I wonder if
It's
he
a
would have
long
opened
story
up.
with him. He's real gamey up here,
Oh,
but
okay.
he's
Now,
the
I just
type of
wonder if he ever would have
person.
opened up before.
Cause you know what happened. Okay, let me tell you the type of person is. Cause my good friend in Miami had asked me something like that. He like, oh, Steve, maybe he might be depressed. So if you bring that topic to him, he's gonna fall under the line of everything that a depressed person represents. I've seen him do this in doctors' offices where they might say, well, maybe you this and that. He'll fall under that and act it out. He's an actor. So if you sit to him and talk about it, he's gonna take it on and then he's
Damn.
gonna carry it out, and that's gonna add another load to you. Like, damn, so he depressed.
But how you gonna fix that?
And then he said he got mental. He got all this stuff that he claimed. I think he's a hypochondriac. Like he just
yeah.
creates shit and he act it out. So
Yeah.
what I started doing, because I told you once, I learned how you are. I get in my head. I say, you know what? I think you're a very intelligent man. I say you got strong willpower. I say you're intelligent. I start speaking good stuff into him. He start acting it out. He's an actor.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Mm.
But so yeah, whether the depression is there or not, I don't know. But I do know if you bring that to him, he'll take it on and act like that's what's going on. It's just, So I'm like, I can't talk to him about money.
But then he's older too, though, so he might be like my dad and like don't even admit depression.
Yeah, that's
He
like
might
if
just
you
be
come
like,
to
people
me.
be pissing me off.
Yeah, if you come
No,
to me
he's
and say,
depressed.
Steve, do you have a cold? Then next thing you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I've got a
I think I
sniffle.
do.
That's how he is.
I have been feeling sick lately.
Right.
I just saw your ass
Just
on.
say,
I just saw your ass on live yesterday at the park. Nigga.
Look like-
You was running with running down the damn street with Lola and shit.
So that's how he is, because I've seen him in doctor's office and then he'll brag when we leave about, I told you. Like he say, you got to act certain ways to get certain things. And it's sad that there's a lot of older people doing that. And we had to think about that with the disabilities and stuff, how they play on that. They wear that badge.
Because you got to pass, man, I was just talking to myself about this shit the other day. It don't really have nothing to do with depression, but I'm going to hit on it real quick because you got to go through so many different tests and different shit to be considered disabled or ADHD and all that shit. And I think, a lot of people be in there like putting on, and I've actually heard some people say, you got to go in there and play crazy.
He put on.
So they'll write down, okay, he's this and that, and that's how a lot of people get
And the
these checks
crazy
that they
thing
got.
about that, though, is that, like, especially with veterans, they defrauding the government. I mean, they're frauding. Is it defrauding or fraud?
Fraud.
Let me see what defrauding means, y'all. I don't want to
Shit, it
be
could
wrong.
be defraud.
Well, I
too.
feel like I want to use the word defrauding. But
It
yeah.
could be defraud too, because like I said, a lot of them be playing. They'll play crazy,
Yeah, someone like.
and it made me mad because
Illegally obtain money from someone by deception. So yeah, they
Defraud,
defrauding the government. Like, yeah, because he bragged about this. Like, he'd be like, oh son, this one lady in Florida, I went in her office and he said he just wiped everything off her desk. He said, you'll see. I said, I'm going to tell you. I said,
I never would have thought of that.
And he brags and laughs about it. He said, oh, wait till you hear them read my record. I don't cooperate. And he's just bragging and laughing like a child. I said, if you do any of that here, I'm leaving you where you stand at. Like, I'm not finna stay in no office and you know.
See, that's how I know I'm not crazy.
That's a spoiled child.
That's a fucking brat.
Yeah,
a grown old ass brat.
I couldn't even pretend to do none of that shit.
And it's gonna come back on him. It's gonna come back on him.
Yeah.
You don't do no shit like that.
He gonna pretend with the wrong person.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably gonna be his ex-wife.
And he need the help that he
Cause she
really
know
need. Yeah, the
She
help
know
that
that
he
shit
really
up.
need.
Hey, you just gave me a bunch of flashes.
He gonna try to pretend. She gonna be like, nah, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with
She
you.
gonna hit palms.
Get your ass back in there.
Yeah. But yeah, she
Man.
know. Yeah, you just made me think about a lot of things really
I have to
fast.
clean up some shit.
But
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So yeah, I wouldn't never
depression.
discuss depression with him because he got
Yeah.
He'll take that on. Then
I
he'll
think-
use that bad. Well, son, you know I'm depressed. Like how you said somebody said about the stroke. Like yeah, that's how he is. So yeah, I had to keep some of that stuff on minimal. But yeah, somebody had
Definitely talking it out though, man, because it ain't really much. I mean, y'all could try to expound on it, but it ain't really much else you can do with depression these days except talk it out and what we just said.
Yeah, I
you know?
think you have
it ain't
to-
really
Yeah,
no
I
trick. It ain't no
really think,
secret
yeah.
to it.
But I think
It ain't no
the
quick
worst
cure.
thing that somebody can do is get on medication.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
worst because
yeah.
you might be depressed now. You get on that medication, you'll be depressed and sick.
With something else.
Yeah, you're gonna be depressed and sick.
To
and then-
me, I think the best way is create that escape. Whatever the thing is in this world that you like the most, get lost in it. You know, if you like to make clothing or write songs or go skating or
Like a hobby.
get lost in your hobbies and it'll take
Some
your mind
kind of
off
hobby.
depression. And if you stay consistent with it, you might not even know that you're not depressed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been so occupied. It's about preoccupying yourself.
But get into yourself more, because I think that's one thing that would also, because you gotta build yourself up to get you out of that.
Yeah.
So you gotta either work on yourself or walking.
Yeah, you got to get to
That's
know
what
you.
I'm going through.
Yeah, you gotta walk,
You exactly right.
talk to yourself, talk it out.
Because that's
Find
what's
out
helped
what it
me,
is,
like
yeah.
inner growth.
Yep.
And
Not growing from somebody else.
Yeah.
You can't feel better only by somebody else telling you to feel better or what somebody else says. You gotta feel it, like really feel it for yourself. It's that inner growth that you gotta have.
And that's, because going back to like what he said with like, even with people, because you got a lot of gay people that are depressed because they're in denial. So it's like you said, when you get into yourself, that's just one of the forms of depression that you know. Yeah, it's just, it goes a lot of different ways. It goes a lot of different ways. But you gotta be in tune with you. So yeah, I agree with you on that. We gotta know ourselves.
And that could be difficult, and that
We
might be a
gotta know
whole nother
ourselves.
story.
And then
like
there's
how to
nothing
do that.
wrong with what they call self
Or evaluation. Or,
not evaluation. You're getting close, but it's
Self-analyze.
not self-analyzation.
Analyzation?
Almost those two things, but self-criticism.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can criticize yourself to a certain extent. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people, I think that's where the depression comes in. They just beat themselves the hell up. They beat themselves up
You
more
gotta
than the
be
world
perfect.
do.
Yeah.
And then they get depressed. And then, you're
Yeah.
already feeling that way. So why
And then
don't...
it's you doing it to
Yeah.
yourself.
And that's the mental part. That's
Like,
where...
who said you had to be perfect?
Yeah.
Did nobody
Nobody's
say that?
perfect.
That's
Yeah.
you that's
Yeah.
saying that.
Nobody's
Like,
perfect. Yeah.
get out of your head,
That's
how
what-
they say.
You gotta keep saying
Get
that.
out of your own head, right.
Nobody's perfect on this planet. Nobody's perfect. Even Jesus himself wasn't perfect.
You know? And I think I made a remark on that PSA that I made, that video that I put up, talking about how people ain't perfect, that everybody that's like, looks good and dressy and all that don't mean that life is good. You know, it's like, it's kind of like that, you know, like.
And yeah, I'm sad for the people that strive to make it look like everything in their life is good. That's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
When you know it's something wrong, but you polishing everything and making everything shiny for appearance.
And they be the main ones with the
I
biggest
feel
problems.
sad for those type of people because I know of people like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. If you talk to them, everything in their life is perfect.
I don't know what pushed me to make
like
that little video, but I was like, no, I think it's when you told me about our views and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it was like, it was all, we was talking about something else, but no, Steve was telling me how many views we were getting, like, on the show. And I had just made a little clip, and I was like, I'm grateful for everybody that's watching this shit and subscribing, because y'all are changing our lives. And it's like, you don't know how much that helps. And you might think we got it going on because we got a show and do music and all that, but it's like, I might be more fucked up than you are.
Yeah.
You just can't see it, and a lot of people are like that. A lot of
sharing
people
our
put on the
thoughts,
shiny clothes and the jewelry.
Sharing our thoughts, sharing our lives, and discussing it amongst each other and to the camera here, people hearing us. I think that's helping other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
They know that they're not the only ones that's going through all this terrible stuff in life. Everybody needs some support. Like that's all it's about. Building support, building a strong support system. Everybody needs that support. Everybody needs that encouragement, and everybody needs somebody to help them get through hard times.
That was one of our first episodes was about support.
Yeah, and nobody on this planet don't have some type of problem going on that they might not say this and that because everybody's different.
That was part of my
Everybody
point
express
too.
themselves different.
You don't know what anybody's going through, and they might not show it,
Yeah.
But just because they don't show their pain, don't mean they're not going through it.
Everybody's just different with how they deal with it.
And that's why I said, millionaires, celebrities, they all go through the same shit. We looking at them like they perfect, but that's us doing that to ourselves. They never said they was perfect. They just being themselves. They just happen to have money, but they still go through a lot of fucked up shit too.
They say more money,
all
more problems.
all we see is the money, and it's like, oh, I wish I was them.
Yeah.
And then they looking like, no, you don't. You don't want to be me. And then you looking like, why not? Shit, you rich, you on TV, you got money, you got cars. But then that's like, you need to look back at yourself and try to figure out why you think that's all you need to be happy. Because it took a long time, and I don't know if it was even a long time, but it took me a minute to realize, like, that material shit, that ain't gonna make you happy. You gotta have a real passion, and that's another reason I made that video too. It's like, you gotta have a real passion for this shit, because I even said on that video, I don't do this shit just for money. I'd still be doing this shit. It's a bonus that we will make money from this shit, but I still would be doing it though when there's no money. That's passion. You gotta have a passion for shit. Money's gonna come, and if you listening to these guys that's out here rich, that's smart with their shit, they gonna tell you the same thing. Money gonna come. Focus on you and your passion. Get your shit down packed and really be one with what you doing. Worry about the money later. That's how your money gonna multiply and shit. So that's how I try to live now, and it's hard though, I ain't gonna lie, cause I used to be like, where the fuck the money at? I need to get paid, I got bills, bitch on my back, I need some money like now. But then it's like, that's a whole nother stressor. Cause you stressing about money for what?
Yeah.
You either getting the money or stressing about money.
Yeah.
So which one would you rather do? I'd rather fucking get it. So let me stop stressing and get to the money. But how do I get to the money? I gotta work on me and get my craft built and work on my craft, and then the money is gonna zoop.
Cause you was stressed about keeping it too once you got it. So
Yeah.
that's a third stress.
Yeah, and see, that's kind of a stressor now when I don't even really got no money, trying to hold on to that last damn dollar. But then it's like, you want to pay this, you want to pay that.
You have to get some training with spending.
Yeah, which is what I told y'all my mom regrets never teaching me.
Yeah.
She was like, I never taught you and your sister about money management, retirement.
You
All they
hear a
was
lot
focused on was education.
You hear
Make it
a
through
lot
school,
of people
graduate.
that they say when they first made their first $1 million, they lost it because they overspend and yeah. So
I like hearing shit like that.
You gotta have a grip on spending. You gotta have a grip on finances.
Yeah.
And if you don't, that's where you're gonna start losing, and then you're gonna be stressing for some more stuff.
See,
I
I'm a
think,
type of-
like, if you think about Kanye West, how he went from billionaire to non-billionaire, I think something inside you not the same no more.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, because they said Jay-Z is a billionaire, so imagine that he's not a billionaire no more. Imagine Tyler Perry. I think they're gonna be mentally. I don't think they're gonna be.
I couldn't imagine that.
They're not gonna be good up here. If you step down from being a billionaire, I think something. So I think having too much money might be scary. I don't know.
Something happened.
I don't know.
But I know I'm a tightwad. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for that first $1 million.
Me too.
Because I'm
yeah.
cheap as fuck. I'm saying this on camera. Y'all can bring it back up. Y'all can bring it back up if y'all want to. When I make my first $1 million, I'm not going broke ever again.
Do you think you want to be a billionaire?
Ever. I'll take it.
I'll take it too, though.
But I'm just saying. I'm saying once I make that first $1 million, I'm not going broke again. I'm holding myself accountable. That's why I'm saying this shit on video. I'm gonna be responsible with my money, and I'm gonna make that shit grow. I done been through too much. We all have, man. We done been through too much shit. This man done worked since he was 9 fucking years old, which is ridiculous.
Child labor.
I can't even imagine that shit, man. I'm in the
child labor.
I'm in the 4th grade. I ain't got no fucking job. My job is to eat. That was my whole job. But this man paying bills, and I'm eating Pop-Tarts and shit. So I'm like, no. My first $1 million, whatever it is, that's it. You know, that's why I made that video too, because I'm like, I seen what was gonna happen as a result of this podcast and our music and all that shit. When that money start coming in, man, I'm gonna be the first one to act a fool. Cause that's gonna be a blessing that I've been fucking waiting on for so many years. Ain't never losing it. I ain't never gonna lose it.
Yeah, 2026 gonna be.
Long as I'm still here, as long as don't nothing happen to me, you know, God forbid, I ain't in the hospital and shit and can't do nothing. But I mean, as long as I'm able and I can perform, money ain't going nowhere, man. So you know, I try not to rush it, and you know, that's tying that in with the depression. I try not to rush success or anything by thinking, you know, I should have been in a certain place so far, and I'm still trying to do shit and I ain't made it yet. That can really depress you too, but it's like, I also hold myself accountable and use that self-criticism that you just said, and I ask myself, okay, D, were you doing everything that you could do to be successful 5 or 10 years ago? Were you really nose to the ground doing what you could do? And the answer is no, I wasn't. I could have been doing way more. I was nowhere near what I'm doing now 10 years ago. And that's why I ain't fucking made it yet. And I could tell myself that. I know I ain't make it yet because I ain't put in the work. Too worried about everybody else, too worried about pleasing females and pleasing other people and not working on myself. That's where the success come from. I didn't work on myself. I was letting other people let me know if I was ready or not. I'm looking at everybody else.
Other people.
Yeah, and I'm looking at everybody else like, am I ready? And they're like, no, you ain't ready yet. So then I'm like, okay, I ain't ready.
Distractions with other people.
So whenever somebody say you good, then it's like, okay, they said I'm good, so now I'm good. That's the wrong fucking way to live. That's depressive. That's a depressive person.
That's
in
what
action.
family. That's what family can be a negative in your life when you're headed somewhere and then people see your focus on heading somewhere, and then they try to throw a wrench in there by giving you a sob so they know your heart. They try to give you a sob story, or you see them struggling and you want to try to help them out, and you curve yourself to try to help that person and focus on them, and then things happen. Next thing you know, you're in a predicament where somebody lose life, and you're this person now is really, they're hurting and whatnot. You're trying to focus on helping them, and you get them kind of like so they can prop themselves up, and they depended on you, but you don't really know it because you didn't help them so much that they depended on you now. And
it's normal now.
Yeah, and then you do all the paperwork to helping them out with doing stuff, and the next thing you know, now they're standing on their feet, and then they make it sound like all your hard work and diligence that you done, that somebody else did that, oh
shit, that sounded like you a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about. But I'm just
I think we live and learn, and some things you don't let happen to you anymore.
But I'm talking about the first person.
Oh, with Uncle.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first person.
That's another story.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And that was the 2 year.
Yeah.
I mean, we was
It
headed
taught
here.
me though that
We was headed here where we at now.
money definitely changes people.
Yeah.
And
What
for the
I'm saying, the
worse.
size.
Oh yeah.
Like
The size of a person's heart tells you the person what that person is. So I already know this was destined to happen. I know, I know the money is already on it's coming. It's on the way coming.
we done planted too many good seeds
Yeah.
not to prosper.
Yeah.
Like
But
I
it's like
bullshit
what
you
took
not,
us
like,
so
for real.
long was that we had to find out, we had to get rid of the other burdens and dead weight that
Oh yeah.
Life had
attached
to
to us.
sift through and
Yeah.
filter out certain people.
Yeah.
Because if
Y'all-
you got the wrong people around you when you hit it big, they're gonna conform to how
Oh,
they
yeah.
need to
And not
be.
only that, they're gonna be your downfall because they
In the long
already
run.
was negative
They
in
fake
your
it,
life.
yeah.
And then
So what happened, and we realized that we needed to see people for who they truly are, and we seen that shit like you would not believe. Because them same people, had we not seen them and say you hit $1 million in your account, they gonna shape shift. Like, okay, well, I need to be this way. Like Kel say, somewhere down the line, they don't like you, but they doing that because they know you got money. So yeah, we got a lot of people sifted out the way, and like you said, I'm ready for that bill. I'm ready for that billion. I take it and handle it well. I'm gonna change. I already know that. I'm not gonna be one of the people. I'm gonna stay. Money changes people, but I just, I pray that I change for the
Because
better.
I just think you can waste it, and to me, I'm
I
such
already
a
know.
tightwad. I don't think I would like.
But I already know I'm not
lose
gonna
it.
waste any money. I know there's organizations that I would love to see come out of this to help people. But there's also organizations that's already current that I would like to participate
You
in.
can just donate to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would like
help
to
out.
participate.
Like
in.
help whatchamacallit, Omar get his school going.
Oh, no.
You got some-
I'm not falling in that.
No, you know what? It's a
A
new
school?
video. They said he about to sell the school, so I was like, no,
Oh.
because he got. I think we told you about him. No, yeah, we
Not,
did.
not
tell you
building a
about him.
school.
Oh man, no, he had the school.
It's been over 10 years.
People that gave money. I'm gonna send you a link.
It's been
man.
over 10 years.
People have been
people
donating
getting-
money to
He
him
had over
forever, and the school never
$800,000.
opened. It never
And the
opened.
school still
No,
not
wait.
Now they say he about to sell it. It was supposed to be an all boys
I heard
school.
about some shit happening like that with
It's called the Frederick Douglass.
the rapper
Marcus Garvey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard a similar story to that with man, who the guy that found Lady Gaga?
You talking about not the Neptune boy?
No, black African guy.
Akon?
I can't remember. Akon.
Oh, yeah?
He was supposed to be building a school or some kind of
In Africa.
facility in Africa, but it was like it's been going on for over 5 years, and I think he got like 10 million or something to
And
build it.
donations?
Yeah,
Wow.
he got like a certain amount of million, but it never finished getting
Well,
built,
I've
so
heard
then they
good
scrapped
things.
it.
I heard good things about him.
Yeah, like he done did a lot of good
He
stuff, but he was
has,
trying to like,
candles or something for
Water
people to have
and
free
also
electricity.
water.
Yeah.
but he was
Also
trying to
water
build
in some country,
either a
this
school
country.
or a city. I think he was trying to build his own city in Africa, and all he needed was 10 million for the whole infrastructure, but it never came about. And so people was like, all the money just got wasted because for some reason he couldn't finish it. But he got like a bunch of money from people to
Wow.
make it. But I want to say it was a city. I can't remember now. It was something big though. It was something big like over in
Well,
Africa.
I haven't
He was
heard
trying to build like a whole.
the
neighborhood.
stories that we're hearing with this guy. I didn't hear anything like that. I only heard good things with him
Yeah, with
that he actually done.
And the crazy
Yeah.
twist about it, we told you about Hidden Colors.
Yeah.
Tariq Nasheed had Umar Johnson in Hidden Colors.
The very first
And I'm
one.
talking about he's speaking so intellectual and
What?
just giving. That's my first introduction to him ever.
That's how I even found
And
out
I
who he
looked
was.
him up, and yeah, he's a
called-
power speaker, but he pushes that agenda for women empowerment.
Yeah.
He called every woman a queen, and just
Oh,
just
yeah.
But yeah, I seen this AM that they said he's trying to sell the school now after all these people that been giving their
I
hard
didn't
earned
know
money
that.
for all of these years. And some of the kids that were promised to go to that school, they grown ass people now.
Damn.
And the school is there, but it never been open. They say he's been using that money.
And then he said
for
that it's been
personal use.
vandalized.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It
But
was
what
so
messed
bad.
me up now, he said he finna start an OnlyFans. So thank you.
Umar.
But he said he's speaking about what, business and stuff like that. So I thought that was sexual.
Ain't nobody gonna
you
buy
gave
that
the same
shit.
reaction that we
Man.
gave.
OnlyFans is
OnlyFans.
sexual,
And he
man.
said the membership, they say to be a member, you gotta pay $111 a month for membership fee.
It's supposed to be $5.
Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Man, let me see the list of people that sign up for that shit.
It's wild.
Cause that's
yeah.
what we need to rob.
When you
Well,
said
he
something about
already-
helping, that popped in my head.
He already had started
Not a
dinner
OnlyFans.
thing with him.
Yeah, he's had
For
something where
women.
women can go on a date for him. I forgot how much they had to pay, but
Was it
yeah,
$500?
I'm not sure. But
Queens
yeah.
only.
It's crazy.
Only the black queens.
It's crazy.
And it was putting down the men.
Yeah.
Saying that he was putting down the men, saying that you know that. No, he was saying that they know that.
Oh yeah,
women want to want him.
Yeah.
They want to be with him, and you know, and they have to be good with that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that was
But
so,
yeah, when you said something about donating to people causes, something he popped.
I'm not gonna just donate to any whim thing that comes up.
But yeah,
I'm like,
well, that's how we gonna keep our money though.
I don't want to name the places that I want to participate with, but once that time come around, that's when you know.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, you know, we ain't gonna lose our riches. We gonna be smart with our shit. So that's why I said that first million, I'm not gonna lose like the rest of these dummies did. Cause first of all, I ain't even that type of person that like to go out and splurge like that. Cause I can't even think of like what I would be doing like with that much money. But I know it's gonna be some trips involved. It's probably gonna be some simple shit.
It's definitely gonna be trips.
I just want to travel somewhere and chill, and that don't take millions of dollars. Cause you can go to goddamn Europe. You know, I mess around and go to Europe, you know, for a week or two, and just hit up London and Italy and France, and bring my ass back home. That's, I don't know how much that is, but it ain't no damn, it ain't no $20,000. So shit, I'll do something like that, and that's life right there for me. Cause the rest of the time, shit, my ass gonna be at work, making more money, you know, and making sure my family's straight. You know, the ones that deserve to be straight. Yeah, I said it. Goddamn it. The ones that deserve to be straight gonna be straight, and they already know D Jones gonna take care of it. You know, whoever took care of me, I'm gonna take care of them. So you know, that's just how it's gonna be. You know, I don't want no brand new, you know, nigga I ain't never met before.
What's up, cousin?
Popping up, man. I went to school with you. No.
Cousin Pete.
Cause when I was struggling, you know, couldn't even get you to subscribe to my damn podcast. What the hell? All you had to do was hit subscribe. Like, nah. Now you want some money? But nah, man, I'm messing around, but shit.
No, but yeah, I speak the goodness into existence.
I see it though, you
know. I speak it into existence, and it's gonna be there.
As long as we work hard.
It's already there. We just gotta keep walking into it.
Tying back into the depression, you know, that helps too. But I think that's what you were saying though. Like if you latch on to something that you really believe in with your heart, like a hobby or something like that, you know.
Yeah,
delve into it.
Crossword puzzle. It could be just so many things, you know. Just
whatever your thing is.
Solitaire.
Turn the negative into a positive.
Yeah, solitaire.
And that's why I said it ain't no quick cure. It ain't no, you know, straightforward answer to curing. I don't even know if you can cure it, but just helping with depression, because everybody's situation is different. You know,
and
mine's different from yours, so it's
everybody
like
goes through depression.
With mine, you know, music might just help me get through depression, but with somebody else, they might be like, I need to shoot up. I need to do something else. I can't do nothing else. And it's like, no, it's something you can do.
Yeah, you gotta find the positive.
Without drugs.
Yeah, you gotta do a positive, find a positive.
Because that's temporary, you know?
Yeah, a positive outlet.
And for anybody that done did a lot of drugs, they already know. You know, it's temporary. Them drugs gonna make you feel good for a moment.
And then they gonna go away.
That's not gonna fix depression though.
Yeah.
Depression is a way bigger issue. So if we talking about real true depression, you gotta work that from the inside. And we've all said it's the only thing you can do is work on you, focus on something positive, and like really, you know, give it your all, you know? Talk to somebody. I mean, I don't know what else we done said, you know, because I try to take in some of this shit too, to use it for myself. And I know just talking, being real about the shit that you're depressed about helps.
That's right.
You know, don't be depressed about some surface fake shit. You know, I'm depressed, you know, because the Cowboys lost the Super Bowl or some shit.
Funny
I can't think of that.
Cowboys, because you know who that. Yeah.
I can't think of that, but I'm just saying, you know, just be
No.
real about what you're depressed about. You know, not some bullshit.
You said the Cowboys, so there's one.
That's my dad's team.
Okay, there's one female we know. She goes through depression, and Cowboys is her team. So
Oh yeah, that's my dad's team.
I'm talking about she's on multiple medications.
And see, that can happen though.
And with
people that's like serious about that shit. Like when their team lose, they get mad and drink and like they could get really sad about that shit. But I'm like, dude, you talking about football, man.
With her medication,
Come on,
she
man.
drink and smoke weed and cigarettes.
And do other
she
stuff.
don't like.
So when her team lose,
man,
she crashed.
She is cowboyed out. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
Man. That's my
drink
dad's shit,
moonshine.
though, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, moonshine.
But that was
That's
funny. You mentioned
180
Right,
proof.
Yeah.
That's that proof shit.
And be there spitting up the next AM.
Yeah, man.
I'm
And
like,
it wasn't but 2 years older than me, but she looked like she was 70 years old.
call me. She said, "Call me auntie." I'm
And you
like,
know what?
damn.
My parents are 70 and look like us.
That's good.
That was crazy.
What's his name? The studio
Oh, shit,
that you told us
my
about.
mom probably looked 50.
That guy look good for his age. Dave 71.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you he an older cat. And I don't never tell people his age, but I just be like, he an older cat.
And that's
But
the
he's
thing.
still real. He's active and like, he be engaged still. He ain't like an old dude like, you
Like
know,
my
nah,
dad-
I don't do that. You
Cause
know,
my
I don't
dad's
do that.
70 years old. He look like he fucking 85. Like,
And you see how Dave was popping around and
Your
laughing and
uncle's
talking
like
and shit.
80 something and move around much better.
my uncle in his
And-
80s move around better than my dad.
And hang out,
Yeah,
talk
I
with
He
was
us.
moves like Dave.
And
Yeah.
talk with us. Talk
And
with us.
he-
And
Like,
Dave be chasing the dog.
He's here.
Come here, girl, get up.
Yeah.
Like 70 years old, and you still bending over that fast. But then there's some people that's like 70, 60 or 70 that's like already,
That's him, yeah.
yeah.
you know,
I just think that's
can't hardly bend over.
I
That's
think
crazy.
they're cursed because a lot of the stories that I've heard from that, they cursed, and that's how this.
Yeah, man. But the depression is real though,
It
man.
is.
And the craziest thing I heard, I'm kind of getting off
But
the
there's a
topic.
way out. There's always a way out.
Yeah.
Of things. You can't knock yourself for self-healing, because whatever you need, mostly all of that is in you. You already know.
Yeah.
You know what's going to get you depressed.
That's why I
you know.
said be real.
Yeah.
Be real about what's depressing you. But I think the hardest part is like not being ashamed about it, because we just so I can't think of another word besides superficial, but you know,
Shallow.
we as humans are so superficial, we don't even want to tell people that we depressed, so we'd rather pretend that we all right,
Everything okay.
and that's how they gonna treat you,
Yeah.
like you all right, and then you in the corner, goddamn, trying not to strangle yourself, you know, and they just going on about their life.
Yeah.
Everybody walking around happy, they think you happy, and then in your twisted mind, you're thinking, they should know something's wrong with me. How come ain't nobody checking on me? You said you was good.
It was okay. Yeah. That's crazy.
Who's gonna keep checking on somebody that's good? I'm not. You know, unless it's a child, you know, I'm gonna just pry a little bit, because even with my own kids, you know, they always say they good, but sometimes with a child, you gotta pry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, well, what happened at school? You doing good at school? You talking to girls? What's going on? And then some shit might bubble up. So with a kid, you can't never just trust. No, I'm good.
Mm.
Everything's good. Like, but with an adult, it's like, dude, we too old. If I call Steve and be like, what's going on? He's like, shit, on top of the world, man. Everything good. I ain't gonna talk to him no more till tomorrow.
Because everything seems, yeah.
You know? And then see him tomorrow and he'd be like, man, I almost cut my hair off because these bitches been. Well, you didn't tell me that shit yesterday, nigga. You said you was good, like we could have talked, like, you know, don't lie about this shit, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Be honest with yourself too about what's depressing you, you know. If you depressed, and because I had to go through all that shit, you know, that's why it's still fresh in me, because I had to stop waiting on other people to make me feel better, because that was part of my depression. Like, I can't wait for somebody else to be like, okay, it's gonna be all right. You know, that coddling shit, you know, you gonna be all right. Like my mom would have did. Ain't no more moms, you know. Once you grown, especially 50, nigga, once you grown and out the house and 50, ain't no more mama patting you on the back. So it's like, you know, you gotta figure out what's really wrong with you after that. Now you can still talk to mom. Like I said, I still talk to my mom now, but she'll still tell me, you know, I sent you some of the messages she sent me. You know, you gotta move forward. Keep pushing forward. Find the right people to be in your life. And, you know, she just dropped gems now. She don't coddle me and be like, it's gonna be okay. She's like, gotta keep pushing. Move forward, you know. You a smart person. You can do it. But I'm still here if you need to talk. I'm here, you know, if you need to talk, but, you know, what my mom said, you know, so keep moving forward.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And that's what you tell somebody that's depressed, you know. Work on your shit. Keep moving forward. Be honest about, you know, what's going on with your depression and work on it. And whatever that means. And that's the hardest part is like, when I say work on it, that's the hardest part because we can't tell nobody what to do to work on their depression. You know, we gave a bunch of examples, but we don't know if that shit gonna work. We don't know if therapy gonna work. We don't know if meditation gonna work.
Don't tell them to pray about it at all.
Yeah, and we know.
Yeah,
I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. We know prayer ain't gonna fucking work because you just, please God help me with being.
Right.
How that's gonna fix you?
Right.
Please God, just fix this. Come on, man.
Then they gonna wake up like they God fix me.
Yeah, it's like, and then if you don't fix it, then what? Now you gotta be mad.
Yeah. It ain't no God.
Now
you
know.
Me depressed.
Yeah, now you're gonna be talking about God. Now you're gonna. I'm atheist now. I just became an atheist today because, man, come on, man.
God didn't
That's
come
when you gotta
through for me.
focus on yourself.
I left it in His hands and He didn't come
Yeah.
out.
You gotta try to figure out where it is that you're feeling vulnerable at, or you're feeling lost at, and try to get yourself out of that.
Yeah, Christian's gonna cuss us out tomorrow.
Hey, it is what that Christian got to respect everybody's belief.
That's
Like
what I
everybody
said.
respect them being
Same
a Christian.
shit I said.
Yeah.
And walking.
Yeah, the other little stuff. The other little stuff helps.
Yeah.
Exercise.
I like the whole walking idea for real.
Yeah.
And meditating.
'Cause movement-
All that goes together. Because when you're meditating, you're telling yourself positive things.
Yeah. And I've
That's
heard
what-
that
that's
from
what you gotta
clinics
do
too.
with- that's
Like
what
I've
you gotta
heard
do
that
with-
from
when
different
you're
places.
meditating.
Yeah.
You gotta think of a certain sound and just meditate, telling yourself positive, giving yourself positive thoughts.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes
Gotta
I
keep
think you
doing
just gotta cry. Just cry.
That help too.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think
You're
as
holding
people,
on
we
to so
bottle
much.
stuff
Yeah,
up.
you're holding on to so
And it's like,
much
I'm a
stuff.
man. I
If
think
it
we
help.
need to cry. You need to, look
I've
at
had a
yourself
couple
in the
of-
mirror and just cry.
I done had a couple of good, like, mini breakthroughs after a cry. It wasn't like a big old boohoo cry,
It's
but it was
something
like I
about
got a couple
crying.
of tears come down, and then I was like,
Biggest man
I'm
in
gonna be
my
all
life,
right. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna be
about
grandfather,
crying.
my grandfather cried. He's the biggest man the strongest man I know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he cried. So I don't have a problem with shedding
Because
tears.
we got tear ducts for a reason.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
produce, because some people say, oh man, I'm supposed to cry. And no,
That's somebody that don't know a real man.
that's some old
Because
fashioned.
that's human. You're human.
I don't remember seeing my
Yeah.
dad cry ever.
Yeah, he's just holding in a lot of stuff.
So that was, and that it could have been depression, could have been a whole lot of stuff. So, yeah.
I didn't see my father cry. I didn't see my dad cry.
Yeah.
I didn't see my brother cry. So those are strongest people in my life.
And my kids, they've seen my ass break down. I've seen them break down. So it's like, you know, but that goes to that generational curse that we talked about that I'm breaking. And my mom said the same thing. She was like, yeah, you done broke it with your kids because, you know, when you was coming up, it was a different time. Like she said, everything was, what
It'd be a
it said,
cycle. You want to let the cycle keep going around
I forgot.
with the
I forgot the damn word she said it was back then.
And yeah, that's that generational
The
curse.
word she said everybody was back then.
yeah, it was
Hyper-masculine.
masculinity.
Yeah, yeah. She said everybody was like that back then, but now it's like, you know, you got to be in touch with your feelings now. It's a whole different time, you know. That's how you get through depression. You got to be in touch with your feelings, know what you really feel, and be honest about the shit. Don't be ashamed, and talk about it. And on a side note,
Stomach growling.
do those other things. Meditation, exercise.
You hungry?
Time for you to eat food.
No, that's when your stomach growls, it's food being digested.
Oh, you already ate. Oh.
No, a lot of people
Yeah,
think that when
man.
they hear their stomach growling, you're hungry. But
Oh,
your food actually is just getting digested when you hear your stomach growling.
Usually I think I'd be hungry when I hear mine.
No.
I think it's
Everybody-
different sounds
I don't
when
know.
you get that.
Yeah.
Because it's an empty
Unless
sound.
mine is
and then
digested from hours ago.
It's a movement sound, and then
Yeah.
it's the empty sound. Like the early in the AM, if you ain't eating nothing, you get it like a cry kind of sound.
But it's not a growl though.
No, it's like a.
So you might be right. The growl is probably just the digestion.
It's like.
But the hunger, the hunger might be
a disposal sound.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's grinding it all up.
Yeah, man.
But depression is nothing to laugh about, and like I said, everybody goes through it. It's just like getting out of it.
And nothing to be ashamed of.
And nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, and you definitely want to have help. You don't want to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to act like everything's all right. You want to share it with somebody.
And that's
but share it with the right people. Share it with people that care about you.
Yeah.
Share it with people that's experienced some of the same things that you are going through or been through.
Like I said, who can articulate that shit back to you?
That's right.
Because you don't want to talk to nobody. If you talk to somebody
You
who's giving you 2 and 3 word answers, you know, pray about it. You'll be alright. Like that type of shit. Like,
you want to leave those people alone because they only thing gonna do is make you mad and make it worse.
And the reason why I'm coming to you is because I'm not alright. So stop saying that and stop saying pray because I already tried that.
They got you depressed and violent because you
it's
slap
like,
the shit out of them.
And you try to tell them you want to talk, but that's why I said when they say that, they just telling you that they don't know how to talk.
Yeah.
And it's whether or not it's their fault, it's whatever. They don't know how to talk. You just got to find somebody else that you can talk to. So if that's got to be a parent, grandparent, you know, and usually it could be an OG though, somebody older than you.
Yeah.
And that could be another thing too. Like don't talk to nobody like, you know, no young ass.
You don't always have to be a family member.
Yeah.
Because you might find
somebody older gonna have more experience.
Yeah, and that care.
So they could really help. Yeah. So you
care.
can really find an older person that done been through some shit.
Yeah.
And they probably done been depressed and got over it 20 years ago. So they know all about being depressed. So, and all kinds, you know, people dying, losing your job, you know, people shit done lost limbs. And all kind of shit. Now, you know, imagine how they feel. Like, imagine the people that done lost their arms and legs. That's a depression.
There's always another.
Like, how you talk through that shit?
There's always somebody going through something.
Yeah, it's like, how do you talk somebody through that shit, though? That ain't got no legs. But they still, you see them. I seen a dude at the store in a motor thing with no legs, chilling. Yeah. So I'm like, shit.
Yeah, you might be like, damn, my problems ain't so bad.
You know? And I'm like, damn, it must be fucked up to not have no legs. And he just out there getting a haircut. Yeah, can you take a little bit off the side? He at the barbershop with no legs.
And you have those that you see on the side of the road with the cups and all that kind of stuff too.
So they gave you think? No,
they're actually drugged out or something. You know, there's people that have no limbs that's doing regular stuff. They got jobs.
That's what I said. My man at the barbershop, man, he trying to get fresh. With no legs.
So,
Oh yeah, y'all. Another therapy for depression is dancing.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I don't dance no more. Like I was a dancing ass.
Because
I think we all used to.
Once you grow up, you got.
I'm gonna stop dancing.
That's what's fucked up.
Because we don't go out though. Because the clubs suck.
Dancing.
Yeah, not only that, that's
the
America.
Club, unless it's an older club. Now, if you go to one of these like, it's not called a Southern Soul Club, but you know what I'm talking about. One of them clubs that's like 50 and up. You'll dance there.
I'm gonna tell you.
But you gotta go there though. But it's not a lot of them. It's like a few
Look at the clubs in UK.
Shout out, since you said UK, shout out to Linda Valenci. She's one of our subscribers. She lives in London. She dances at home.
For real?
I'm gonna send you a link. She play 50 Cent. This is an Anglo. She be like, go. She dances at home. She got her channel is filled with her just dancing at home. Just
that's all her shorts.
Yeah.
Is dancing.
Linda Valenci. What's up, Linda?
What's going on,
She did up us a lot of comments.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, anytime you see a purple heart under comment, that's her.
That's her.
Yeah. But she plays different ethnic music and she dances at home, and I'm gonna start dancing because I used to dance my ass off.
See, because here in America we work, and every other country knows that we work ourselves to the bone.
So you ain't gotta be at a club. You can. Dance wherever you at.
Yeah. Any other country,
we can start dancing right now.
As we do. As many hours as we do.
And I'm glad you said that because I also hate that I'm asleep when I die shit. And I hate that I'm a rest when I die shit. I'm like, nah, dog. That's like, and we got a lot of people saying that dumb shit. It's like, no, I'm gonna rest when I'm tired.
You gonna die from something.
Exactly.
That's why you're smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. So it's like, no. So and that's the mindset that they try to brainwash you with. You sleep when you die, and if not, you're somehow lazy, or you're not as efficient if you're not always working. And it's like, dog, when you're tired though, and driving like I do, and like I had to come to that realization because like I be driving for a living, and sometimes I don't feel like doing shit, and I don't want to drive, and I get these eyeballs, looking in my direction, and I be like, fuck you looking at? I'm finna go watch TV. Shit, I'm tired. Like, I know I got bills, but my ass is tired. Yeah. So fuck them bills for right now, or I'm gonna crash out there.
Yeah.
That's
right. So it's like you got to lay down. It's a whole different
mindset when you're behind the wheel of that car.
Yeah.
Dealing with these crazy people in my
And that's another reason why I don't want to do that shit no more, and why this is gonna blow up, and I know it's gonna be successful, and that's why I'm gonna act a fool when this shit blow up. Because when I stop door dashing, I'm gonna be a goddamn maniac. I'm trying to tell you. When I could stop doing that shit and do something regular, especially do what I love, and my passion, man, I'm gonna be a damn fool, man. Because I'm working my ass off out here, and be getting looked at crazy sometimes, like
So this is one of Linda's videos right here.
Keep working.
I got the music turned down, but that's her, and she has videos where she's just dancing.
Oh, damn. Is this the bedroom?
That she be in different areas, I don't think
I was gonna say that was the living room, but it was a bed.
It's inspirational because she dances. Like, I want to start back dancing, and y'all gonna see me dancing and don't laugh at me because I don't care how I look.
What's she dancing to? Do you know?
Let me tell you.
Oh, you don't know what song it is?
I didn't want to play it on the thing.
I haven't seen her before.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just wondering what she dancing to. Like, it looked like it's something fast though, so.
But sometimes she play 50 Cent.
80s.
She be dancing to 50 Cent, but she dances at home and I'm looking at your video, Linda.
What's up, Linda? You got some moves on you. I see you.
But she's one of our subscribers, man. I'm very appreciative.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's
when
exciting,
you
man.
say UK, I'm like, yeah.
No, that was Kev, man.
Yeah, you said okay. I'm sorry.
So let's wrap it up with depression.
Find you an outlet and don't be ashamed of it.
Talk to somebody
medication.
about it. Yeah, try not to use no medication.
Unless you smoke weed. No, I'm kidding. But
it's from the earth. But anyway, no, that's a whole nother story.
But no, for real, I would say the outlet, because that helps me.
Talk about it. Don't be ashamed.
Don't be ashamed. That's right. Nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody to go through.
That's how you're gonna get through it. Accept it and talk about it. That's the only way to get through it.
Find somebody real.
You gotta find somebody else that go through depression. Don't talk to like a regular person, whatever that is.
And then find somebody.
And that could be a thing though.
Yeah.
Do they have to have gone through depression, or could they just be an older cat that can guide you?
I think if they've gone through it,
it would help though.
Yeah, because they
it'd help if they've been through it. Because I'm just wondering, like, what if you talk to somebody that hasn't gone through depression, but they got the mental to just talk to you? I don't know.
They can talk to you. They can talk to you, but
they don't know firsthand. Still.
Yeah, I think it's better if you found somebody that experienced something that you're pretty much saying the same thing, because they can help you get out of it. Because
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Like I said, everybody's different. So they just tell you, this is what helped me.
Because that was their depression.
This is what helped me.
It's going to be you. Yeah.
That's why I said that the best thing to do, I think, was natural for every human being, because our bodies are machines, and our bodies help us heal ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When you exercise, you're setting off endorphins. Exercising,
that's a fact.
Walking, talking to yourself, because you have that other voice in your head that help you navigate you throughout your whole life. So when you're talking to yourself, you're talking to that second person in your head as well.
Mm-hmm. So
meditating, all of that's going to work together. You're working on your mind and your body. So you got doing all those things. Then what you take it in, you can't take in processed foods. You can't take in vegetables from the grocery store. You got to go to the farmer's market. To the farmer to get real fresh fruit and vegetables. Cleanse your body. Even if you have to go through a cleansing where you fast. Go through that fasting to cleanse yourself. got to do everything that you can just think of to get everything back on track.
Yeah.
And I think you can come back stronger and you come up back better. And then
That's
you're
a
gonna
good
know
point.
if it ever happen again, I did this and got myself out of this.
That's a good point, Kev, because I forgot to mention, like, food can play a big part in
Big
how
part.
you feel, too.
Yeah, because you think about how
And
all
I
this,
realized that myself, like, it's certain foods that you can eat
Yeah.
that can attribute to depression, too,
Yeah.
because it just attributes to the downside of your feelings.
Yeah.
So that fresh food and that fresher
it's
stuff
lifting you up.
is promoting, like,
Yeah.
healthier being, so then you got, like, happier feelings. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that food is big, too, man.
Yeah, it really is.
But you're talking to a lot of deaf ears about the food, because a lot of people, especially in the poor areas, they
Yeah.
eat bullshit. They
Farmers
eat
market is
fast
cheap
food,
enough.
junk food.
Farmers market is cheap enough for everybody.
Yeah.
You just the same amount of money you spend on junk food in a grocery store, you can go to a farmers market and get the same fruit and vegetables, but better.
But yeah, man.
I'm gonna try more time this
Yeah.
time. Because
So-
y'all
so
usually be
everyone out
waiting
there
for me.
Oh, yeah.
suffering
Y'all
through
be waiting,
depression,
I'll be fumbling.
We don't be waiting. Look,
Yeah.
you know,
Everybody out
Kev,
there
talk.
who's suffering through depression, you're not alone.
No,
Find
sir.
somebody else that knows what you're going through
I'm
and
still
experiences
going
what
through
you're
it.
going through and can
Check
help
that.
you talk about it and talk it out and get through it.
Yeah,
But
what he
it's
said.
all health, all healing comes from yourself. You can heal yourself through meditation, exercise, and believing in who you are.
That's right.
What he said.
That's right.
I got some things on my mind. Let me talk till I'm free. Mental therapy, whatever you want to call it. There's been some things bothering me. I gotta break free. Time for me to finish what I started. I got my heart in it. Standing on 2 feet, 10 toes deep. Baby steps coming through, stuck at heart. Whoever your God, whatever your beliefs, lifestyles retreat. This is the place where we all meet. We're talking freedom. You best believe it. Energy from the stars, we receive it. Advice, some words ain't always nice. It's just make a statement. Praying, saying, chiming, vibrant frequency high. Spirit contact, emotional climax. Forgiving, not forgetting, divine energy. Balance within, no past, need. Pull out a check, come on, let's chat for a minute. I'm here.
Well, you know what? All you got to do is look at the phone.
What did you call me? Call me at 5:40.
It ain't cool.
He got here like 5 minutes. I was shocked when we started talking. I was shocked for about 24 hours.
And that's different from a lot of songs.
I don't know how we gonna get it shorter than that. Unless we talk faster.
Cut out stuff. This shows you the drive we have for
I said that last week. Last week, it didn't seem like
Yeah, we just started talking and it just goes straight to conversation.
Yeah. He was there. I think I did last time. No. It didn't at first until I went outside. Then I started sneezing. And that's when Kevin started coughing. Remember you was hacking?
No, I was like,
Before I left, he was like,
that was
you
something
did
else.
something in the yard. I was like, oh shit.
I go through that at work. All
Oh.
that dust.
Oh, I
that
thought you
falls
had breathed in the smoke too. Cause I think it made my nose tickle. But then when I got outside, I was like, happy
It's just with us, we don't just do that smoking on the
Thank God. It's Friday. Drop.
Say it again.
Thank God it's Friday, Friday. Thank God it's Friday, Friday.
Hey, you
Thank God it's Friday. Friday.
Oh, I ain't put your video on.
It's Friday. Friday.
Just got off work, TG, I direct deposit. It's about to get lit, barbershop.